I think I'm live. What is this? This is a brawl.
Butterfly is born by thy wish, guided by lantern's light.
Why am I lagging? Yeah. Back cam, guys. Back cam. Hair cam. Shut up, Amocha. Go away. Hi, Tatsumi. When are we getting food cam? Hair cam. Hi, Jerry. We're playing Brawl first match. Can I give you Naruto skin? Yes, yes. You can give me any skin you want. Not shy. It's just migraine issue.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops
오, 로지도 간다. Late. Gone, gone. Wait, okay. I think I'm lagging. For real, I want. Yes. I'm also not joking. I think I can kill it. Wow. Guys, like the stream. Stream lagging. Mine also lagging. Is it still lagging? I thought you weren't streaming. No, no, no. I decided to start late because of the tournament. But need to be friends in game for... Yeah, yeah. But if you're serious, I will follow you back. Hello, V. Hair flags, hair flags. Lag is crazy. Really? I don't know why it happens when I do short stream though. Shall I? तुमको लैग हो रहा है क्या? तुमको लैग हो रहा है क्या? तुमको भी? Everyone is lagging or what? I'm dead. Hi, Jax. Buffering. Should have done normal stream. No, no, no. I want views. I need views. Look at my ping. Oh my god. Wait, guys. I'll restream. Wait. Restart. Or maybe it's your network, guys. It consumes a lot of data, short stream. Buffering a lot. Are. Wait for some time. Wait for some time. It might go back to normal after some time.
Any last wishes?
Your team destroyed a turret.
What the fuck?
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Wait, okay. Wait this game. Yeah.
The flame.
Normal stream करो पाओ रुको Normal stream, if I do normal stream, then I have to get at least 5k views, guys. That's why I had to do this short stream. Hello, WTF. Hello. Hi, girlfriend. Hi, Skibidi. Do they hair cam? Yeah, hair cam. Dikhai na jabe. Aya, dudu na paro de. Hi, Min. Welcome to the stream. No shame. This freaking Jax. Hello, Gora. 5k any ducks. Yeah, I have to get 5k views for to restream for the tournament.
We're behind in gold.
That's why short stream. It's possible if I do short stream, guys. I might. Just bear with me for tonight, guys. आज के लिए bear कर लो. कल से नहीं होगा. What the fuck? Hello, Thea Owl. Welcome to the stream.
Ult is not ready. Double kill.
Worth the wait.
Hello, Ibrahim.
Call me back?
Ibrahim. Ibrahim. अच्छा तुम आ गई. Hello, Jad. Yeah, be different. People showing their face, I will show my hair. Like issue. Ruko. Let me try to fix it. After this game. Too much lag. Ruko, guys. Now it's better. Take care up. Acha. It lags for some time only. It's working. Acha. Adjust Garlo, guys. Maybe it's because at the start it might lag. Hello, future. Hi. Who is this balls? Patanjali shampoo रख दो devil. पतंजलि का शैम्पू अच्छा नहीं है, लेकिन मैंने यूज किया है, अच्छा नहीं है. बाबा रामदेव का बाल देखा है क्या? It's not working. Wait for some time. It might work. Just give it some time. I'm not lagging now. Okay, Skara. Okay. Hello, Sarah. Like the stream, okay, guys? If you show your face, it will work. Nay, nay. It doesn't work like that.
Upon a butterfly.
Oh my god!
Initiate retreat.
I died.
You have slain
I've no
an
fancy
enemy. Ally
being
has been
vicious.
slain.
Restart karo. Hello, Rishika.
Worth doing?
Not lagging now. Hell, okay. First time in the history of human. Big. Nura, I love like you. Acha. Finally back cam at least. Hi, Crappy. I can see. From here, it's nothing. Hello, guys. Nice. I'm a very creative person. Oh, I can wear this and stream though.
お前も知ってんだろ俺が昔里のみんなに嫌われてたことその理由ってのが俺の中のキュービだ
Never mind. Hi, Juliet. Hi, Extreme.
お前みたく
Wait.
かっ
That
こよくなりたくて
that stream. Can you check if it's
お
they
前
are
の後
streaming
追い
now
か
or
け
not?
てた
Thank you, Aspa. Hair cam is crazy. They're playing now. Dekho, Sarah. Of hi, that's huh? Casting. One more game and then we will watch the restream, guys. Hello, Diara. What shampoo you use? Right now I'm using the hair fall shampoo, anti-hair fall shampoo, and for conditioner I'm using coconut and milk conditioner because it's cold. It's cold. I have a lot of hair fall. Nuraka hair care won't work. No, it won't work. It won't work. My hair is very thin. It's actually very thin. Jesus Photon. Wow, Akbar. Wow. Never heard those names. I only know Luxo. We get Lux soap nowadays or what? There's something in your bag. No! Hello, Kaki. Yeah, that is my photo. Everywhere I see couples. Hello, me. Welcome. Oh yeah, the tournament that I'm hosting, there is like 6 more slots. Okay, 6 more slots. And yes, we are gonna do Naruto skin giveaway along with 10 weekly pass. So I will post a reel on how to register tomorrow. So if you're not following me on Instagram, then follow Carol. Hello, Zubemo. I don't know, Kone. Shen, I guess. I think it's Shen. We can't enter the tournament. Why? Oh yeah, Skara. But did you guys register? You guys don't. Isn't it registered for you? I guess. He's telling that your house is lagging. Even me, I'm lagging in your house. We did, but after reading the rules. No, if you can, if it's playable for you, it's fine. If you haven't. No, Fabrizoy. Yeah, don't do like that. Don't do like that. Hello, Wang Ling. Still when still like till the last we have to watch. I don't know about you guys, but I have to stream till the last. My lag. Hello, Javen. Hi. Can I use marksman? I want to try something. I have to play fighter. I have to play fighter. What fighter should I play? Let's play Balmond. Oh, let's play Winnie.
I'm born with talent.
मैं तो जैक्स के साथ खेलेगा. ठीक है. जैक्स नहीं खेल रहा है तो. Oh my god, I wasn't able to change. Hi Zoop, hi Zoop. No, balls, who is this balls? Something new tonight, yes. Hi Mao. Who is this balls?
Till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
I think it's Yano. He changed his name. Something behind you, turn around. Hat hat. Cast करने वाला है. Hey, I will let you cast, okay, Jax, for real. तुम बहुत cast कर रहा है.
Don't test me. First blood.
Someone is touching your hair.
The flower language of Mapiola incarnate.
Nura casting you. Thank you, me.
Try this magic.
Oh no. Yano, is that your account? That Paul's account, is that yours? Hi Snap, welcome.
An enemy has been slain.
Lol. Oh shit, 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 shit.
You have slain an enemy.
Hello Ren, welcome. Hello Yato. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Attending not NJ. I don't have anyone to go with. I used to go with my cousin sister, but she's always sick, so I can't go alone. It's on June, nah? June or July? Hi, Homie Hello, Along. We're not playing today. This is my. We're just playing classic. After that, we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch party. ZOHUNT versus. ZOHUNT versus the Eliminators. How do you join your Discord server? Shihu, you can't join from here. You have to check. You have to go to my YouTube post, my latest post, and in the comment section you'll get the link. Hello Hikan.
If only I had freedom.
Where? It's on July. June, July. I don't think I will be able to go though.
Killing spree.
Link in the comment race, yes. Yeah, either ka Discord link work nahi kar sakta.
How dare you?
Why you're hiding your face? What is this fake game? Just doing something that nobody does. Thank you, Cho.
Killing spree. Double kill.
He came in. Okay, Min. How many times you turn your head in left?
Don't test me.
Don't count. What the heck?
I am the top student of the academy after all.
Explain the title. Which title? Oh yeah, the Naruto skin giveaway. Okay. I will explain again. We as in Mimo, me, and our store, Toba Factory. We are doing a giveaway on Naruto skin, along with 10 weekly. Along with 10 weekly pass. So
I am the top
So
student of
if
the
you
academy
want to
after
know the requirements on how to participate in the giveaway, follow my Instagram. Tomorrow I'll be posting a reel on how to register for the giveaway. Okay? Take care. Hello Sozo Gaming. मैं तो थक गया बोलते बोलते. Already I recommend your channel yesterday. Really? Thank you to your friend for subscribing. Hindi tomorrow. Yeah, only one winner for the skin. But for weekly pass, so you guys can join. I will do the draw for the weekly pass in the live stream itself. Hello, Seti Ops. Welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you, Imkong. Thank you so much. How are you and where from? I am from Northeast Nagaland, India. I'm from India, Northeast Nagaland. Watching join VC में क्या बोल रहा है? Skin के लिए you have to play in tournament. No. You don't have to do that. Tournament and skin, it's like different. Are you? What's that on your shoulder? Nothing? Nura. Wait. Nura told me you are coming to War Drums. Really? You're coming to War Drums? No, I'm not coming there. Matlab? Who? Hello, Kartavia. Nice commentary, viral reels. Thank you, Scarface. Hello, Smooth. Nora, you're from Sikkim? No, I'm from Northeast Nagaland. Muy Nagamanu. I think I should stream like this only. It's like so much comfortable. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Muy Nagamanu. Killer tribe. आओ मनु से इतना डिवाइस है तभी चश्मा लगता कुछ भी. There's something on your right shoulder. That's my other half. Wait guys, I'm not able to catch up with the comments. Yes, double tap to like the stream, guys. I should have asked, is it best of 5 or best of 7? If it's best of 7, then oh my god. I think they're gonna stream till 12. Back stream, new trend, yeah. Hello, Amu.
Dare you? Launch attack. Don't test me.
Oh my god! Ah!
Monster kill.
Oh my god, these two started already. Best of 7. They said it's best of 7. But
Has been destroyed.
they're not sure either. Hello, Haiwa. Hello, love. Love wins. You're gonna cast there, right? In War Drums? No, 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 no. Hello, Huska. Good hair day. I just washed it yesterday. That's why it's shining, mining. Thank you, Amu. Hi, Vipo to Cabo. Welcome to the stream. चलो मदारा को मारते हैं. I see a lot of regular viewers. I see regular viewers only, not new ones. Arey, bot lane, bot lane. I have to go bot. Hello, Tiger King. Hello, Lewin, please.
Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
Sunsilk shampoo, she's so shiny. No, not Sunsilk. I'm new, Naga Manu. Thank you, Naga Manu, for joining the stream and also subscribing.
Could you help me find my brother?
Pick it up, guys. Hat! Could you be? This guy! Oh yeah! I got it, I got it. I got the Sakura skin. Wow. Give premium VPN. Are Skara, you will lag or what if you play the tournament? But it's okay now.
How dare you?
Hello Bleach, welcome. Hello Ash, hello Sensi. Sashi Jamir. Nang tiba nang kick. Huh? What?
Launch attack.
Yes, Ash. Hello Ash again. Hi Luang Milan. Yeah, it's classic. But after this we're gonna watch the tournament. Hello Dibia. I'm playing Mobile Legends. Text to minimize करके comments क्यों नहीं बढ़ सकती? Like I'm so used to reading from the phone, that's why I can't adjust anymore. I'm from Manipur. Thank you for joining. I understand words because of Assamese influence on Nagamis. Yeah. Okay. Why shorts live? Because I want I want views. Oi, oi, oi. Ah! Pako! Sashi thinks you are Monksner. No, 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 I'm Jungli. But I can't check it much because my phone screen is bad. हेयर के लिए आएगा स्पॉन्सर ट्राई करो नूरा मेरा हेयर आज ही अच्छा दिख रहा है नहीं तो it's not good it doesn't look good Auntie Nura yes silver screen
An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain.
yeah oh my god we're losing or what this is back cam this is back cam guys you guys what look at my hair it's so shiny yeah
Turret is under attack.
Would you help me find my brother?
12 starting at 12 oh my god wow
An enemy has been slain.
you look like a ghost I am a ghost why be I'm playing if you show us your face for 5 seconds nah I did not wash my face I'll cast in the name of wow really are you sure I will make a poster I will say that I will mention that Jax is gonna cast along with me and Mimo
If only I
nice
had
setup thank you
freedom.
Pablo hello Enzo Merongkong village Oi! I'm gonna die I'm dead I am dead hi Izaki rich kid look like Ambani daughter as if
Request backup.
Lord मदरा को मार रहा है
Do you know the flower language?
Who is
of
Ambani?
Loyola in
Richest
Carmel?
man in India
The enemy has slain Lord. An enemy has been slain.
no it's classic today though I don't want to get frustrated that's why I am playing classic
How dare you?
okay bye bye amu pokato take care and study well
I am the top student of the academy.
oh my god Madara is coming your hair is shinier than my future are you from Dimapur no I'm from Kohima These minions twin. Oh wow. Minions look like they are wearing a life jacket. They actually look like wearing a life jacket. Hello, BFK. Hi, welcome to the stream.
If only I had freedom.
Jenny is also streaming or what? I scrolled down by mistake and I reached Jenny's stream. She's streaming or what? Oi! Ah! Someone behind you. Yeah, I know. I know. मुझे पता है. When is our Layla gonna shine? Oh, he's actually shining, but then. Minion! Khatam. Hello, Izaki. Okay, guys, time to watch War Drums tournament, ZOHUNT versus Eliminators. ZOHUNT versus Eliminators, gabi. Okay. चलो देखते हैं कि क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे. Right? Why is it not playing, bro?
Of the lineup because you know the way I was saying Chrono smiling is like he definitely knows.
You guys
what's
want to
cooking.
listen to them,
What's
or
your
you guys
opinion
want to
on that?
listen to
I
me?
feel like I agree 60% with Chronos. What's your opinion?
I mean, I agree with what he said, but you have to look at the side of ZOHUNT as well. This lineup, okay. I mean, like I said, I mean, even Chronos mentioned it, if they play early game, well, they can make it work. But on the other side, in the later game, in the later phases of the game, the thing is,
Listen to you.
if it goes
You
into the
love
late
money.
game, the Moscow and Luo E, they can
Okay.
out macro, and the fact that they have a Masha as well, of course, Masha not the best pusher these days, but still one of the best pushers, right?
Is it fine?
So that's one of the reasons I feel like
it
ZOHUNT
fine,
can
or?
still out macro them if it goes into the
Is
late
it too
game.
noisy?
But yeah, that'll depend. That'll depend on how they execute this lineup.
Absolutely, and I'm really curious to see the spells. But of course, Chronos, take it away.
Lisu.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys
It's
and
fine.
girls,
Okay.
we'll get ready to rumble because we are in the finals of the top dogs in the Northeast Underdog Tournament. Indeed, Mobile Legends 5v5 bringing you the best action there is from the Northeast right now. As you take a look on your screen,
Secret
it is
behind
indeed
the
the
shiny.
Northeast Underdog Tournament, short form being
Shampoo,
NRB,
conditioner
the
every
nerds.
time.
Right now,
Oiling.
we are in game number 1 between
Game number 1,
Eliminators
guys.
on the blue side and ZOHUNT on the red. The map is looking like
Who do you think will win?
Of course, this is why you got Chronos, like the banger intro that kicks things off into the grand final sense. Of course, intercasting this, as you can see
Well,
on your
here
screen as
came
well,
now
is of
after
course
nail
Chronos
cam.
with the intro, and myself, Ray and Fredo, we're going to be taking you through the game, and let's see how it
Pata
works
nahi,
out.
ZOHUNT.
So far, though, the
ZOHUNT
aggression from
on
Mark
the
is
right
already
side.
there. Like,
Oh, red team,
it's just going to be
blue
an early
team.
game, few warning shots here, and they're just providing the information, Fredo.
Oh, no, it's
Yep,
Eliminators
definitely.
on the blue
He
team.
is, of course, one of those top roamers that everyone likes to talk about, and talk about
The
roamers, right?
angle is
Always
not
Art,
good.
and of
Which
course,
angle?
Kimi as well, always there on top in the roaming list. Of course, not to forget the guy whose name starts with A,
Game angle
Apex
is
as well,
not
out
good.
there, of course, represented us internationally. But right now we're seeing,
Goes into his break right now. Mizo-san trying to flicker out of
Flicker?
harm's way. Art gets caught out as well at the same time. Nice
Right.
combo. That should be first blood quite easily in the hands of Serar Moon. Dusty Mizo can't really do anything. No electrifying beats means that he
Big
cannot
stick,
Ruka getting taken down first.
XD.
It's
What are you saying?
You know, first blood giving out to a jungler, it's a bad decision most of the time because, of course, it's Rar Moon. He got his hands into Lucas right now, one of the strongest junglers, because, of course, he benefits from this meta not being that too assassin oriented, while he still has a lot of maneuverism,
Blue team.
the flash to flash combo, and dishing out the damage. But the turtle is gonna be caught.
Blue
what
team,
was
yeah,
that?
slightly better.
Oh, and
Top lane, though.
side, meanwhile, Win is taken down low.
The
He
junglers,
does have about
Lucas.
3 HP bars to survive, so he should be sitting there quite comfortable. But look at Dusty Mizo invading into the jungle, Fredo, and trying to starve out, of course, Serar Moon.
Got Mizo in your team. Dusty
Definitely,
Mizo.
he'll try to do that all the time. The amount of mobility that you get with the Joy just allows you to, you know, glide through the jungles like it's nothing. And but right now,
Oh
it
no,
seems
he's
like
gonna die.
bottom
Harry is
lane,
gonna
something
die.
going on. But Turtle is also being taken here by Eliminators.
Free turtle. But it's understandable. Their roamer is not in position. And
Who's
the
the
Stingers is all
roamer?
alone right now into the orange buff. He's not going to be able to get extra few
Johan.
resources, micro resources being left out. Oh. Okay, no
Go
point.
ahead and show.
Art went for the Jeet Kundo, and I think Dusty Mizo realized he cannot
The
really
link
do
is
much. He has
invalid.
to sacrifice that orange buff. Now trying to go for the invade on the other side.
Okay,
trying
okay.
to
You're gonna
proxy, but
you want
Art
to
makes
register
his
for the
way. There's
for
no
the
backup
tournament
just
or what?
yet, and Mizo-san's on level 4, but it's either way. The Dragon committed already. They go for the ejector. Dusty Mizo still not able to get that buff, and he is able to make it out alive, but Bit comes through with the IMU as well. Dusty Mizo at least picks something up for himself.
Do full screen, Min.
Close one.
Good enough, I guess. Good enough from him, but now
I feel like it's
he-
kind of laggy
See
for
Fate
me.
here, drops down the Zaman Force. Prime with the Spear of Misery zoning him out. Art makes his way. Mizo-san, he doesn't have the Unstoppable Force just yet. So
Update
trying
karo,
to
huh?
find the opening. Will they be able to do
Does
so?
it work?
Art
I don't
two
think the
steps to
link will
Jeet Kundo.
work,
He can go
though.
for the flicker play. He does now the way of the Dragon.
nice
Actually
one,
commits
Cho.
on top of it, but no Zaman Force to go for the backup. As you can see, he shouldn't pose out, and Mizo-san misses the ejector.
1-0 still on the board. One turtle in their favor.
In the
Team
name
Eliminators,
of
and
what
you
the
know,
heck,
we have to
Jax?
focus on
What
one
the
thing
heck?
on explain though. But
Hello,
because
Henry.
it's Win.
Hello, Shaiza.
Win, his name is Win for one reason, because he likes to win his lane.
Thank you so much for
But
the
right
super
now,
chat.
I'm not too sure with the Masha. I mean, he can thunderclap just like, you know, we discussed, but
Double tap
how
to like,
good?
okay, guys.
It's not gonna win out against the Barang because he can just retreat back easily, just, you know, tower hug if there's any trouble.
The way you
So
love its money.
lane dominance is not there. So if Win is not able to win his lane, Fredo, I feel like it's in the turtle fights, it's just gonna be completely one-sided and just free objectives for the hands of Eliminators.
Yep, it looks the same way to me, Ray, because I mean the amount of
I
zone
don't
control
mind
that a
finding your
Badang
main
can
account.
have.
Type
Oh,
exclamation
compared
ID,
to-
you'll get my ID.
Diversion play right in that pixel bush, but at the same
Oh,
time, right now you
this-
can see they
this
go for the way
Valentina
of the
might
Dragon.
die
Dusty
now.
Mizo tries to make it up, but the Jeet Kundo combo is there. Win comes through, he's able to use the Thunderclap, but looking for the target, but Mizo-san goes on top of it with the Unstoppable Force, and now the fight is dispersed. They're forcing Win to flicker out as well. Eliminators tried to find something, didn't get
Don't
anything out
use
of it.
hair
A
coat.
complete
No,
scam
I don't.
by ZOHUNT.
Type exclamation
I
ID,
love
you'll
that
get
word
my
that you
ID.
mentioned, Crotus. Complete scam, and so far complete
They got
zero
turtle
on their hands.
toys.
Still one kill on the board, but oh, bottom lane though.
Oh, they
Bottom,
go
bottom.
on top
So
of
sad, Harry.
fate. That is the fate that he has to live with. Finally, ZOHUNT gets something on the board. It is a 1-1 indeed, but Eliminators have the goal lead in their hands.
Red team is good.
Things looking pretty good here for.
I was
of course,
rooting for
Eliminators, but
ZOHUNT
yeah,
though.
they did lose one in the process.
Oh, wait. Way of the Dragon committed quite
Whoa.
early, but he has the Purified.
Hello, A.
Prime,
Do they
makes it
long stream?
out.
Yes,
Dusty
yes.
Mizo, electrifying beats, not really sure what he was thinking there, but preemptive use of it. And this is what I was talking about, guys.
Oh my god.
ZOHUNT have a nice early
Pantene
game,
advertisement.
no damage potential, but now without the presence of the early game, you can see the Jawhead along with Faden on this Lu Yi, not really doing much, and
No.
Dusty Mizo can only walk around taking the jungle creeps.
Exactly. You know, I really love that you mentioned the Jihad pick, and it's clearly seen that even in execution, there's just nothing much you can do. But oh, into the bottom lane though, Prime, better watch out.
They go way of the Dragon is
Hello,
committed already on
Shido.
top of Mizo-san, but you can see the
Yeah, I was
nice
really
diversion
rooting
play
for
coming through as well.
rating.
Zaman Force is dropped down, but Art gets caught out with the yin and yang dispersion combo,
Naruto.
and he goes in, unleashes the
Oh my
beast.
god,
There
that
comes the
HP,
Ninetale Fox
chose
with the beast
HP.
blast. Well, nobody home.
I would have
as
died
Mizo-san is the
if
only
it was me. I
casualty.
would have died
Eliminators
easily.
Still have the advantage.
Nura ka
Mhm.
piche ghost.
And
Whom
they
do
would
you
like to keep
support?
it
I
that
am
way for now
supporting for
because of course
Zohan. I'm
Zohunt, they do
supporting
have
Zohan.
enough.
But it seems
Oh,
they're
seems
getting
like top lane.
they're getting
Something
wrecked.
happening.
Win
Nah,
able
nah.
to get that tower right. He's able to get the
It's
tower quite
I don't think it's best
easily.
of 5. I think
And
it's
not
best of
can't do
7.
much here. Bid actually
If
has
it's
himself
best of 7, then
diversion
I'm gonna
as well.
sleep here in
So
this
the
chair.
rotation can be made at any point, but they're not committed just before.
Exactly.
Hello,
And the whole
Kakusu.
point of the match is going to be what's happening in the mid lane.
Or it's about to just drop down and they get the target. And Mizo-san invaded, traded only for art. That is nice, as well as they get the mid lane tier 1. And now
Khatam.
the diversion play on the bot side. They want to catch
Khatam.
Prime.
Oh my god, that was
Oh
close.
my goodness, Prime escapes with the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, it's a
Just
tournament.
like that.
Zohan
But
versus
still, Eliminators live to fight another
Eliminators.
day. They'll get their hands on the turtle also. Meanwhile, on the top side, Dusty Mizo trying to pick up some scraps in the top lane tier 2.
Turtle was
19 Fox gets
gone.
another turtle soup for his team, but what's happening on the mid phase though?
Oh, fist break, fist guard combo coming through, and they take down Win. Unexpected, but here Dusty Mizo trying to make it out with the rhythm, and here comes Serar Moon unleashing the
Yeah, I
Nine-Tailed
have to
Fox.
sleep like this.
And you can see
Keep
that he wants to get the
my
infinite as well.
leg
Pressure
here.
come on towards Prime, and that is an easy kill. But here comes Dusty Mizo going on top of Bid, but Bid flickers out of harm's way. Meanwhile, Mizo-san and Art trying to fight for their lives. The Faden is ejected out of there as Bid pays the price
Hello,
for
Boro.
overextending. Dusty Mizo picks up a kill.
Finally, one more
Things looking
kill.
pretty solid here for Eliminators, of course. But yeah, they did get one down. That is going to be a bit, of course, on the Valentina. And that's going
What
to
do
be
you
the
think?
only thing
Does
that
it
they can pick up
does
from
it
that
look
fight.
blur?
But right now, Zohan, they are definitely trying to put pressure across the map because they do have the Luo E and Moscow on their side. But
Oh,
I
Mizo-san
don't
gets caught out
know.
way of the dragon once more from Art. He has been on point with this Cho. Zaman forced to drop down as well, but Mizo-san flickers out of harm's way. He has
my
the
God.
conceal to run away, but the damage coming in from the Synchro Fission is too much as Fate is
How do
able to
you
pick
check
up
the
that kill. But
quality?
meanwhile, on the top side, look at the map, guys. Win as well as Dusty Mizo are using them as distractions, taking away that tier 2. So now the Holy
Yeah.
Shield, if it gets popped, which it will, that is good news for ZOHUNT, even though they're not winning in and around the map and neither in gold.
Was this their plan all along, just to play around the turret objectives? Because with how it's everything like situation,
Where?
oh, what's that? Dusty Mizo better watch out again.
Yeah, you can see he goes in for the electrifying beats, but there's the thunderclap on towards Legend. He's able to get out, but the Zaman Force
That's
drops
the
down.
volume, bro.
Connects, and now will he make it out alive? Serar Moon with unleashing the beast goes through as they trade 2
Let's
for
go
1.
150 likes.
Face the price. Art and Legend are down, but here's the diversion play. They're trying to catch them off guard. He gets the yin and yang, the dispersion rotation combo.
Oh, nice
and
one, bro.
finally gets Serar Moon.
Epic comeback
And now
or what?
looking to catch Fate as well. He's in no man's land as Dusty Mizo should be able to pick up the kill, but here comes the clapback with the Zaman Force drop down. But still,
Wait,
they
wait,
pay the
let me-
price. Dusty
let-
Mizo 4-0-1
Let this
on
ga-
this
let this
joy.
game end.
He is unstoppable, making it back, and now finally evening the gold score.
Epic comeback, epic
Goal
comeback.
score as well as the kill board 8-8 just under 10 minutes. They responded back and got the Madara as well. I was expecting,
My
honestly.
God.
I mean, of course, but I was
Yeah,
not
leave it
expecting
for
them to come
now.
back soon. But look at the item spread, or look at Prime. He's basically done with the Trinity.
yep, look at that. That is exactly what, Eliminators need to get that power spike in the goal lane. But meanwhile, if you look at the map control,
Hello,
that they're
Dinesh. Welcome to
exerting
the
right now,
stream.
ZOHUNT, and that
What's
diversion play
this?
from
This is a
Faden was just
tournament.
so on point, and it seems like Eliminators they
Might come
totally
back, yeah.
forgot that they have a Luoyi on their
I'm
side.
from
They have
Northeast
to be careful
Nagaland.
while retreating.
Saiza.
But now, seems like Mizo-san has to
Did you need
retreat.
to ask
Does
this
not really
one?
decide to engage, which is the right thing to do. But now they're trying to create the pressure on the on the lanes.
Oh,
but
is
they're not
it
really
best
able to
of
do
7
that right
or
now.
5 though?
Lord marching down the top side. They are going to prepare
Holy
for a
Shield.
good push. And yep, no Holy Shield. Exactly. And that's why Eliminators, they'll be more focused towards the top side. And that can be used as a distraction for Zone to
What
take down the
tournament?
bottom side.
World Drums
Yeah, but of course,
tournament?
Prime just got his demon into sword as well.
Eliminators
I think that Lord is
versus
gonna go
Zohan.
uncontested. Like, they're not gonna commit to it. They're gonna go for the tier 2 on the bottom lane, and perhaps the mid one as well. The Lord is just a bait, because they have been using themselves as bait as well to push the far lanes. But let's see if Eliminators want to commit to it, because right now they do have the
Thumbnail.
resources. They have all the spells, 4 flickers,
Already
and
have
all
the
the ultimates
thumbnail.
available for them to crack down the bounce back that came in from ZOHUNT. But at the same
I
time,
already
ZOHUNT
put it. I
also
already
has the resources.
put the
They have bounce
thumbnail.
back. They have equalized the goal. If not, they are the ones climbing above right now into the board. So I feel like if Eliminators want to commit, they better make it sure it's a good one. And of course,
What the
the
heck?
Louis, I feel like the Valentina, just like, I had a few doubts
I'll
about
change
the
it later.
Valentina, and I feel like I will be proven right if Bid is not able to make the play that their team needs right now, because Sarar Moon did his job so far, but right now, since it's going to be shifting a little bit into the later phases, he's going to be falling off short, of course, against Prime.
Yep.
Hello, Genpai.
Gerard Moon, he
I want the
does have a
Naruto
lot of
skin.
work
For
cut out
Naruto skin,
him.
you have to
He
wait
needs
for
to
tomorrow
frontline and provide
to
the
know the
space for
requirements of
Fade
the
as well
giveaway.
as Fade to dish out the damage.
You have to follow my Instagram, okay? There only I will
And on
update
top of that,
the
if you think
giveaway
about it right
requirements.
now, the fact that they don't really have too many structures, I mean, they have to be even more careful, you know. I mean, diversions can be coming in from any direction. You might not be paying attention to just one bush.
Oh no, Art has been the target. They go for it after the ejector. He gets caught out. Zaman Force just to zone them away. This is the pick-off composition.
Hello,
And they're trying to
Pumpkin.
play a diversion. Where's it going? In towards the bush on the bot side.
Fade.
They catch Fade.
What
Through
the-
ejector
what
once
the
more
heck?
as they get him, and Sarar Moon unleashes
They were
the
doing
beast,
so
but it's
good
sold out
early
too late.
game.
A double kill in the hands of Prime, and Dusty Mizo goes to the back line. He's trying to catch Big, but they get the
Nice
tier 2 in the mid
110.
lane. Holy Shield not going to be pressing its way past
Goes
12 minutes right
on.
now. As you can see, Legend as well as Bid is the target. As Dusty wants to cap the back line. He catches 1 and 2. It's a wipeout, ladies and gentlemen. Art comes in, but he can only watch as
Okay.
ZOHUNT take the base crystal in game 1 of the top.
It's on HD. It's on HD. Wait.
Finals in this best of 7.
So far, they arise, and of course, I have to be biased.
No
I
one
give the
saw for
prediction
main
for
cast. Of course.
and
Okay,
it's been
okay.
proven, right? Victory for ZOHUNT, game number 1. Nice visuals there, and oh my god, it was an exciting one. I knew ZOHUNT were gonna bounce back, but I wasn't expecting it was gonna be a surprise one, and I feel like Eliminators were not prepared for it. Art got Thanos stepped like
Oh my
that.
god.
He could not respond.
Did I actually trigger Faden by saying that his main hero is Valentina? Because he just pulled up with a what do you call it? A Louis, and he diversed his way through. And I mean, I cannot even say this guy, look at that, the way his entire team relies on him to make those plays, because I mean, if not for him, doing those diversion plays, there was no way they could have dived in. Considering the fact that, like Kronos mentioned, they are really,
Yeah, it's
heavy
rain.
frontliners. So it's not like you can reach the Harry too easily, even with the jawhead. So that's just Faden for you.
Not just that it was
No.
Faden doing work. It's just the fact that
Let me
every
fulfill the
single
regular
time
viewer
the Jawhead
stream.
was present,
Okay.
he was there at the right
I have a
place
slot
at
for
the
you.
right time. That's what worked out for
I will save a
ZOHUNT,
slot
right?
for you.
I think Eliminators
Have you
just couldn't
considered
pick
streaming on
themselves up
Twitch? No.
after letting go of the game
I
in
don't
the
think I
bot
will
side
be
fight,
streaming
and then
on
in towards the
Twitch
purple buff, they tried
ever.
an invade. Prime got his hands on the Moskov for a good reason. Why? It's a counter playing marksman, can 1v5, can split the map, and that's what they were doing. ZOHUNT knew that they needed to buy time for Prime to hit his item power spike, and that's all they did. And once he got there, Prime said, hey guys, I feel like I'm in a prime form right now. Let's go. And all of a sudden, Eliminators just had ZOHUNT running circles around their head, especially Dusty on that Joy.
Absolutely, and
Make a
family
VTuber
problem
character and
is,
stream.
I
I
feel
think
like
I
you
need.
doubted it, Joy,
You
and
have
I did
to.
too, because
You have
I'm gonna
to
be honest,
spend
it
money
is a
for that.
good
I think
pick, but
I
I feel
tried
like it was a little bit too early and it felt
watching
forced. Yeah,
YouTube
but
YouTube
okay, go ahead.
videos on
No, I
that.
was gonna say, the Jawhead's not a great pick
VTuber,
here
no?
still. Yes, you target down one single person, but you're playing for the pickoff. It's just the fact that they utilize the Louis
Hello,
diversion,
there was
and also
I
just
already
felt like
lost
Eliminators getting
three
throw away. That's what they did. It
3,800
was their
views and
games.
get
They
my
had
new
the pickoff.
Naruto
The
skin.
Art was playing absolutely
Lost.
amazing on that show,
You
applying the
got
pressure
the
in the early
skin
game.
already, no?
But
How
ZOHUNT
did
just,
you lose it? How are you
found the
saying?
momentum,
Why
played
are you
it to
saying
their
you're losing it?
tempo, and Eliminators just couldn't bounce back.
Yeah, maybe they got thrown
Hi,
away by the
Kai.
Jihad. It's a lame ass pun, but jokes aside,
Zofate arise.
Zofate Rise. Thanks to Bolty. Thanks to Bolty.
Yep,
Of
Volti.
course, shout out to Bolty. He taught us this. So let's see if Zofate is arising in game number 2 as well. Because of
Turn
course,
around
this
and
is a
shut up.
best of 7 series, ladies and
Nura,
gentlemen.
can we
Not a
change
BO5 just
players?
like in low bracket files. No,
Oh,
it's a
you
best of
can't.
7. It's the
Let's,
grand
once
finals,
you
of
have
course.
registered,
It's
you
gonna be an
can't do
exciting one.
it.
And it's already looking to it big because the draft, it was pretty clear that Eliminators had the favor, right? But it's
Well,
just
who
that
is
the
your
game
team?
was going into favor until that
What
last
are
pick, just like you mentioned. But
is it
Fredo,
is Kara there?
do you think this time they're gonna be
Both
prioritizing the ban
teams
onto Louis and
are
who's gonna be left out? It's gonna be
Nuraka
the
tournament.
one and only
Nahi
Fredren.
pata.
Well, they have to. I mean, every team that has
B
played
says he
against
won't
Zohan
play.
after the new
B, you
patch
have to
drop, has always
play.
targeted the Fredrin. But and because they have targeted the Fredrin, the Joy
Only
was
the names
always
that
left
have
open.
registered
And of course, the Fredrin is a
can
direct
play.
counter for the Joy. And the thing is, right now, it's like if you ban the Fredrin, he'll pick up the Joy, and if you ban the Joy, he'll pick up the Fredrin. You might have to ban both at this point because look at Dusty, the way
Hi,
he's playing the
Faye.
Joy. He's doing exactly what he likes to do. Go for those, buff steals, counter map. Is exactly like what King Kong does, right? He always like to, he always likes to take trades across the map, and that is exactly what what Dusty has been doing with his Joy
Second
this
match.
entire time. So it's about time we start considering
Ugh.
respecting
Too
what do you call
hairful.
it, Dusty Joy or something.
Dusty Joy. I like that
Yep.
name, but oh, look at the itemization. Winter Crown was bought for. It's a good one, but I still feel like he needed a little bit burst. But
Lunara
I
is
feel like the
looking at
Trinity build
Chronos
was
only.
definitely
No.
the end for Eliminators because once it came in, they just did not have any response. Other than that, I feel like the Purify definitely came in clutch because I feel like a lot of times Prime was just not caught by
The fuck was
Art
that?
at all, Chronos.
Yeah, Prime just didn't get caught up because he had the Purify. He did catch him once, right? That
Ray,
play
you're
was
looking
on
at
the bot
Ray.
side, it worked.
Wow.
But after that, I just don't know. It just felt like they weren't able to stop Dusty. Because yes, they had everything. Art was focusing down. He was breathing down the neck of Dusty, but just couldn't pick him off. And by the time
503.
they had to look at Dusty, who was splitting the map. Prime was already
Hey,
had
B, I can
already
see
had
your
this 3-item
text,
power
okay? I
spike,
can see your
and
comment.
then
You have
it
to
just
play it.
became a
You have to
problem
play it.
for Eliminators to deal with ZOHUNT. And it's a 10-minute, 11-second game. It's a short game, but just goes to show that a small change in tempo and either one of these teams can just swoop it away. Because ZOHUNT, by no means are they a weak
Moscow
team. They're one of the
dominated
top
though.
teams from Mizoram, of course. They are looking to take the crown in this Northeast Underdog tournament, and at the same
नोरा
time,
तुम्हारे पीछे
Eliminators
कोई आ
want to
रहा है
keep
आने दो
their
आने दो
name
कोई
and
बात
their
नहीं
fame
no,
as one of the top
if B
dogs
doesn't play we will be disqualified
overall
yes
in
and
India.
it's
So it's looking dicey. They
hi
need to
my
find.
middle
They need to get the momentum.
You know, it actually went like under my nose or something. I thought Dusty was taken down once.
that's why you have to
503.
that's
He
why
was not caught even
if
once.
he
Not
he
even
can't
once.
play you should have added the
That is
substitutes
insane.
The unkillable Joy King.
if double tap
Unkillable
Okay,
Joy.
that might be a little bit too much. But yeah.
You're glazing too much. But yeah, I feel like rest items and
we
everything, it
cooked
was
the
completely
frog
fine.
did you fill up
I
anyone in
really
the
love
substitute
I really love the full damage Masha.
what you
I
guys
feel like it
doing
served its
screams yes
purpose.
yes yes
I feel like
no
the
no
whole job
screams
was
this
to
is the
just push down the
tournament this is
turrets,
just a
and we
watch
saw
party
it. The top lane was just
I
laid out
am the
naked,
joy
completely
god
bare. Even though he got
Bao.
taken down like twice by Badang, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 2 kills on Badang, and it's 2 deaths for the Masha. I feel like there was one purpose, and it worked out really well. But gotta give it, of course, to Faden as well. Those diversions were there, and I feel like this is gonna be cementing a few bans in the next game because just like we discussed right now, you need to ban out the Fredrin for Dusty to pay respect. But now, right now, the Joy is looking like a threat, and so is the Louis. You only got 3
He's
bans on
a
the
big
first
I
pace.
send you on
But
IG
Kronos,
no
like,
I haven't
having the second pace
watched
right now,
any
where
reels that you have sent me on IG
Zushin is gonna be the
it's
threat
been
as
weeks
well because you don't want to give it out to Faden. Which
is
options are
it
they gonna go
fine
for?
if B plays with
I mean, it's
BPN
not Zushin, it's Juicin. That's how you say it.
I
Yes,
call
guys,
I
those
call
of
her
you are
my
watching.
Zush. I call her
Jen
my
He,
or
Zush.
something.
he don't even know his own
I
well
know.
delusional
I
we'll,
know.
wife
we'll
his
we'll
name.
discuss
So
about that later.
No, I know the
I'll
proper
let you guys
Chinese
know
pronunciation. I can use the
if
like
it's gonna
proper
be
one. You
possible
want
or
me to
not.
do that? You're gonna
Okay?
cringe.
Yeah, do it, do it.
Go for it. Go for it.
Attention,
Let's hear it.
Nura. What happened? What happened?
No, the proper pronunciation is supposed to be like the Chinese, like the
It's a
Mandarin, or
reply
you
with
can
a
also go Cantonese,
picture
but
to
the
your
real one
kitten
is
story. I'll take it
Chosen.
out
It's
later.
supposed to be Chosen, but of course,
Juicin.
yeah, Chosen. Yeah,
Exactly.
Juicin. Juicin.
Juice.
Juicin. The Z is pronounced as a J. The Z is pronounced as a J, and the X is
Juicin.
pronounced as a S or C. Like basically like juice, but juicin. That's how
Yep,
you say
juice
it.
in. Juice in.
Okay.
I'm gonna juice in.
Well,
Definitely.
yo,
I
you
re-
cannot, hey, Ray, you should stop arguing with, Kronos, man.
Q&A karong Insta may about
You know,
tournament.
the Super Cup tonight. I mean, of course, later,
Yeah,
you know,
it's not
before
about
it's
Discord
there.
may
Bro,
Satay. If you have any
you
doubts,
putting the
you can
flame
ask
in
me on
him,
Discord.
man.
Yeah,
But yeah,
he has
ladies and
more
gentlemen, of course.
exposure. He has
Game
more
number two.
exposure to Chinese culture than you, so you should respect that.
You kidding me, bro? All I play is Chinese games. My phone is Chinese. My laptop is Chinese. My mic is Chinese. This blue screen is Chinese. My chair is Chinese. My eyes are Chinese. Everything is Chinese here. But of course,
Okay.
jokes aside though, ZOHUNT and Eliminators game number 2. Let's see how it works
Game number
out.
2,
Because
guys.
ZOHUNT this time, first pick.
Wait, at
Let's
least
see
accept.
how it works out. Because of course, Eliminators, they saw the
Pretty
thread of
boys.
joy.
Oh,
They
yeah,
saw the
yeah,
thread
yeah.
of
Okay,
blue.
okay. Where?
What are
But
they gonna go with?
where?
That
How
that
long
gives a
will
lot of
you
information
you
away from
stream
Zohan.
normally? 3
Regardless
hours.
of them being on the blue
3
side or the red
hours.
side, they always ban out Matilda. So
Yeah,
that
kya
is
bag
a
rahe ho?
free
Kon.
ban for
Look at your
Illuminators
camera.
right
There's
now.
something, Nura. No,
So
no, no.
they can take. They have definitely have to take out
Discord
the Juicin,
may.
they
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
take
Okay,
out
okay.
the Kalea, and maybe even a Badang since it was a problem. But I don't think it should be. Yeah, the Juicin's gonna be banned out. The Kalea,
Juicing.
probably the Hylos. While on the other side you can see
Bag
Matilda.
rahe. I think Ray is gay.
Maybe the Fovius.
No,
and
he's
we got the
not.
Kacha, I guess.
What the heck?
If I think about it, I feel like right now, I feel like, see, man, this guy, Dusty has been on 100% win rate, at least, from the semifinals till now, with the Joy. He has not lost a single game when he has played Joy, so. And he has played like 5 or 6 games if you think about it, so it's about time that people start banning the Joy when they're facing Dusty, because this guy, he has been getting away with it every single time. Eliminators have to crack down on him with that ban. Otherwise, I don't see a way that, they're not getting jungle gapped once again.
I don't think it was the Joy as much. I don't think it was the Joy as much as you think it is, to be honest. The Joy can still be countered. The Art played a really good show. It's just, I think they just lost momentum.
They have banned Matilda.
So they can put Zohan
Zohan banned
again.
Matilda and
Probably
Lucas.
go for the Hayabusa
And
themselves.
Eliminators banned
straight counter.
Zushin
It's
and
actually signature pick for
this is
Sarar
your
Moon. I
second
understand
ban.
they wanted to commit with the Lucas, of course, because it was open and it did work out really wonders. But I think it's high time they can also commit to the Hayabusa, just like you mentioned. And it's pretty funny. Like right now, the meta has shifted to the tankiness, and Dusty is like, "Yo, I'm gonna pull up with the assassin
They're discussing
instead."
what to
And so what
ban.
the expectations, and so far it's working out well. But just like you mentioned, I feel like this time around the Joy might just be left out open. Oh, okay, obvious ban out. So that just leaves only one ban into the hands of Eliminators. Do they want to keep Kalia open? Because I feel like Kalia is just a really perfect pick for Mizo-san because he loves to go for the pickoffs. And also it's going to give a little bit sustain for if Dusty wants to go in for a tank.
Nura enduring. I want to sleep.
Yep, definitely. Dusty can go for that kind of, a tanky jungler as well because he usually likes to play them. One thing though is, I've not really seen the, too many
Not
people playing
iPhone.
the
No,
alpha
no. This is
anymore.
I'm using.
So
Redmi.
what are your thoughts on that?
Nothing wrong with it. Kronos, what do you think?
Oh, they banned
He's not
4
nerfed, right?
years
He's not adjusted at
and
all.
Zohan
So
banned.
what's
What
the
is this?
reason?
Katas Kacha.
I mean, the Alpha, it's not like he's
Actually-
bad. It's just teams have
Others
learned
are
how to
better.
counter that. Teams have learned how to counter that Alpha.
Yeah.
So if it's a last option, then I would say yes, definitely go for an Alpha. But
Agreed,
if
yeah.
there's something
Why
that
are
can
you
play
from
better,
Nepal?
like the
Nepal
Hayabusa, the
B.
Joy, the Lucas in the jungle, then of course you have, the Hayabusa, Fanny. These are definitely
Magic
top tier
sponsored,
junglers.
right? Yeah.
Julian,
Yeah,
kind of,
sponsor
if you really like him, but I would say Alpha is slightly better. But here, the Kalea, the Phovius, the Juicin taken out, the Lucas, the Gapta on
Kalea.
the other side, which leaves open the
60%.
Badang once again. Badang's quite a
Meat
contested
analyst
pick.
in your team. Wow,
Seems
all
like
rounder.
both these teams really like that here.
All
Yeah,
rounder.
60% win rate throughout the Swiss stages too right now. and it's been banned out around 10 times as well, so makes sense. Like, I do understand before 23rd April, but even right now after the nerfs, it still feels like a contested pick. But I'm actually waiting. Is Zohan saying to Eliminators like, go ahead, we're not gonna pick up the you know who. Fredrin is open, but they have not committed. Usually Zohan is like, yo, let's pick it up. Okay, Art is committing
Go
to
ahead.
again pick off
Go
instead
ahead.
of a set tank. What do you have to say for that, Fredo?
Zohar dan Batong.
I don't know. Maybe that's what Eliminators, had in mind when they came into this game tonight, came into this series. Probably they wanted to let, Art play the pickoffs. That's one of the reasons why they decided to go for this. Because see, like Kronos already mentioned, when you have heavy frontliners,
Can
like
you
of course
show
the
your
Badang who
hands
can
to the
immune whatever you
camera?
throw at him, the Zohai does not really work. So it's like
it did last game. Maybe
yeah,
they're like, maybe
probably.
Tulur.
Probably, I mean, but right now though, I just hope Eliminators don't go for the Sicilian, because I can smell Bid's mind in some way, because I've seen him play a lot of times and he likes to pull off the Sicilian in situations like these. But I just hope it does not happen.
No, it's not
It's
focusing.
gonna be a high-low Sicilian, because it would have been good if Eliminators picked up the high-lows themselves along with the Herod. You're okay
No,
by
that wasn't
forcing
the
them
middle
on the other
finger.
side,
That
but
was
they
the
go
ring
for the
finger.
comfort pick in Moskov because they're gonna get banned out in the second phase,
Yep,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
also good.
Yep.
But a high-lows has got to come through. You can't let it go.
I agree on that as well. I feel like, but right now I feel like Zohan can also commit with. I mean, I'm waiting to see the Fredrin. Okay, I'm waiting because like this guy's Fredrin is a different level, of course. But okay, they commit to the Suyo. Okay, they commit to the Suyo. I understand, but
Oh.
the recent nerf into magic
Joy.
damage reduction, I am not really sure about it. Don't worry, the picture is gonna be there, but of course we're gonna be moving to a second phase of the bans. So until we figure out what's the jungler, Suyo, what do you think, Fredo? You like it? You like it, Kronos?
I like the Suyo. It's being picked up. That's
Good
nice.
night, Ahon.
Unless
Take
if
care.
that second
See
pick
you
over there is a joy. If that's a
tomorrow.
joy, no, it's not a joy. So the joy is banned out. That means Suyo is probably the best jungle pick over here. And you take away the joy. The Sicilian's
Sad.
banned out, so that wasn't a Sicilian as well. And here's definitely got to be another jungle ban, maybe the Alpha, just to be kind of safe. But yeah, I like the Suyo. You have fast jungle clear, level 3 power spike. You can get the retributions on point with the Soul Sever. So you're basically able to just one-tap the entire neutral objectives. They take away the Fredrin, so definitely that was something that's not in the
I feel like
jungle.
it's
Probably
Louis.
an EXP laner.
Is it a Louis or maybe an EXP laner? But I'm really curious to see Legends pick this time around. He doesn't have the Badang.
Tournament
He likes to
couple,
play around
starting
the
is
playmaker,
12.
kind of an EXP lane, right? To set it up for his team, especially right now, considering that Art is going for the pick again. So I'm really curious. Like, what is Legend gonna go for? Because if this is not Mizo-san, Win going into the EXP lane with the Badang again. Okay, there we go. Just like you mentioned, the Hylos comes in. So that's an
Wait a
EXP lane
minute.
Hylos.
Yeah.
But now they have a CC open.
CC?
I don't think they're gonna pick up a CC. No way. They gotta. I think that that pick, if that was a mid laner, yeah, that's definitely.
I feel like it's a mid laner.
Probably,
Yeah.
Probably a Valentina or probably Eve. That's what I'm thinking.
I feel like Valentina. I feel like Faden is right now commit to his India #1 super friends with Valentina, and I feel like that's why. I feel like that's why they
If you think about
it.
it, if you think about it, Ray, if you think about it, then right now if you're taking the Valentina,
Okay, there we go.
what are you going to pick up except the glorious pathway? Oh, look at that! Oh my God! Thank God! Thank God! Thank God for giving me that right prediction thing. But of
Jenny's
course,
also streaming
we'll
too.
figure it out. Of course, when we enter the match. Of course, this might be a system glitch. But yeah, right now,
Free runs,
last
it's
pick
okay.
from Eliminators. Last pick from Eliminators is going to be a mage. Okay, switched up, and okay, now we're seeing it.
All right.
It was a Lu Yi.
They committed to diversion again. Knowing pretty well that Eliminators are this time around, I feel like they will be more aware, right? I feel like last time, once the team fight was lost out, I feel like they were kind of in a position
Hello,
where they were
Kartavia.
not really aware of the map. Because when you're facing against a Luoi, you need to be wary of the bushes, especially the ones that are most likely. Okay, they commit to the Valer, the one that's been buffed recently. I've been playing him, and I really
196
like him.
watching
What do you
in
think, bro?
their stream.
I like the Valier. It's a decent pick. It's not the best. It's not a solid pick by any means, but you have early game presence. Definitely in the EXP side, eliminators are gonna look to dominate that one, and it comes down to Legend to not get too poked out by, of course, the CC on the other side. So if he gets
Check.
poked out a lot, the Hylos is gonna have a tough time. So if Art, along with if they have the Hylos, they have the Jawhead, they have the Valier, as well as the
Hello,
Suyo
live.
invading
Welcome to
into
the
one side of the
stream. Leather
jungle.
jacket.
Yeah,
No, this is a
the
like
Zohunt are
hoodie type
definitely need a
with
kill
the
on that
zipper.
Parrot, otherwise they're not gonna make it out alive.
No,
Especially
Jack
in the early game. Again,
Aliner.
early
Hello,
game, those Zohunt
Toshi.
still
Hi.
have the upper hand. They have a good laning phase for both
Hello, who am
Moskov
I?
as well as the CC. You have good mid lane
Game is
control,
gonna
nice
start,
burst
guys.
damage coming through, and once Dusty gets a couple of kills,
Hello,
this alpha is
Torin.
gonna be dangerous.
Why the camera angle is back
I love
view?
that we like manifested the alpha, Fredo.
Just
Like made Dusty pick it up. Is he watching the stream? I feel like he's always watching the stream in the background, you know. Like
hello,
obviously
Sana
the stream is
Joba.
no
Welcome
issues
to the
about it, but
stream.
I feel like he's
Guys, like the
listening.
stream, okay?
Because remember last time we talked about Kaja, he picked up Kaja. Last time we talked about what it was a pick. I feel like he's always listening.
Yep. I also feel like, he does, understands and, takes the feedback, basically. And that's the reason why Zohan, of course, they do really
No,
good.
it's not my tournament.
But now, though, let's see how this lineup works out for them. Of course, two picks similar to the previous game. Of course, the macro players here, Luo and Moskov, and seems like they're going to stick with it.
Started
There we
already
go.
the
Gonna
second match.
stick
What
with
the
it
hell?
indeed, because here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are in game number 2 in this best of 7. First game in the hands of ZOHUNT, and will the other side eliminators
Game number
clap back,
2.
because you are watching, of course, the Northeast Underdog Tournaments, the nerds. Nerd in the chat, please, ladies and gentlemen, because we have game number 2 indeed. Blue side gonna be ZOHUNT, and on the red gonna be eliminators.
And to nerd out onto the casting desk is, of course, me, myself, Ray, and Fredo, and of course, Corza in the back end to bring you the highlights and the hype of those team fights. But let's see how it works out. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is Grand Finals, game number 2. Zohan has 1 match point closer to that 4
I can watch
pointers,
your
but
stream
let's
without
see
any problem.
if
Thank you. I got
Eliminators
all
bounces
4
back
of
immediately
them
into
with
this game
just
number
10k
2.
diamonds.
This time there's no Naruto,
Oh my god,
but there's
rich people.
Sasuke. The Japanese one, of course. And, oh, Legend already, of course, not going to be winning out that lane against the CC, but look at that.
Nice damage
What's
coming
that?
through.
What's that?
Legend forced
Hylos.
to use the revitalize as well. This is what I was talking. ZOHUNT need to get the upper hand on that side, because if they do, then they'll be able to buy some time for themselves. However, Art here stole away that one jungle creep from the side of Dusty Mizo.
1
as
minute
well.
delay. I don't think so.
No kill so far, no first blood either. But no, like I feel like both of the teams are not bloodthirsty until that 6-minute mark, and I feel like they wait for their, of course, the
Yeah,
item
thank
spike.
you,
But
Wolf.
Fredo, what?
It's gonna be all you need tomorrow.
Oh, ejector.
My hair gets
Art
oily
just
very fast.
missed that one. That could have been an easy kill, especially knowing that Prime doesn't have a Purify.
Exactly.
What the heck?
Without a Purify, he can definitely get caught. So yeah, he has to be really careful as well, On the other side, finally, I think Dusty is able to get 1 creep, but still not able to get that level 4. So maybe he has to wait a few more minutes. But yeah, that was some good stuff from Art, taking away that jungle.
Yeah, you can see right now as their ejector
no.
comes into play. Not throwing anybody just yet. Serar Moon has the evil collar, dishing out some damage. Turtle should be up in
Can you
about 30
ask Jenny?
seconds,
Can you
and
ask
they are
Jenny
looking to
best of
hack at
5
it
or
one
best
at
of
a time.
7?
Mizo-san not level 4 just yet.
Can you
Dusty
want?
Mizo as well at the same. Getting their power spikes, and now you can see the ejector comes
Please
into play.
don't check
Mizo-san tries to get
Jenny
out of harm's
Judd.
way. Flickers
Why?
out, but the retribution in the hands of
I will
Dusty.
check now.
He gets the neutral objective. Feels like Serar Moon is kicking himself right now.
Absolutely. I was not expecting it. I mean, Dusty Mizo does
Yes!
have,
Not
funny enough, he does
today.
have a high retribution rate in this tournament so far, but especially when he's playing the tanky junglers like the Fredren. And right now he's picked up the alpha.
Yeah, I should
he's
be
slight
commended
tanky, but
there.
he's a fighter.
Yeah,
so it was a
yeah.
surprise, especially considering Sararamon on that
What
trio.
tournament is this?
He
This
basically
is
has a
World
auto
Round
retribution win
tournament.
with that, of course, the second skill. But I feel
Underdogs
like,
tournament.
don't know why he did not commit to it. Like, didn't get it. But okay, still gotta give credit to Dusty Mizo.
Yep. But yeah, of course, the ejector was already used up, so that's like Dusty Mizo's opening to, try and hit that retribution. And of course, if there is no disturbance, he can definitely land
No, it's
those
not
retributions
M7.
right. Of course,
War
considering the
Drums
goal lane now,
underdog
though.
the tournament.
EXP lane.
Zohan versus
They
Eliminators.
baited out Legend, right? He has the revitalization.
Hylos doesn't
Glorious Pathway
die
trying to survive, but he's able to
though.
do so
The
against
heck?
3 of
Whoa.
the opposition. Zohunt find the opportunity, win with that curtain call as well. And now you can see the
Bottom
bottom
lane.
side. They're forcing Prime out of harm's end. You can see Flicker comes out as well.
Katam.
Prime,
Who is
he's
this? Who's
gonna
this?
survive.
Okay.
Sarun finally finds the finishing blow. First
Moskov
blood in
died.
the hands of Eliminators.
Evil Queller right on point. And
What's
first
that?
blood, they get the kill again. One of the crucial members. Previous game they took down. Oh no, it was Romer, but right now they took down the goal laner. And this time around, they're actually the ones leading the third space, because look at that, they push down the bottom lane, forcing, of course, Prime to play a little bit more passive,
Okay,
because
you
right
did,
now he's forced into the tier 2. But great response from ZOHUNT, immediately catching the top tier 1 as well. But oh, the turtle fight is gonna be spicy because they're all gathering together. Legend.
Oh yeah, you can see right now the Glorious Path are not yet through, but the Zaman Force order drop down, and finally they get the slow. Mizo-san is the first target, and now
Badang
they're
died.
looking at Win. He gets taken down as well. That's a double in the hands of Fate. A late game Harith already got his first item
Seven
within
face
4
cam,
minutes 30
hand
seconds,
cam,
so
but
that's
never
gonna be major
back cam.
for the side of ZOHUNT.
ये मेरा style है.
Yeah, you pointed it out right there. Harith is going to be a problem
Where is
right now, so
Nitsa?
of
Where is
course you can get
Nitsa?
structures across the map, but when it comes to team fights, your frontliners are going to get melted quite easily. And of course you have a Badang and a CC. Badang in the roam, not the best, of course, because he cannot really get those items. He needs those items to get those
मोदी बोल
cooldowns
रहा.
and get that sustain. So that won't be happening. Your frontliners are going to get melted by this Harith. They need to do something about the Harith soon, because otherwise it might be, of course, getting out of control for them if it, of course, gets that Holy Crystal as well.
Oh, unstoppable
Art.
force right on top of Win. You can see Zaman Force drop down as well. They go
This
to
is
the
War
ejector.
Drums
Win trying
underdogs
to survive,
tournament.
and he gets taken down. Nice pick off coming through from Art. This is what we saw from him in the early game. In game number 1, we're seeing the same come out in game number 2 as well.
Absolutely, Kronos. And you know, I feel like Alpha, despite of course that bottom lane.
Oh my
committed.
god, what
Oh,
was he even
Sarah
doing
Moon, I'm
there?
not sure if he's in the right spot. He gets taken
Arey!
down again.
He was all alone
It's a
there.
mistake
What
made
the
from
heck?
Eliminators. They're doing this one more time. They have the advantage, and they're throwing it away.
They gotta be aware of it, but they do take the ultimate here, which is gonna be really good for those invasions. Of course, the Valir's Fireball are the ones mainly zoning out not just Alpha but Badang as well. Just like we discussed, the Badang Roam, he does have the dash to make sure that the Fireball doesn't affect him that much, but how much it's gonna be
It's
question.
a
But
best
just
of
like
5 or 7.
the bottom lane did take a kill. Finally, 0-4 is no longer on the board. It's 1-4, and goal lead still into the hands of Eliminators. So I feel like they can commit to it a little bit more. But turtle fight is there, so turtle soup is of course needed.
Definitely needed here, and of course that's why they're preparing for
Oh.
it. Eliminators will definitely
Okay,
not
I
like
did
to
not
take
see. I
anything
did not
away, but
see.
Oh, Art right now scouting out the bushes. Win is there with that yo-yo blitz to poke him down, but the regen making sure he's back up. They have their sights on the turtle. Should be quite easy for them to pick up, but look at Legend again. He gets caught out. Glorious Pathways there, but on towards the wrong side as the rest of ZOHUNT will have to disperse. The Eliminators coming through with the cavalry, trying to target down someone, and that's Prime. He's got off position. They're trying to sandwich him, but Art going for the other target, and that's Win. They get the ejectors. The Mon Force to drop down as they get the kill.
have to
Vader
do
made the
that.
diversion towards the wrong side, and now that is paying the price. Eliminators doing well, finding the opportunity and changing the momentum.
They got the angle that they needed, and right now they like that was slight missing on the bottom, but of course they have remedied it completely, getting the lead that they needed. Right now 3,000 gold lead that of course deficit as well. Oh, do they want to commit to it? Nah. Do they? Nah.
They probably won't, because they do not have the minions right now. So yeah, they'll be backing off. But talking about the goal lead that they have and the map control as well, this is exactly what they needed in the last game, even with, you know, what they had. But right now, looking at the items, Harith building on to the Holy Crystal, and once he gets that, there is no stopping this guy, because he is almost, you know, almost
CC might
1.2k
die now.
kill.
Whoa.
Win.
The Mon Force drop
dead.
down. Win is the target, gets taken
Wow,
down.
really
Here, Prime's
dominating
to be
though.
next on the chopping block as they go for it, but
4-0-2.
he's able to get out of harm's way. The damage
shit,
coming
oh shit,
through.
oh shit,
Big
who's
break
good-
whisper
who's that
combo
gonna
buys
die?
time, and Prime escapes with the slightest bit of HP. All the
Moskov.
Eliminators
Wow.
don't lose a single life.
That was a close
My
one.
goodness.
That was a close one, but Prime is still very behind. Fate is building towards a Holy Crystal. Yep, it's an expensive item, but as soon as he gets the recipe, that magic spike is gonna be helping him dish out more damage with the Starlim Sight's passive. On the other hand, though, he like Moskov doesn't even have the one more recipe item for the. I think he got it right now, but yeah, he's quite behind on that golden staff. Until he gets that golden staff, he's not gonna get that attack speed, and of course, he also needs that
Guys,
Demon
double
Hunter
tap to like
sword
the stream,
to
okay?
melt down Legend as fast
Double
as
tap
possible,
karo.
or if not, that punishment ring is gonna be slowing him down. And of course, there's also Bid with the fireballs that is dishing
Let's
out
go
so much
150
damage.
likes.
He doesn't have the Purify either this time around. It's catching him off guard a lot of the moments in those
Madara
team
मर
fights.
गया guys, Madara मर गया.
And with that, the
यहाँ
turret
पे blue
might
team
go down in the
push
bottom
कर रहा
side
है.
for eliminators. And with that, now, oh
No, not this time. Legend takes a lot of damage. Glorious path to slow them down, but this is a fight that they can take.
Oh
Prime is
shit,
around
oh
one
shit,
as
why
well,
would-
on top of Win? Prime is there as well, but Bid catches them off guard.
Why
Seeing
would
Torn coming
CC
into
go
play.
there?
Though, doesn't have the flicker,
Why would
but you
CC
can
go
see Win
there?
with that vengeance able to survive.
That's
It's
so
still being connected.
me.
Bid
I would do
flicking
the
on hard
same
way.
though.
Nice steering Tori once more to try
When
and
my
buy
teammate
some
is
time. Hard comes through,
calling.
but here's the unstoppable force looking at Prime, and here is Sarah Armoon. He is looking for the kill. He finds a double. Now they chase down Dusty and Mizo-san, who conceal their way out as the Lord is marching down the mid lane.
The Madara is marching down the mid lane. What's the say called? I'm not really sure, but they have the Holy Blessing, so it's
Hello,
gonna get
Gibson.
dealt with
I
pretty easy.
think
Look at that, no issues.
Eliminators will
But
win
they are losing
this second
Prime.
game.
Prime did commit to it, got the kill. But still, I want to see the itemization. I feel like did he get?
No, I mean
Holy
like that's
Crystal for
that's so
Fate?
me.
So much
That's
damage.
so
Oh, he finally did
me.
get his hands
I
into
would do the
staff, getting
same.
the kill really help. But he's still building up towards the Demon Hunter sword.
Hello,
But Fate is building
Lin
like. I feel like that burst is gonna be. They are not gonna be prepared until Prime gets his hands into the rose gold.
And look at that, Legend picks up the Radiant Armor as well. So, yeah, Low E not going to be able to dish enough damage right now. But yeah, they're preparing for the next one. Of course, they do not want to, overcommit
I
right
am
now. They do
studying
want to maintain the position
the
that
commentary.
they have. They've choked away ZOHUNT inside their bases, and they cannot do anything about it because they do not have enough farm, do not have structures across the map. Yep. And the only way they can play around right now is to get that information, but they don't have that as well. So, yep,
Conceal play?
ZOHUNT
No, they did
on a
not commit.
chokehold right now.
They're trying to find the opening. Eliminators were trying to force the occasion. I'm glad they didn't commit, because if that was a commit, it would have been disastrous for them. The goal lead is only 5k. Not enough for them to get that victory, because Prime looking like he's going to get his Demon Hunter sword just soon.
Absolutely, and also he does need a rose gold, but looking at how well he
B,
was able to
तुमने I love
position
you बोला क्या
himself into
जिमी
that
को?
previous team fight, he gets the Demon Hunter sword right now.
Oh,
The damage
Zuzu.
is gonna be on point. I would love to see the rose gold being rushed as soon as possible, because I feel like once he has the rose gold, he'll be able to maneuver around Bit's damage, as well as, of course, not get bursted out by Fate, who has the
Madara.
Holy Crystal and
20
building
seconds,
toward
18 seconds.
possibly perhaps some penetration, or maybe the Blood Wings for a little bit more shield. 402 onto the scoreboard. So I feel like Fate is definitely their main target. They
5K
are
gold
trying to
difference.
take him down, but they can't find the angle just yet. They need to deal with the frontliners, at least perhaps bait them out, especially, of course, Art and Legend.
Art and Legend, right? They are very important because, of course, they're the front lines that you have to go through if you want to reach the back lines and
No,
reach
well-
Fate to find that angle. But right now, again, another easy Lord, and there's nothing that ZOHUNT can do about it, because with the frontliners that you have in your, in your draft right now, look at that, CC and Badang can't really do
Who
much
got the
in
Lord?
front of a Hylos who is backed by a Valir.
Let
And
me
if you guys
see.
remember, Hylos Valir was a deadly combo back in, like, I don't know, 2 years back, 3 years back.
Yeah, I remember spamming it. I remember spamming it a lot in rank. I had like what 25 win streak just because
पीछा
of
तो
how
देखो,
broken
पीछा।
Valir was, because he just got revamped. But yeah, that's a topic for later.
चुप रहो।
And Madara is gonna be marching down from the mid lane. No holy blessing, so ZOHUNT better be prepared for it. Eliminators has all the spells, has all the resources. They need to commit right now, Chronos.
Yeah, you can see the Madara marching down the mid lane actually takes away the inhibitor as well. Bit finally gets his hands
Glorious.
on the ice queen.
I want to
And right
keep
now
my
the glorious
leg
pathways there. And Art
on
trying
the
to
table
scatter
so
Prime with
much.
the
Like I
unstoppable
want to
force. But
lie down.
meanwhile, Sararmo trying to go in.
Bait.
Zaman force to drop down as well. They're trying to shut the damage. SOD connects. Prime is there. He finds 1 and 2.
Bait.
He's looking for the third. And he gets it. And
Oh my
4
God.
down and out
No,
for the side of
no,
Eliminators.
Jax.
They go for the diversion
ऐसा
play
नहीं
looking
होता
for
है.
Sarar Moon. As the base was just hanging by a thread. Sarar Moon makes it out by the skin of his teeth. And ZOHUNT do not want to go down without a fight.
That was absolutely perfect. It went perfect for
Yeah, I
Alliance's
want
zone,
to
but
keep
of
my
course,
leg
Eliminators
on
right
the
now,
table
that base
so
was
much.
hanging like one more slash for Madara and it was gone. But great zoning out coming in from not just Mezuzan, like the whole of Zohunt. We gotta give credit to all of them. But of course, Prime coming online with that Trinity build was definitely showing that the bounce back was gonna come online any second. I feel like it's brewing right now. Okay, look at the itemization, Fredo.
Well, okay, I take a look at the itemizations. Nothing unusual, but think about the towers that they were able to take down with just one fight. Like, look at that. It's all cleared up. It's almost even right now, except the fact that the mid lane inhibitor is down on the side of Zohan. So these people, they know how to take that mistake, and if you make one mistake, they can turn things around. So both the sides have to be
conceal?
really careful.
Oh, conceal play comes through and the target down win, but that's the wrong target. Prime's not seen
Prime,
just yet.
Prime,
Oh
Glorious Time is used
no!
already. Zaman Force comes out and they're trying to take them down.
What's wrong
Even with
with
the dispersion
Zohan?
rotation combo, not
Zohan!
enough as the only one to fall
Hello,
down is Dusty
Sai.
Mizo.
I feel like Prime was hesitant, and I feel like that was a good reason. I feel like he was trying to calculate, like, do I commit or not? And he realized this is a kind of a losing team fight. And I feel like the reason they
I know
won
you
out
have
on the
stream
previous fight,
poster.
and I feel like Kronos pointed out
Hey,
perfectly,
stop
it was
it!
the whole reason that Art committed a little bit
Why
too
would you
deep
say that?
in heavily into the
Let me
base.
keep my legs
And because
here.
he was so deep in, he could not come out easily. Art got taken down. It was a
Let me keep my
5v4,
legs.
and they were able to win out with the numbers advantage. And of course, the SOD connecting into the backend. But oh, look at the diversion. It's cooking up something. Lords incoming in 3 seconds. Do they go from behind?
I mean, already used up. Already used up the diversion, so they can't really do that anymore. So maybe
Hello,
another free
Maximus.
lord into the hands of ET, and with that, 3 lords taken down. Still did not end it, but this time they won.
Art, oh my goodness, unstoppable force with ejector not used just yet, and that's what we were talking about in the draft
Bahal,
phase.
Bahal,
Mizozan
thank
has
you.
the fist cracked to make sure they don't catch him. They try to create the space, but here comes the Searing Torrent, and Sarar Moon leading the charge for Eliminators has his mates
What
to back
ID
him
songs?
up.
No, it's not.
And now ZOHUNT give away a free lord off of a busted diversion. Will Eliminators be able to end this one right now?
Kronos and of course Redo.
What?
I feel like Zohan was a little disoriented. I feel like they wanted to commit. That's the whole reason they went in with the
I have it.
like diversion. But at the end, they
I
were
have
like,
it. This is a
little bit
different
too
one.
late and decided to come back
this
and
is
just took a lot of hits. They did
this
waste out a
is
few
new.
spells though, especially Faden. He doesn't have the flicker anymore. It's an expensive one considering there's a Madara marching down from the mid lane.
Yep, and that's why
Huh?
it's going to be interesting to see if they
Yeah.
can defend this one.
Yeah, you can see Glorious Path already popped down. It's the first one to fall. Zaman Force already used, and they find a double curtain call with the Yo-Yo Blitz, and Mizo-san's the only one that wins. Nice triple kill in his hands, and Dusty Mizo finds another, and Sarormur can't escape.
It's
He
cold,
botched
it's
that
cold.
one, and now with the only one
Hello,
standing,
Lemon.
they find it. Wipe out Eliminators once more. Throwing
Oh
the
wow!
game away
Zohan
with
is winning.
Prime
Zohan
faded
is
as well
winning
as Dusty
actually.
marching down. The minions are not standing
Five-man
strong,
wipeout.
but they might be able to end. 17 seconds till one comes back alive. Is this enough time?
Oh my god, how does Zohan keep doing this? They're taking down
नहीं
damage.
पता
It's
नहीं
gonna
है
be there.
ये
1 minute.
ये नया वाला है
1 minute.
कुछ भी
Oh my god. Oh my
oh
god.
2-0 guys
Zohan, how do they keep bouncing back harder than a basketball, football? I don't know. They are doing the impossible. This game was into the hands of Eliminators more than previous one. Victory for Zohan again. Game number 2. How do they do it? How does that happen? Oh my god.
wow they just threw the
You know what
game
time
you
they
saw
say this time is on news channels? They call it prime time, and right now prime time is happening. It's prime time
I'm
on
very
War Drums
comfortable
right
with
now.
you guys I don't even care anymore
Yeah, I agree too.
Prime time. It's prime time indeed. The way that he was playing. Oof, again, it's the same story. Eliminators had the early. Mid game, ZOHUNT bounced back. But Eliminators this time, they were toughened up. They were
Mm-hmm.
ready
So
to
sad.
face what ZOHUNT had. And then all
Eliminators.
of a sudden, they throw in the late game. How did CC get a double kill? Actually, a triple, was it not?
Yep,
A
yep, triple,
triple
triple.
kill in the Lord push. It just goes to show that their communication in the final push is definitely lacking because they didn't have a
Yep.
single target. Art went on towards the wrong target. Prime didn't even have a purify. I don't know why he changed it later on. Like did
Gay
Art
in
change the
this
target later on?
economy.
Exactly,
Big
Kronos.
questions.
That was definitely I wanted to raise it in the game, but of course the hype moments made it for me.
Guys,
This
don't
time
forget to
around,
like the
Art, of
stream.
course, he could have commit every time to just prime. No purifies,
Let
right?
me
Previous game there was a purify you cannot commit, but this time around he could have. And I love that your point. Like I feel like communication is definitely lacking because we've seen it like twice right now onto those end fights when of course the game is like nigh. I feel like eliminators are lacking their coordination. They need to target one guy at a time and, of course, try to chunk down. I mean, ZOHUNT is doing basically what they needed to do in this end moments, but they were not able to do so. ZOHUNT was able to execute it perfectly, and we just saw a complete bounce back. They had just one cannon
wait.
minion, and they pushed it. I think Louis and Moscow both got executed too.
What can we say? What can we say? Of
We can say a
course,
lot.
cooking, cooked, whatever, whatever. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff happened, and nothing went in the way of eliminators. I mean, the communication gap is insane. I mean, the, I
It's-
saw, I saw the Valir marking the base. Okay,
yeah.
I saw the Valir marking the
Yeah,
base.
same,
Meanwhile,
same.
the Harriet was dishing out the damage. So someone, I mean, it should at least be someone who can actually, push the towers,
It's
who should be marking the
gold.
base, but they're letting Valir do the job, and that just explains the communication gap which is going on in Eliminators right now, because you don't want the Valir to be marking the base. And yeah, that's it. That's what it is. That's what it is right now for eliminators. They have to improve the communication. Basically, like people call it. In football they say it last third, and right now it's going to be. In the case of ML is going to be the last push. So in the last push, you have to be you have to make the communication crystal clear. Like if you're approaching this target, we go all in on this target. We burst him down, and during that process, while they're trying to defend
Very dangerous.
themselves, you push down the base. One guy has to do that while the other enemies are busy taking down the Lord. So I think that did not happen from the side of eliminators, and exactly that's what Kronos said. There was communication gap, and that's the reason why they were not able to end the base like three Lords back to back. I mean, I've not seen eliminators take three Lords back to back, and they're not able to end the game. They usually do, but against Zohan, they can't do that,
Yeah,
and
she dyed
I
her
don't know what's
hair
wrong. I
black.
don't have anything to say about it.
What's wrong
Game
or what's
3.
right? Zofate is
Game
rising
3.
again, 2-4-0, and of course, it's gonna be an interesting one. If funny enough, if Bolty's prediction comes true, we need to apologize to him. Okay,
Hello,
we gotta
dangerous
be on our
guy. Hello,
knees.
Shido.
We apologize to him. But jokes aside, there's the result skin game
Hello,
number
Yano.
2.
Welcome back.
50,000 gold on both
I
ends.
got
70
black, I
minutes
got
almost. 3
white. What
lords
do you
for the
want?
hands of
Which one?
eliminators. That
Three.
is an
Socks.
insane one. That
Guys, I
Oh
have
my
a
god.
lot of
Oh my god,
socks.
I just
That
realized
socks
the
that I posted
Vengeance
on
took
IG
down the
was just for
Valir. It was
content.
the Vengeance who took down the Valir because
Gucci.
Valir was out of the range. I was confused. But it was the Vengeance.
Okay. Now that makes it clear. Like you keep burning, you keep getting the damage as well, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense now. Makes sense now. But yeah, even with this
Thank you for
front line that they had, right? They
subscribing.
had the
Thank you so
CC and the
much.
Badan. They were still
Huh.
able to make it work somehow. And I mean, the targeting was just so wrong from
Huh?
eliminators.
Was that a Queen Swings? A Queen Swings on the hands of Aiden. Is this why he survived? Like, that's the first time I'm seeing a Queen Swings on a Hui. Like, where did he learn that from?
It's not like it doesn't work. It gives you that extra bit of spell vamp that you need, and Louis likes
Yeah,
to
I'm
spam
comfortable
the
like this.
spells. So it works out, and it gives you a little bit of extra tankiness below half HP, if I'm not wrong.
It's
So,
fine.
And the skill cooldowns as well, right? And he needs
Yep,
that.
yes. The skill cooldowns, but he already maxed it out. Oh yeah,
Yep,
he
yep.
did max it out with the Queen's Wing, so it does work out in their favor. Although personally, a lot of players in here like to pick the Oracle, just to
Yeah.
get that extra bit of lifesteal as well. But there is no Ice Queen wand purchased, so or neither concentrated energy. So the Queen's Wings makes sense here. I mean, not something that we see quite often, but
Yeah.
it's not like it doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm gonna test it out too because I've been playing a lot of mid lane lately.
No.
Thanks, Faden.
Nah, don't do that. Don't try what you see at home, guys. Because next
Yep.
thing you
Yep.
know,
Who
you're gonna be
just
cussed out in your
waiting for
DMs,
Nura
and
to
people are
turn
gonna
back
call
and
you
look?
names.
It's
They're
never
gonna call you
happening.
things, and they're gonna make reels and memes out
Not
of you.
yet.
So
First-hand experience,
don't try
Kronos.
that at home.
Do you have
Yeah,
first-hand
I
experience?
have a lot of memes made about me already.
No
It's
losing
alright,
streak
but,
tonight because I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
we're probably
playing.
gonna see a lot more come out
Tomorrow
after
I
this
will
tournament
play.
as well. But definitely the Northeast Underdog Tournament. You know what? I want to ask you guys, why do we take the first two letters
I am
from the
in
first half and then the
honor.
R from the under and then D from the dogs? Because
Game
just
kotom.
a question. I just want to throw it out there.
Yeah, what's with
I'll
my
be honest, I
dog?
love nerd. I am a nerd myself, right? I love
Same here.
being a nerd. That's a big thing.
Well,
I was a nerd
that's
before Big
exactly.
Nerd was popular. So yeah.
Guys, 5 more likes for
I mean, see if you
5 more likes for
NEUD, all right, it does not sound good at all.
150.
So NEUD, yeah, NEUD. So yeah, that's why we just went with the R, and now if you are able to pronounce
It's okay,
it
Skara. I
sounds like
understand.
an
No worries.
acronym. Nerd as well. It's a word actually in itself. So that's like one of the reasons why we decided to go for it. And with that third
Nice
game
idea.
this time,
Here cam, yes,
I
yes, here
don't
cam.
know. I don't know what eliminators have right now because they have to do everything. And
Look at my hair, guys.
Absolutely.
if we see a
I don't have
Sicilian, we should
long
not be
hair.
surprised. Bit he likes to take that.
I just love that Kronos asked the question and Fredo went full on like actually like full on.
Okay,
I love that.
Karen. Okay, Karen.
That's
Okay, okay.
explain stuff.
But yeah,
It's definitely. I think I like the Sicilian pick that you're saying that come through from Bid. But here, of course, eliminators are respecting that Moskov. You have a Moskov, you have a win. That's 2 Moskovs, 2 wins. And now they take
Your
out
flex
the
is
Moskov, they
crazy.
take away the Phobias.
Or
The
Karungi
Matilda,
flex.
it's a clear thing that Zohan's going to ban it regardless being on the blue or the red side. So
मेरे
eliminators
पास
should take
brush भी
advantage
है.
of it. I just think eliminators are kind of shaken right now just because they've lost 2 games that they were winning.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
now that will definitely tank their confidence.
I agree with you. I feel like even if you just consider the first game, maybe it was a bluff, maybe it was slight blunder. The second game is absolutely like I agree with you so wholeheartedly.
What's
Their
my
confidence
tribe?
is definitely
I'm
shaken.
from
This
our
Moscow ban
community.
is of course showing that, and they cannot give it to Zohans anymore. But maybe this time around, Zohan can pull up with even
Haha,
more
it's
cards
high
because I
time
feel
for
like
me to
Dusty
trim.
Mizo is still holding
बहुत
back.
split
Like,
है.
come on, bro, where is your Fredrin? Like, come on, are you saving it for a game number 4? But yeah, jokes aside, though, Kalia banned
Bangkai.
out. So few options still open for eliminators. They can commit to. I feel like
बस गट क्या
the
होता
chip is
है?
open. I feel like Art can commit to it, but is it too early?
Let me Google.
Mm,
बस गट.
committing to the chip, I think it's early. Hey, look at that. They pull up a hero that, of course, like, that's a way you should approach the draft. Pick up a flex pick in the first one so that you do not
Yep.
really, show out your plan. So I guess
course, yeah.
eliminators are taking that, textbook move right now.
साले
But of course, Zohan
कुत्ते
are people who do not like
कमीने.
to play by the textbook because these people, you saw, right? I mean, Queen's Wing on a Louis. I mean, who can even think of that? Of course, Fade and the guy who carries the team on his backbones and on his back. Sorry, not backbone. Yeah.
अभी मारूंगी ना.
But again,
Oh,
ooh.
Hello Abito.
Okay, finally, we're seeing this nerfed hero being picked.
Nah,
Eliminators
know,
का तो
I find it
40
so
हो रहा
funny.
है early game.
I find it so funny.
They
Like,
do so
we know,
good early game,
Debbie,
but
shout out
then
to you. Like, she said, like, your
late
hero
game
is
तो
cooked when Fade and Fade is not
बोटी हो
picking it up
जाता है.
anymore. But he picked it up again, like,
Yeah,
after a long while after
Yokozo,
nerf. And
Yokozo, Watashi no,
the Hayabusa as well.
Watashi
So,
no Soul
Kronos,
Society.
what do you have to say? Like, 2 signature picks from the hands of eliminators.
it's not just a signature pick. Eliminators
Yeah.
are drafted really well. It's 3 games in a row. They're drafted really well. They have better win conditions than ZOHUNT. It's just ZOHUNT. I don't want to say they got lucky. They definitely showed that they can do it once, not once, but twice. So they're playing off of the mistakes of eliminators. The eliminators have the idea. They just the execution is there. Just the finish is not there. Like Fredo mentioned as well, right? The final third is what they're not able to get. When it comes to the last quarter, when the money's on the line, they're just slip up. So I hope that it doesn't happen because even now the Hayabusa is a really good pick because whatever marksman comes out, it's gotta be the Irithel because
Hello,
it's gonna get banned out in the
Banducci.
second phase to give a problem to the Granger. So the Hayabusa is straight counter to the Irithel, it counters the Joy. Yes, you're gonna have a slight bit of a tough time against the Badang, but again, you can always immune yourself out unless you're Kid Bamba and the Badang. That's just a different story.
Kid Bamba.
But the Granger here has a lot of damage.
Evil Esports,
Yes,
yes,
his
yes.
dash has been nerfed out quite a bit, but the damage is still pretty much the same.
Yep.
So with the Gatot being picked up as well, it's a lot of AoE
Hello,
control.
ID.
Chip being banned out, the CC being taken off the
Itu
table
bala
as well. So
mamioga.
that means they are looking to pick up a Hylos Zohunt. It could be in the EXP lane, it could be in the roam position, but if they don't pick it up, I think Eliminators definitely like that that Hylos and Gatot Kacha combo. They respect that Luyi finally, and now looking at another maybe Sicilian.
It's pretty possible. I feel like the pickoff is gonna be though. I feel like this CC is more of like a bait ban from Zohan because I've seen them do this against IGN as well as DNS and another spot. I forgot the name, but
I stole your wig,
okay, a
yeah.
Hilda ban. I was not expecting it, but I feel like okay, never mind. They're just gonna commit to the Hylos anyways. Maybe it was just to throw me off instead. But the Hilda ban, is it a wasted?
Jawhead
Moscow
coming through.
ban. Finally, Moscow
I
ban.
also smell the Jawhead, and I smell the Sicilian. But against the Joy, you don't want to go for Sicilian.
I
And on
watched
top of that,
at
Badang.
least 2 times.
Like right now, I mean,
No match today, no.
I feel bit. I feel bit. Okay, that's the reason why I'm saying Sicilian, because this guy, I know, whenever he feels like, okay, everyone's gonna question me right now, so I pick up the
They feel
hero
like
that
they're
always,
thinking like
works out
they're
for me.
losing
But
because
right now,
they
I don't expect that from him,
because of
because in
Moscow.
this draft, it won't work at all. There's no way he can make a Sicilian work here. But what else can work?
Sicilian works, Fredo. I agree to disagree over there. Sicilian is a really good pick. It's got to be a Jawhead and a
Here.
Sicilian. Yeah, because it does definitely. You're able to sustain with the Bat's Feast against the Joy. You can build the Winter Crown. You have enough range to outpoke the Irithel. You can still melt down. You have a late game secured. You pair it up with the Granger, so that's a lot of poke, a lot of range. Gatot Kacha has the frontliner, pick off ability coming through. Really good draft once again from Eliminators. Yes, Zohan throwing that Selena. It looks dangerous, but again, it relies a lot on your early game prowess to get that execution. But the Selena could throw a foil in the plants, but still, Jawhead is just so good over here. That unstoppable force. Joy can run wherever she wants around the map. He is going to lock her down. Same thing with the Irithel. So you're forcing a Purify from Irithel right away. You need the Selena to play on a flicker. So that means the Gacha's AOG is going to do a lot of work against this Irithel straight away.
Cue
So that means
mushkil
Irithel is going to be the
casting is really
sole
good,
target.
yeah.
It's going to be easy pickings for the
Yes.
Hayabusa. Yes, it's
Professional.
going to have a better time in the lane. But Eliminators, again, a very good draft.
Late night stream, take
They're winning out in the
mushkil.
textbook every time. I
Bye
feel
bye.
like especially I feel like this one. So I mean, I love that you addressed out the Jawhead and Sicilian. And I feel like this time around they have the strongest combinations of. The whole reason is just like you mentioned, the Irithel is the main
Third
target,
match,
and it's gonna
guys.
be an easy
It's
picking.
2-0.
It's basically that. And the Joy this time around, the first game the Joy was picked off. There was Cho. Cho has a little bit difficulty
watching
chasing the
reels?
Joy,
No,
but
no, no.
Joy doesn't have it. He's like a lock-on missile. It's just gonna be locking onto the Joy. So I feel like this time around, ZOHUNT. Again, they're going to be facing definitely difficulties in the early, but I'm really
more
looking
match.
forward
If
to
they win, then
Eliminators
come on.
with an even better draft this time around. They have been writing a story, but they have been
No, it's
lacking
best
on
of 7.
how
Oh,
to
best of
finish,
5.
give it a
It's
proper
best of
ending,
5.
and that's
Salah.
what ZOHUNT is making
Ah,
profit
okay,
of it
okay.
each time, and they got 2 games, but let's see what happens, Grow knows.
Hello,
Let's see
Sensible.
what
Guys,
happens
do like the stream.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages. Game number 3 out of the best of 7. ZOHUNT pulled off 2 upsets
It's
after
best
a
of
brilliant
7.
draft coming in from
What the heck?
Eliminators. Will they do it again? Will third
It's best
time
of
be
7.
the charm
Chrono's just
to
a
just
best of
dust
7.
away the dust under Dusty Mizo's shoulder to make sure they come out on top against the Eliminators? We will see. As we can see, Eliminators going to be on the blue side as ZOHUNT are on the red. Your casters for this one, my name, Kronos, alongside me, the one and only Ray and Fredo to bring you the action as well. Take it away.
Thank you, Kronos. Banger intro once again and again. And let's see if Eliminators can banger this game. But I really love that Sararamon all throughout the 3 games. He has been playing Naruto skin. First game he was Naruto.
Hello,
Second game Sasuke, and right now
Sanjingu.
he's I love that. Maybe he can go for a fourth game as well. But yeah, jokes aside though, we have both of the drafts. Eliminators looking very strong, not just in early. They have a lot of lock-ins and prepared. The Airtel gonna be winning out the laning phase definitely against the Granger, but let's see if Fate can change the fate of of a Granger main. But yeah, Fredo, what do you think? So far the rotations are nothing much out of the ordinary, quite usual.
One thing though, I mean, the rotations are of course usual. One thing that I would like to say is, I mean, these new minions, these new minions, the HP bar is
What was that?
confusing.
Yeah, it's best of
The
7.
HP
Hello,
bar
Chan
is just too
Chan.
confusing. These new minions.
absolutely,
I
yeah.
played in the side lanes, and
Hello.
it's a
You
little
should
bit
have
harder to
streamed in
last hit
landscape format.
actually.
I needed views,
I
that's why I
kind of
have to
agree. I
stream
kind
like
of
this.
agree actually. They're a little bit, but in the mid phase, we just noticed that,
Hello,
right?
Dawa.
Mizu-san as well as Art, both of the roamers wasted out the flickers just before the turtle fight. That's 20 seconds on the clock. It's still, I feel like that flicker was definitely necessary, but of course, into the bottom lane, we're gonna be seeing the XP laners do get out, into the top lane, we're seeing the gold laners do get out. But 4 members on the bot lane already. I think they can commit
Seems
to it,
like
even though Art doesn't have a flicker.
Yeep.
yeah, seems like eliminators are always the one who approach the initial objectives first.
Oh, you can see they claps on them. First blood in their hands, and
First-
they take
Oh
another
no,
1-for-1
Sicilian did
trade. Faden forbid. Mid laner for mid laner Dusty. He was thinking about it. Right now he can go. Are they trying to get them as Win catches them off guard? Legend and Art still somehow survive thanks to the revitalize, as Dusty is able to pick up the turtle quite easily now.
Saramon still has a retribution, he can commit to it, but look at that.
Oh, AOG coming through. He misses the retribution. Sarah Moon, but Destiny catches it at the same time. You can see nice throw and nice kills. Another 1-for-1 trade. A win for Legend, but Art pays the price as well. Here comes the Abyssal Arrow, and Fate makes the rotation. Death Sonata along with the Rhapsody. Double kill in the hands of Faden. They needed the early game, and they got that in their hands. Faden is lethal on the Selena.
The purple buff though.
Yep.
Dominating wall.
Fade coming
Okay.
through. Dusty Mizo, he's trying to take it away.
Not
Has the
where you're
electrifying
enjoying it
beats,
on your
cannot
iPad
commit,
and you're watching it
goes
on phone.
out, no backup
It's just for today
whatsoever.
only, Abhinash. It's just for
Sarah
today
Moon
only.
and Eliminators have some breathing room.
You know, Fredo, this is the first game, this is the third game, right? This is the first game where ZOHUNT is the one taking the early game, and I feel obviously it's the credit to Faden on the Selena. That she was
Hi,
the points,
Sanjingu. How are you doing? Hello there.
plan
Hi.
spoiler, and it's definitely coming into play. But
Ashirat?
does he want to commit?
Oh yeah, you can see the fist break, fist crack combo going through. The arrow hits as well. Art gets taken down. Selena has been lethal once again.
And another
Dusty
stun.
Mizo
Khatam.
tried.
Sicilian
And
gone.
now they get another.
Sicilian's
It's a
done.
double kill. He's looking for
Oh,
the
no,
third.
no.
Should be able to get that. And Irithel picks
Selena's
it up.
done on
Indeed, Mizo-san
point.
pays the price. That's a 3-for-1 trade right there off the back of one single Abyssal Arrow.
4 minutes.
Yeah,
Under
normal
4
stream
minutes,
will
7 kills
continue
ZOHUNT.
tomorrow from
It feels
tomorrow.
like a complete turnaround from the previous situations, Fredo.
Definitely. I mean, they were playing so patiently, but seems like the brawl meta is back.
Yeah, feels like it, doesn't it? At this point, ZOHUNT just want to fight. They want to get
Hello,
that
just
goal lead in their
OP.
favor.
You
They
do
know that if
commentary
it goes in
now.
towards the mid to late game, Eliminators
Next
have
time.
the advantage, especially with that long-range skills. As here, Legend
Why
and
don't you
Win
give
just
me,
duke it out,
Kakashi?
but
You
hey,
gift me.
they're just two tanky boys.
And I love that you pointed it out because, from the last 2 games, it was Eliminators getting the early to mid game. They were even getting the late. It's just that the ending wasn't there.
Oh, it's already
What if
done.
ZOHUNT has a chance to show that basically they can end it even if they're, they do not have to throw the late game because they right now have the early phases, and I feel like they have a solid ending choice as well. But oh, look at that, the trap.
Oh yeah, you can see Win is the target, and they go for the ejector along the unstoppable force. The Mod Forces drop down. As you can see, AOG comes through as Art is the first one to fall. Legend tried to create the space, and yes, he did. Win is the target once again. Revitalize out the survival. It's Granger. Fate goes into trouble. They find Mizo-san finally. Legend and Win go
Hello,
in ham at
Short
each
Life.
other, but Win will almost go down. No, he doesn't. Legend barely survives. He gets the taunt, halves the damage, but will go down in the hands of Fate. He is unstoppable while Dusty picks up another. Bid is down and out for the count. ZOHUNT, how are they doing this? They definitely are the hunters and not the hunted.
Hello?
Oh, again, Art, unstoppable force with the ejector catching Dusty Mizo. Sir Armon finds the shutdown as he gets the turtle as well.
Awesome
My
curse.
goodness. I mean, these people won't let Kronos rest today, I guess. Of course, Zohan is in a mood to spoil
Oh,
Kronos' stroke.
ejector with the flicker coming through. Sir Armon goes with the quad shadow. Ogi shadow kill. Now Mizo-san looks like he's in trouble. Able to use the fist break to get out of harm's way. That was lethal as Faden's arrow has been doing a lot of work so far. And
Miko
Mizo-san
plus
picks up the
commentary or
thunderbolt.
Nuraka
So finds himself with
Baldikras.
more tankiness.
Such
He
bullet.
got the Sky Piercer as well. So looking to the snowball. Oh, look at the
Win.
poke.
Oh, they have the extended range. They have the poke. Art doesn't have the flicker, but he's been catching targets. But every single time,
If we
Faden
come back from
gets
blue team,
an
I guess.
arrow, it is looking dangerous for Eliminators.
Absolutely.
And now they're trying to approach the bottom lane, getting caught once again.
Win gets caught. You can see there comes the glorious pathway.
Oh, no!
Arrow misses. AOG
Oh,
on the
shit,
backside to
shit,
make sure
shit.
he runs out.
That
And finally in the hands
Granger
of
got him.
Fate, there is a kill. Dusty Mizo comes through. As you can see, the electrifying beats already unlocked. Mizo-san waiting in the bush right now in the river, trying to dominate. At the same time, Sarar Moon has to clear out the waves. A lot of pressure being applied by ZOHUNT. But even though they have the kills, even though they have the pressure, look at the gold, folks. It is even. Eliminators are not letting this game slip away.
That's what they're
Mid lane
trying to
though.
do right now.
Batanggong.
He gets taken
Now,
down.
now
Killing spree in the hands of
eliminators
Sarar
are
Moon. It's been
dominating now.
brawl after brawl. Art goes in with the conceal. Win gets the law and order. Arrows right
Who you
now
packing?
won't be as
ZOHUNT?
effective because they're not so aggressive. Dusty Mizo has to run away
I'm
because here
supporting
is the rest of the
ZOHUNT.
cavalry coming through. Sarar Moon goes for the Oki shadow kill. Prime gets taken down. Mega kill in
Nice,
his hands.
ZOHUNT.
Glorious pathways there from Wins. Try and buy some time, but Art goes in with the ejector and the unstoppable force. AOG to create the separation. Win gets caught out, and now looking like they're gonna get a kill. Is the Death Sonata gonna be available? No, it is not. The arrow connects on towards Legend as Sarar Moon picks up the turret.
Wow. Wow, Jax.
Look at that. Eliminators immediately bouncing back from that 6
You
minute
want to
point
reveal your
where
Granger
Selena's
voice.
power was gonna be slowly falling off. Faden was obviously lethal, but oh my god, Art is not
Welcome
gonna stop.
back.
He's looking for
Yeah,
targets,
he
but
gets
oh,
the ejector. Mizo-san gets caught up, but the fist break, fist crack combo finding some time as they get the kill. Unstoppable is Sarar Moon. Glorious pathways down as Win with the rest of ZOHUNT will have to run away, and now ZOHUNT need to come up
Guys,
with a
don't
plan
forget to like
take
the
over in the hands
stream.
of Eliminators. Art goes through
Who is
with the help of that.
Rohan? No,
push
no, no.
coming
It's
through.
ZOHUNT.
It's looking so dicey.
ZOHUNT.
Eliminators are breathing down the necks of ZOHUNT right now.
Not Rohan.
And with that, seems like Eliminators are finally getting back, what they want. And, as the game progresses, it's only going to get into their favor.
wow. What
Another
was that
kill.
burst?
Yeah, Sicilian.
Another trade, Dusty Mizo
Sicilian
for
with
Art.
045.
It is still in the favor
That's my
of
kind of
Eliminators.
Sicilian.
It looks so nice. It looks so breezy.
Why so?
If you were a ZOHUNT fan, it's not looking easy
No,
right
it's
now
not
because
about
Eliminators
being
are taking the
insecure.
game away
It's just I get
one
my
kill
brain.
at a time, one objective at a time, one jungle creep away. They are in the late game.
Viewers
They are late
request.
game
Ay.
monsters, rather. They're still in the mid game. 9 minutes in. Bid is 045, but he definitely is going to have the damage as Fate has 10
No, no,
stacks
no.
on the Sky Piercer.
372 building up towards that 400, so he's definitely not behind that
No.
farm at all. Even though Faden was trying to obstruct so much, 615 on the KDA for a reason. Fade is still, the bottom lane. Can they pick off?
Our Moon, he's trying to get out. He has the
Nah.
quad shadow, escapes as well. They threw everything at him. It was a chain CC combo, but not enough damage. And guess what? The rest of Eliminators take away the top tier too. The Lord is almost up now, Fredo. You think they'll be able to get that?
Not really sure how they can do that right now because ZOHUNT. Oh, Prime. The poke
Hello,
is just too heavy
girlfriend.
for them to sustain, and that's the reason they can't even go in with these frontliners that they have right now. So it should be easy Lord here. First Lord for Eliminators, surely. And now they're going to look for something in the blue, for the blue buff probably, but okay. Dusty gets it.
And Fredo, despite Faden giving it such great early lead, it's pretty evident that right now his power is basically fallen off. He cannot really do anything. Even if they land, can they commit? Okay, looking at the itemizations, 2 Skypers into the hands of Team Eliminators, and of course they're stacking up as much as possible. It does connect, but look at that. They cannot commit. Too tanky, not enough damage. There's not even a Holy Crystal in
How
the
many
hands
they
of Dusty
cut?
Mizo.
Many
He's
they
building
cut?
towards it, but 10 minutes in, you don't have a Holy Crystal. And Irthel does have true crit items, but is it going to be enough to survive the burst? He Wind of Nature is not going to come in hand, especially after the nerf. So he needs that rose gold, but he also needs that attack speed, which is prioritizing right now. Lord's going to be walking for the mid lane.
In the
AOG!
back line, Legend tries to
Zohan
find and
gonna
create the
lose
space, but
now.
Sanguine Claws catches two, and you can see Win has to use the Glorious Pathway in a defensive position. That doesn't
Madara
sound good
is
for Zohan
coming!
and Zohan fans, as Dusty Mizo right now going through. Ogi Shadow Kill comes out from Fate, and you can see, oh my goodness, their armor almost got the kill. They get the topside inhibitor, Mizo-san, as well as Win is there right now. They go to the back line, they get the ejector, Prime is target, he goes down in the hands
It's
of
1-2
Fate.
now.
They lose Art in the process, but godlike is Sarah Moon as they find two and they find the third. And now with the base crystal left exposed, Eliminators finally bounce back with the help of Madara.
You know, I was gonna tap.
The help of Madara.
Continue.
I love that. Madara in Mobile Legends 5v5.
I was gonna tap to continue.
Eliminators taking up pointers for themselves. Of course, the 4-0 is no longer there. Sorry, Bolty. But yeah, jokes aside though, this match definitely solidified one thing though, that Eliminators need to, like, this
So
time around, I feel like
bad.
since they didn't focus too much on that early game, they took a few L's on the early phase. They were able to immediately bounce back because of, just like you mentioned, that powers that they had into the mid to late
ET
phase.
won, yeah.
The
ET won the
game was secured,
third
and I
match.
feel like ZOHUNT also. The Selena
Wait,
was
guys,
obviously
washroom
there to
break.
spoil the plans in
I'll
the
be
early
back,
game,
okay?
but I feel like they committed a little bit too heavily to it because after Faden, you know, his capabilities were lost. There was just nothing much they could do. This time around, of course, Prime was just not on his prime game at all because, of course, what can the ATL do? You're just a very easy target for the Hayabusa, and so for the Jawhead as well. And I feel like that is obviously what went wrong. This time around, the draft was good, and the execution was even better for the hands of Eliminators. They finally got the game number 3, and they get a pointer, so it's definitely going to go above game number 5, of course. No longer clean sweeps.
Yep, no longer a clean sweep anymore. That, of course, Kronos would have wanted as a caster, of course. But yeah, that did not happen, unfortunately. But yeah, like things are looking great right now because it seems like Eliminators, even though it felt like they might have gotten clean sweep because they lost momentum, you know, even in the second game, even with drafts, which did prefer, you know, their win conditions. So right now, it seems like they're finally back because think about it, of course, two signature picks, the Hayabusa for Sailor Moon and the Sicilian for Bid. And on top of that, even Fate on the Granger. I mean, they're going all out in this third game because they know they have to get this point. Otherwise, it will be ZOHUNT on the match point, and that just creates so much pressure when you're the opponents. And that's the reason why they could not let this game get away. They go all in with every single thing that they have under their sleeve, and of course, they win it out. Clear domination.
Ooh, you guys really wanted me to talk after all that play-by-play?
Don't worry,
I was gonna
don't
say Ray's got to pick it up now, right? Fredo, I was gonna say Ray's got to pick it up now, but it's not just that. It's just the fact that Eliminators are drafting well. They had a good overall rounded draft entirely. It works. It works. That's why the first two games. Yes, ZOHUNT won them, but off of the mistakes of Eliminators. So if Eliminators don't make a mistake, then what are ZOHUNT going to do? Because they don't have anything that dictates the pace themselves. Yet they had Selena in the early game, but after that, what? You see the amount of pressure that was applied, right? The amount of pressure that was applied by ZOHUNT in the early game. But there was the goal difference was pretty much it's not even the difference. It was 19.7k on both sides, while ZOHUNT had 11 kills and Eliminators had only 4. And it just goes to show that kills are not everything. You got to play around a macro objective. Yes, with Selena, you want a lot more kills, but you need to find a way to turn those kills into objectives. Otherwise, they're just meaningless.
I turned off my lights.
And you know, Kronos,
Let me see how it looks.
I love that you've been actually mentioning it from on. The fact that ZOHUNT has been winning the mistakes that
Oh my god, it's so dark.
Right? It happened on game number 1. It happened on game number 2 where Eliminators just could not put a proper end. So this time around, Eliminators did not do it. And so looking at the result screen, you can clearly see Faden did absolutely, just like you mentioned, the goal lead difference was not that much, but it just, even though Faden was dominating so early, it was just not there. Not many kills, but the fact that macro was there, Eliminators this time around not making those bad mistakes, not leaving the game too much into the hands of ZOHUNT, they were able to win it out. And I also Airtel is of course played with the sprint, but I feel like
How about now?
I just feel like the Airtel is a little bit too much of a textbook counter, just lane counter for the Granger. I feel like something else was required. Of course, the Moscow would have been the best option. It's just that it was banned out. And I
It's
feel like
fine, no, guys.
Prime needs to come up with a little bit of a better response if he wants to win out his, because I feel like he's winning out onto those team fights more, especially when eliminators are making mistake. And if maybe, in my opinion, of course, if you disagree, it's fine. But I feel like Airtel was just not it. What do you think, Fredo?
Yep, the Airtel was just not it there in this drop. Definitely, because of course, easy picking offs here for the Hayabusa, and that's the reason. That's the reason why, of course, even though it was prime time for a while, but guess what? It's 10 past, so it's like prime time is over. Prime time lasts for just
What
1
the
hour.
fuck?
So yeah, maybe that's one of the things
Guys.
that happened. But yeah, we cannot really
Look
blame
what I'm
Prime
doing.
because, of course, this draft
Oh my
was
God.
supposed to be an early game draft. They did try to get the advantage, but after that, eliminators were not able to, not making any mistakes that they could exploit, and that's the reason why. I mean, it was a perfect execution from the side of eliminators, and that's the reason there was no opening for them to exploit, and they did not were able to do anything. But yeah, with that, of course, things will get even more exciting in the fourth match, because right now, of course, eliminators have taken 1 point. They will get that momentum that they were looking for
I'm gonna
going into this
sleep
fourth
like
match
this.
right now. And on the other side, they have also tried their best, but ZOHUNT, they need to regain back that form.
Absolutely. And I also believe the Moscow is obviously gonna be permanent ban for the hands of eliminators, because they've realized, even though they did not make mistake this time
Oh,
around,
what the
they
heck?
do not want that, of course, the guy with the spear to slip out. So of course my point goes back to, again, that Prime needs to come up with a better response into the goal lane. I know he loves to win out his lane,
I'm
but it's
sorry
pretty
to
clear,
sleep,
even
guys.
when he lost it out, it was the team fight potential that really gave him the win, because both matches,
Oh
the
my God.
triple kill, somehow in the end, it's a triple kill that
Let
ends
me
the game.
let
And I
me
feel like,
adjust.
that's what they need again. But eliminators, despite we felt their confidence was shaken down, it's pretty clear it was not at all. They're pretty chill and they're well prepared for game number 4. It's going to be really interesting how, if they're going to be sticking with the same draft again, because what's not broken, don't fix it methodology. What Zohan tried to do with the first
I
two
need a
games with the
pillow.
Louis and Moskov on both end, maybe they can do it on this game as well, because eliminators, this worked perfectly. Why change it, right? Because I don't think Zohan is prepared to counter out the Hayabusa. Even
This
if
is
they pick
too.
up a pick off, they can just ban it out in the second phase, unless they want to go it for the first one.
Yeah, that was a lot of information that you spilled, Ray. But yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, there was a lot of information that you spilled, and I hope someone is hearing. I hope someone is hearing. I hope someone is hearing you, because if they heard you, then of course you've spilled the beans. There are some secrets that I cannot understand, because of course that's as far as my knowledge goes. Well, yeah, man.
Hmm.
Yeah. But now, okay, coming into the fourth match, of course, the drafting phase to save the day for Fredo. And
I'm
now,
not comfortable yet.
let's see if Eliminators and Zohunt, if Eliminators and Zohunt can have something happen here.
Bro's EP, bro's not here.
Bro just
Bro's not
crucified
here.
him on stream. Bro's just crucified him on stream. It's too early, bro. Easter just went away.
Yep, this guy.
I'm
Throwing
watching how it
grenades.
looks like.
That was fun, but of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the game number 4 between Eliminators and Zohan.
trying to
Grand
sleep.
finals and Renault top dog brackets, and this is gonna be an interesting one. Zohan has 2 pointers, but Eliminators
Okay,
right
guys,
now,
good night.
they have stopped making the mistakes and they are looking to bounce back. And we made the predictions that 4-2, 4-2 favor of Zohan and 4-2 favor of Eliminators. If this score stays the same, let's see what happens, because of course this basically means it's gonna go to game number 6 at least, right? But yeah, let's see how the draft plays around. Eliminators
Where's
winning
my
the
mouse?
draft every time. First 2 games mistakes, but this time let's see what happens. Fredo, this time can you?
Where's my mouse?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, say Kronos.
Before Fredo says something, he just threw you under the bus over there. But I mean, he was right. I was gonna say, like, bro's the definition of a yapper right there, and people say I yap a
Yep.
lot. But right now,
Yappers
ZOHUNT on the blue
together.
side, Eliminators on the. Wait a second. Wait a second. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Oh,
What
no, I'm
happened?
not tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Because the first ban, I don't know if it's missed or if it is a ban that's probably a glitch again. But to be honest, I feel like
fixed.
it's a missed ban. I think it's a missed ban.
Hmm.
ZOHUNT missed out on a ban. That means they have only one ban left because they're gonna ban out the Matilda anyway right now. So
Yep. That should be.
Maybe it was a miss, but don't worry, the production will definitely take care of it. But until then, until we figure out if it's a missed ban or it's just the Matilda being banned out, because we'll figure out. But yeah, if that's the case, that's a little bit of a bad thing for them. But what to do about it? But anyways,
Yep. What to do about it? We don't talk about what to do.
it's not Game 7. It's not Game.
Yeah, it's not Game 7.
But of course, Moskov getting banned out. I feel like Moskov is not going to be seeing the light of the day at all, Fredo. Well, what's the next ban for ZOHUNT? Okay, I feel like if they did not miss the ban, I feel like they definitely banned out Matilda. They're not going to leave Matilda out because it's one of the signature picks for Ard. Unless Mizu-san wants to
Good night, guys.
go in. Because right now the Kalia as well as the Matilda is going to be left out if they miss the ban. If they have it, I feel like this is going to be a Kalia ban. Let's see what ZOHUNT cooks up this time around though. First pick into their hands. What are they going to go? Again, a flex pick or something else?
Yeah, it could be a flex pick. It has to be a flex pick if you don't want to reveal your plans, right? So maybe a Badang once again.
Badang, it's gotta be a Badang. Or just go for the Matilda, man. Just go. It's just so OP. Or maybe even pick up the Suyo right now. I think one of those. It's gotta be Suyo, Badang if you want to flex it, or you can go for the Matilda, because Badang has been the pick that's been going on for quite some time. It's gotta be one of these three. If they go in a different direction, it should be Phobius. So I guess.
Lucas?
Oh, okay. Good pointer. Good pointer. Yeah, I feel like it's not gonna be Suyo, but let's see if Dusty Mizo has surprises, because I feel like he hasn't played the Suyo that much. If he would rather Alpha than over Suyo, because I feel like he's more comfortable on that. But let's see. They can also commit to the Phobius. I like that you mentioned Phobius. This time around, he's been open. But yeah, there we go. The Badam, they commit to it immediately.
Matilda Lucas. Just lock that in. You get the win.
Lucas.
Matilda Lucas. Just lock it in. Just don't think twice. Just take it. Just take it and then don't even think about it.
Do you prefer the Matilda Lucas or the Florin Lucas?
Matilda Lucas better.
Yeah,
Okay.
gives too much more.
Because with Florin Lucas, you're trying to play for mid game. Matilda Lucas, you can just go in the early game. But they go for the Jawhead and the Phobius. Okay. They're giving the advantage to ZOHUNT. Be like, hey, we give you the Matilda Lucas. Go for it. I think it still works. Matilda, Badang, Lucas, bro, you're looking for trouble. Purify on the Matilda. Jawhead kind of rendered useless.
Yeah.
No, it's Phobius is fine. Just go for the Matilda. I don't see why don't they? Is it hero pool? I feel like it's hero pool right now. I'm not crazy, right? I'm not going crazy. Matilda, Lucas, Badang.
No, I
Rangers
have not
open
streamed
fine,
till
but
11.
Matilda?
But I think I have to.
Probably,
today.
I think, Kronos, I
That's
think
why
it's
I'm
banned,
prepared.
right? Ray
I'm
did
so
make the guess. I
prepared.
feel like it's banned as well.
And I'm
Because otherwise,
sleeping.
there's no way even Eliminators left it, right? So
Yeah,
it's
because it's
probably
favorite.
banned.
Yeah, it's favorite of our own. There we go. There we go. 40% winner.
Finally.
40% winner.
After all the prayers have been answered from the heavens of Mr. Dusty.
Carry's a real nice pick here.
Yeah, carries
Carries
100%
going to be
really
good.
nice pick. But yeah, I feel like Matilda definitely banned out. But I don't know why.
Sicilian's better.
What?
Sicilian?
Okay, I got confirmation from production that Matilda is not banned out, so I'm not really. I'm
Then
not
just
really
go
sure.
Matilda, bro.
What are
Oh
they
my
cooking?
god.
Oh my god.
What
If
are they
it's not-
cooking?
If it's not
Kronos,
Matilda...
Kronos got the deep press, so
Okay, so Kronos was right all along. It's a missed ban. So it's a missed ban from ZOHUNT.
Where is
the
it?
previous time, because the previous
Where
time,
is it?
right? Because the previous time, what we see is when they miss out on when the ban is, there's a glitch. there's like that small image kind of thing that comes
Yeah,
through,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is a
yeah.
glitch. So I'm just assumed that hey, there is just no ban coming through right there.
Mhm.
So I don't know why Eliminators just didn't lock in that Matilda quite early. You can go for the pickoff, yes,
Yeah.
but you can have the AOE as well. Nah, like if they don't, oh my god. Like I mean, Eliminators don't need to pick up the Matilda after the Phoveus and Jawhead was picked up, so it makes no sense to go for the third pick.
Yeah.
The Sicilian would have been good there, but here ZOHUNT need to ban out the Sicilian because they're gonna get outranged.
Yeah.
Farsa is a good ban for Eliminators, just but then again you have the Jawhead, so you don't have to worry. So just ban the Herod's taken off the table. I think they're probably gonna look at a carry. It's not the best ban for ZOHUNT. I think a Sicilian would do much better though.
You know, Kronos, the only reason I said maybe it's a glitch because I also can't like understand why. Like Art, like he insta locks Matilda.
Yep.
Like when it's open, like he doesn't even care. It's insta lock. He doesn't care if there's Kalia open, Zushin open. He like so many times he just let the other heroes left out. He picks up the Matilda. Did it slip off his
Hard,
mind
hard.
like how Fredo slipped? But jokes aside though, don't understand why ZOHUNT also did not pick it up. I'm a little bit confused because
Don't show
That's a
me.
nice CC
Matilda.
ban. That's a nice CC ban coming through as well, making sure that Phoveus has a better time in the
Of course.
EXP lane, and yeah, it's got to be finally
Yeah,
they
definitely.
listen. Sicilian ban is coming through from ZOHUNT because if they picked up a Sicilian Eliminators, then ZOHUNT's looking like very dicey because there's no one who can reach the Sicilian in the back line. But that also leaves the question if Bid can play something like a Eve or even
he does.
possibly a Xavier, right? I know Bid plays the Eve. I'm not sure if the Eve's the best pickup here until the last pick, but a Xavier would just be nasty
Hey.
against that lineup. Iritel.
Gourd. We're forgetting the gourd actually.
Gord works.
Yep.
He picked up a few times, right?
Yeah,
it was
he did
Faden.
pick up the.
Was it Faden or
Actually,
Bid?
it was Eliminators who surprised us with the gourd. You know, after the recent
Okay,
patch
okay.
dropped, they were the first ones to pick up the gourd. It was Bid, so they could do the same. And after that, you know, everyone was like, "Oh, Zio's draft." You know, Zio's draft. But yeah, now it's
Okay.
ZOHUNT who are going to pick up 2 for themselves. Now, of course, it's going to be the mid lane. What are your guesses, Kronos, for the mid lane right now? Eve, still.
Eve's not a good one here. Vexana, Aurora, one of these two. But the Farsa, oh, they still go for the Farsa. I'm not sure if Farsa is the best pick. I don't like the Masha here. Yes, you put a lot of pressure on towards Iritel, but it's a very mobile marksman. And
Yeah.
you can pop that sprint and then you can just be out of there. Doesn't matter. The Farsa is good if he can position himself well and neutralize the early game of the Jawhead, but Art's been a menace in the early game, so I don't see how Farsa's going to have a good time. The Purify is good here as well, so maybe
Yeah.
Farsa, yeah, I can see it working just because there's no other threat. There's not a lot of AoE, but here it's got to be something with a massive range. Like, say, I can only think of Xavier if they want to work something out. Eve's not going to have a good time. Vexana is all right. Aurora, not so much. Novaria could do well as well.
Valier,
They
okay.
just call it Dave. She has 0% win rate though, like from the Swiss stages and everything. She has not been working out for a lot of teams because, of course, we know the reasons. I mean, I feel like her range is, of course, a problem as well as she's a little bit too stationary. It becomes a little easy picking for, of course, ZOHUNT. This time around, I gotta tell Kronos. Even though the Civizo loves to say that Moba Zane is his idol. He has one quote: "I eat 3 Moba Zanes for breakfast." By Dusty Music. Not one, it's 3. So
Wow.
3 mobiles in.
I don't know how he got 2. Maybe you served him.
Well,
He's the chef.
you know,
He would know it where the supply is.
But you know, if you think about it, you know, he can eat mobile Zanes, but you know, this time it's not mobile Zane, right? It's Sarah Moon. Can he eat Sarah Moon? That's going to be the question.
I think
Okay,
I
let's
like,
not-
for the 1st time in a very long time, I actually like the draft of ZOHUNT. It's looking nice.
True.
They have that combo of the Farsa and the Granger. And this time they're not really playing for early game from their mid lane or the roamer. It relies on Dusty as how aggressive he can get in the early game. And if he's able to out sustain the damage coming through from Eliminator. So that will be a big difference
yeah.
maker here.
Absolutely, and I feel like it's gonna be really interesting because most of the time, Dusty really requires Mizo-san onto that healer kind of a composition, Florin, Mathilda, even a Rafaela. He really wants because that really helps him sustain and give him the chance to be that aggressive. But this time around, it's a setter. So I'm really curious if Dusty Mizo can go in so aggressive, or is he going to be waiting for Mizo-san to give him the initiation, to give him the go signal, like, come on, go in, and that's when he wants to dive in. But anyways, let's go, Kronos.
Yes, so we are
Well,
going in once again. It is for a fourth time into the Land of Dawn in this best of 7 series. It could have been a possible 4-0, but it's not there. Eliminators trying to foil the plans of ZOHUNT. It is a 2-1 rather. And now we will see, will they even out the score, or will ZOHUNT make it match point? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ZOHUNT on the blue side, Eliminators on the red. Kronos, Ray, and Freda to bring you the action. Let's see how it gets down.
Thank you again, Kronos. And ninjas assemble, it says on the screen. I love that, but buffs are there. Helping is there as well. Rotations are going to be on the map. Nothing out of the ordinary. No invasions on both ends, but I feel like it's going to be kicking onto that turtle face. But anyways, that's going to be a story for later. Oh, poking already. Art getting shoved down to 50% of his HP, but no spells baited out. Good for him. Oh,
Baden. Oh,
What?
he almost got caught out. Art here right now. He gets caught, but Legend
Flicker?
flickers forward, has the damage as well, forcing Fade into flicker. Oh, that's a lot of flickers, but first blood coming through. Bid gets it with a Void Crystal.
that was a close one.
and that's how Bid likes to play the control mages, right? Controlling it right from the start, and of course setting the pace. And now Faden on the receiving end of it. And like I said, once Faden loses the control, the game does slip away from the hands of ZOHUNT.
Don't lose the control is what they need, but let's see how it progresses, because right now, of course, Eliminators having already the first blood, especially the mid lane versus mid lane matchup, that was interesting, because I feel like this is the first time 1-for-1 happened, you know, the mid lane takes out the other mid lane, but yeah. The turtle is going to be coming in a few seconds. Most of the time, Dusty Mizo on the Fredrin has higher retribution rate than the other junglers. But, of course, Sarar Moon has a Soul Sever. Maybe he can, you know, come in and snatch it out of his hands. But let's see. Oh, look at that. The engage.
Oh, the chain CC on towards Art. They force out the flicker just before the turtle, so the threat of the ejector is not going to be there right now. Looking dicey for Eliminators. ZOHUNT are trying to play to the win condition, which is Dusty playing as aggressive as possible. Sir Armon right now gets taunted, gets pulled back, and right now he will go down. There's the big bonk, and they get the kill. Dusty Mizo is caught out in no man's land with the RWM drop down. He's able to dash out, and Legend going the wrong way. Dusty Mizo buys some time. Will he come back? He doesn't have the Appraiser's Wrath as Bid gets himself another.
Bid is like, he switched the things around. Previous game it was Faden, but right now he taking the pace of the game, having the control, and not having the jungler. They cannot commit to it.
Yep, easy turtle pickings here for Eliminators. They'll be happy with what they've done.
Oh, feathered airstrike coming through. Art using the ejector, the shield from the ejector, helping him survive right there. That is really well played. Good use of mechanics, good IQ coming through from Eliminators.
Absolutely, and I feel like the item spike is definitely going to be mattering. I would recommend Prime to get the Sky Piercer as soon as possible, but I feel like most of the time Prime likes to go for the third item Sky Piercer because he really likes winning out the lane, and for him to do that, he really wants to go in for the penetration. So maybe the Hunter Strike Malefic Roar is going to be his main priority, but maybe he can also go in for the Rose Gold, considering the fact that Bid RWM is a main crucial factor. There comes the Unstoppable Force!
With the ejector played out as well, but the feather airstrike dropped down. RWM, beautiful position from Bid, and now Dusty Mizo barely survives the slightest bit of HP. Mizo-san is going to be the sacrifice so that Dusty can escape. Bid on a killing spree, 3-0-1. It's working well. Faden right now taking out low. Evil Queller misses out, uses the wings Y-Wings to get away. Legend doesn't spot him out just yet, and they come in with the Blade Surge, trying to take down that gold shield from the mid lane tier 1. Faden flickers out of harm's way. Dusty tries to come and try and save him, but meanwhile on the bot side, you can see that Art along with Fate have taken away that gold shield completely.
Oh, a lot of gold. And you know, Fredo, I didn't understand why Faden wanted to defend that mid lane so badly. He just wasted out his one precious spell. I feel like that was a little too unnecessary.
But now,
Art, it goes in, but again, the fist break, fist crack combo, Fate flickers out as well, too little, too late, and Prime pays the price. They trade gold laner for gold laner. Mizo-san left standing, feather air strike, beautiful position coming through. Serar Moon pays the price. He hasn't been looking as himself with the 0-2-3 on a Suyo. He's not looking like himself so far.
and if you think about it, Sarar Moon,
Yo.
he has been playing Naruto
Nice.
skin heroes. He has been playing only the Naruto skin heroes. I don't know, for some reason.
I told you. I told you, he's only
yeah.
he played Lucas, Suyo, and only a Hayabusa. He hasn't playing any other jungler. He's like, I'ma just play the Naruto collab skins. Like, I'ma enjoy it. But 0-2-3, he's not having the best of his time. But as long as he gets the objective and the macro control, it's gonna be pretty yummy for them. But oh, turtle soup, look at that. Talking about yummy, legend, conceal, gonna be popped off, and Sarar Moon gets another turtle soup. But look at unstoppable force.
Nice fist break coming through as well. Art is forced to flicker out. That is the problem when you pick a Jawhead against the Badang, right? You're not able to throw him. You can't ejector him out so easily. And now, Eliminators, yes, they have the advantage, but feels like it's slipping away.
I agree, you know.
Definitely slipping away.
Oh, what? Oh! Talking about slipping
How?
away.
When, where, why? It was the Death Sonata that picked up the kill, but right now Wind gets caught out. Ejector, Art gets the kill. Dusty Mizo gets caught out against Legend. He's going in with the Infernal Pursuit. Prime trying to find the space for Dusty Mizo to escape. And the Eliminators, hey, just when we thought it's going to slip, they bounce back. Caster's Curse coming to fruition right there.
It's real. Oh, Dusty Mizo. Is he gonna be the next target? Charming block.
Ejector, Unstoppable Force, the combo on top of Dusty right now, but Bid is a little too deep. Oh, he gets caught out. Serar Moon comes in. Soul Sever picks up a kill. This Fredrin has not been working out so far.
I want to see the itemization. Like, he got the Thunderbell, right? If I'm not wrong, or is he going for a little bit? Okay, he's not going for the Thunderbell. He's going for tanky with, of course, that that's Sun. I call it Sun, but I forgot the name. But yeah, I feel like Thunderbelt should have been a little bit better. But still, it's okay. He's going for a little bit more defensive. But do they want to commit to Legend?
Legend forces the flicker. That's a nice play coming through from Mizo-san, but he did have the flicker. And right now, Ray, I'll agree to disagree. I don't think Thunderbelt's the best item on a Fredrin because it delays his farm quite a lot. You're not able to farm up, and then you don't get the stacks even because you're not really doing a lot of basic attacks. You're using those skills, and the cooldown is not enough for him to stack up. But right now, you can see Art trying to zone them out. Prime able to clear the wave. Fate is having a better laning phase compared to Prime right now, but that's because of the help of his teammates. Oof.
Faden needs to watch out, I feel like, because I feel like he's getting detected out by Sarar Moon a lot of times, and he's getting forced back in a lot of awkward positions, but still he's able to come back into a turtle fight. Do they want to commit to it? Dusty Mizo does have the retribution, 50% down.
Oh, nice flicker play coming through, and Mizo-san is able to find the kill on towards Bid. Shut down finally with a feathered air strike is there. As right now you can see they get the turtle, and now all hell breaks loose. Thunderclaps coming through from Wind. Is there, but meanwhile Mizo-san trying to find some space. Dusty Mizo is there as they are able to survive. Legend is the only one that goes down. Eliminators. Ooh, that was looking spicy indeed. And now they find another. Fate is able to use the flicker, but Prime flickers forward. He finds the kill finally on towards Fate once more. And they are on the aggression.
Good morning.
And there comes the Ejector.
He goes in with the unstoppable force. Dusty Mizo actually bobs and weaves, and Art is not able to get that throw on point. But Eliminators are the ones throwing right now.
Still.
They definitely are, and I feel like they need to target on to Prime. 300 stacks under just 9 minutes. He's actually doing better than Fate into that previous game, because Fate had around, but I feel like
Hi everyone, I'm awake.
But there we go. Just like I mentioned, he likes to go in for that Malefic roar, and it really helps him out to dish out that penetration and damage. And right now he's going to be coming up with a Skybaser. I do prefer a Skybaser on the second item, but I feel like it is much more comfortable for Prime to go for a little bit more damage before he gets the Skybaser. But once he gets it, the snowball is going to be there. Do they want to commit?
Yeah, concealed play coming through from Art. RWM dropped down already, and you can see Prime right now caught no man's land. Easy kill in the hands of Serar Moon. Feather Airstrike should be able to get one, but no actually does. Serar Moon finally gets taken down, and that is a good kill in the hands of Faden. Dusty Mizo is the target, and he gets taken down indeed with a heavy crossbow coming in from Fate. Faden cannot do much. He doesn't have the Feather Airstrike to try and defend that mid lane tier 1 as Eliminators bounce back. 2k goal lead still maintained, but they have taken away all the tier 1s as the Lord should be up in about 5 seconds now.
Hi,
And of course, now
BP.
for the
Hi.
Lord, they'll be getting ready. Of course, the enemy is also approaching. Faden still in the far lane, though. Yeah, does create that slow push up top to rotate towards the mid lane side. Legend arrives as well, trying to zone out the enemy area, trying to figure out if everyone is there, providing the information that they need. And
No, Fate pays the price. He is caught off position
Hello,
once
hello, hello.
more.
I'm not sleeping.
One
I'm not
for one
sleeping.
on an Irithel
Hi,
against the
Pucham.
Granger. You can see where they are lacking indeed, because right now Mizo-san goes through. He finds the position on towards Legend. Feathered Airstrike baited out already. That means Art can go for the engage. He's looking for the target, and
I'm
that
not
should be
sleeping.
Prime. He does have the flicker to get out of harm's way. Madara is up right now. Will the side of Eliminators contest? Because Dusty Mizo is there.
Win,
He has
win, win.
not going through, but he can see Win into the back line.
Hi, Vanilla.
Catches mid with a thunderclap as Win right now is taken down low. Legend is zoning out Prime as much as he can, and the rest of ZOHUNT as well. Faden catches him, and he will pay the price indeed. Sky Piercer
Yeah, I'm
stack
Christian.
in the
Hi,
hands of
Monso.
Prime. And you can see Feather Airstrike comes through once again. Art goes through with the ejector, but he finds himself a double. Serar Moon and Fate left standing. He gets the triple. Give him the Maniac already, and he gets a Maniac Prime time in Wardrum's Northeast Underdog Tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
It was an exciting one, and we were waiting for prime time. In the previous game, he did not come online onto that Irithel, and I feel like Fate is suffering the same fate again with the Irithel because Prime onto this Granger. That Maniac was definitely
Yeah,
a
I'm a
little bit too
Christian.
spicy for ET to be taking because those turtle soup maybe helped with the salt, but nah, this Granger is too spicy for them. 6-4, and I feel like he has 30 stacks on the Sky Piercer, has around probably 500
What's up,
stacks on
TK?
his passive.
Been
Okay,
snoring
462
capsicum?
and 40 stacks on the Sky
Did I
Piercer.
snore?
6-4,
Is
and
he?
right now the Mother is gonna be top lane, and
Good to
they
be.
what do they respond with? But gotta give it to Win. Him taking out Bid so early on with
You
the
quit
thunderclap
ML.
gave them the momentum, gave them to make sure there's no zoning out coming in from that RWM or Void Crystal.
And that's what I was saying, right? Yes, Eve does seem like a good pick, but I don't think it is just because they have someone who can jump on top of him the entire time. Maybe of Exxon or Aurora, but guess what? They made their bet. They're sleeping in it right now. ZOHUNT have the Lord marching down the top side. It could crash in, but they do have that Holy Shields present. The Feathered Airstrike to zone them away. Fate
Yeah,
taken out below
Patana.
half HP. He has been quite under.
This time forever,
He
yeah,
gets
it's
the
better.
snipe from
It's
far.
for your own good.
Prime!
You won't
Is
get
he in his
depressed.
prime or what? Because right now he flickers
Nice
forward.
one,
Win
Tata.
finds Bid. They catch another. That's a monster kill in the hands of
Ron
Prime.
is
They
gonna
find
win.
3, and that's the 4th. The clapback coming through from
Kiki.
ZOHUNT. It's gonna be 3-1 in this best of 7. ZOHUNT proving their
मैंने
haters
snore नहीं
wrong.
किया कुछ भी.
Zofate
Hello, he's
rising back again after lost
guys, like the
3,
stream.
2,
Let's go
1.
200
Fredo, what
likes.
it because
They've been showing for like 3
this
matches
is
already.
definitely. I feel like this was not even expected by
First game,
Eliminators.
second game, and this one.
well, I mean,
So
they
sad.
actually came back, right? If you think about it.
Immediately.
Yep. And if you think about it, then Mike, I mean, the way they came back, Fate online, and once he got, sorry, not Fate, sorry, Prime online, and once Prime got online, there was no coming back for Eliminators because this guy was already on that Malefic roar. Doesn't matter who's in front of you, he's going to melt you down. And then comes the Sky Piercer, and of course, once he rocks
Yeah,
it,
they
and once he gets a few stacks, of course, that
they
flickering in
did
aggressively
early
and getting
games
that
so
kill
good.
on Fate
I
was
don't know
so
what's wrong
important
with
because that
the
was a
late
turning
game.
point. That shut down Fate completely.
Absolutely, I agree,
I'm
and I
not
also feel
sleeping.
like
I'm
the second
awake,
thing
Jax.
was
Back.
Win
I did
on
not
that
sleep.
Masha. I mean, we did think it, unorthodox pick to be going so many times, right? It worked out well into the first game. It worked out against IGN as well. But this time around, I thought Eliminators were well prepared to face off against the Masha. It is just
Can
to
play much
maybe
better than those
perhaps
players.
push onto
Is it?
lane, but he played it more like as
What are
pick
their
off.
names?
His whole job was to make sure to take down Bid with the thunderclap, and once the Malefic Roar was there, he had enough damage to dive in, 50% down. HP on bid, and once he got taken down, no zoning out. There was no slowing down Destiny, so he was able to provide the CC and initiation. And of course, Fade was just free hitting from the behind because Suyo was just not able to reach the back line. Mizo's gotta give it up to Mizo-san as well. Like great fist cracks. It was great.
Yep.
It was great indeed. The fist cracks were great, and quoting Bolty, you know, a lot of fisting went on in that game, but it did work out in their favor as well. A lot of fist bumps being given, but it feels like Fate was just quite underwhelming in that game, more than Prime being like, you know, crazy in that. Of course he was. It was prime time for him. You know, what time is it? It's prime time. That's what it is. And but Fate though, with that Irithel, could have done a lot more.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I feel like I feel like the Irithel has been picked up to just win out the lane against the Granger, of course, and of course win out the team fights as well. Because of course
I did
you're
not
facing
sleep, guys.
I
I
know
was
Granger
here
does
only.
dish out a little bit AOE damage as well, but Irithel has more AOE burst, right? That was the main target why they picked up the Irithel, but it just did not work out at all. I feel like
It's
Fate was
10:50 now.
underperforming. Perhaps a few reasons. He was finding himself in a pickle, like to
Yeah,
get
I have
in
eyes problem.
positions to dish out the damage. And also, after Fate was basically online, getting that first 2 kills and then the Maniac, it was really hard for Fate to even respond back. It was that moment when the Maniac was gone into the hands of Prime, it was basically like a game over.
Yeah,
Because,
it's best of
Fredo, like, do you
7.
think there was a chance for them to bounce back? Because I feel
I
like
heard
after
Chrono
that
say
Maniac, it
best
was
of
just
7.
none.
Nah, there was no way with a snowball Granger like that, and that to Prime, right? I mean, a guy like Prime does not give away a lead once he has made it, and that has been very clear if you think about whatever games that he has played so far. He has never given away leads when he's on a Granger, especially. So there was no way that Fate could have come back in that situation. Even if he had a Irithel, even if he does, win out against the Granger in theoretically, but when it comes to execution, I mean, they're not going to allow
Yeah, she
Fate to
already
do
told
that, and
me
that's exactly
it's
why
time to
after that
sleep.
Maniac happened, they just went all in
Hmm.
for that push, and they were able to get that. There was no way things could have turned around
I
from that
just left off
point.
by mistake
But
and this
talking
guy
about
is overreacting.
the way Eliminators played, I mean, Fate needs to do better, honestly. He needs to do a lot better.
Maybe a little bit. Perhaps he was a little confident. Oh, okay, I see you, production. You're putting this up again. It's gonna be interesting. This was uncalled for, okay? I love that though. But Fredo, it's looking a little dicey for you, okay? But yeah, jokes aside though, it's pretty clear that in the previous game, Fate did underperform. But I also feel like coming back to Kronos' point, Yve was decent but not the best option because it was pretty clear once she's picked off it there's like nothing much they can do. The zoning out was there into the early phases. The Void Crystal as well as the RWM really pushed back Destiny in like
I
positions where
slept off
he
for
was
a
not able
minute
to do much.
only.
But it's pretty clear that after that,
I did.
Eve was
These
taken
days I
down,
will be
they did not have
sleeping
any response to
nicely
come back
at
to it.
night.
Yeah, and I think
Definitely.
you know what, production? Can you change my prediction to 4-3 still? I still think
Hello,
Eliminators can make the
Quinker.
comeback possible. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, okay.
I still
Alright.
think Eliminators can make that comeback possible because they're still good. Their draft is good. I think this is the one game where I don't like their draft. I like ZOHUNT better. I said that before the game started.
Yep.
And
True.
why? Because I mean, come on. You have the Matilda, you have the Lucas open. Why don't you just lock those two heroes instead of going for the Giant? Why are you trying to force the Giant on Art? Yes, you want to go for the pickoff, my guy, but there are so many other ways to play for that. Matilda just provides so much more for the team. You could have gone for the Irithel in the third pick still, or maybe even the Sicilian, but they didn't do that. They went on different routes. I don't know. Whoever's drafting for Eliminators, we know. We've seen her in the chat
Because I'm
before.
feeling a little bit sleepy.
It's not working
Hi,
out so far.
Tatsumi.
This one's
Welcome
on the whoever
back.
drafted the game. Not even the
करते
and of
वापस
course the
आता
way
हुए
that
तो यहाँ
and the way
शो
that Fate
करता है
executed it.
यही
Because
बटन
having
क्या
to
बटन
pick up a Wind of Nature early on,
I
right?
think
Having a
Yeah.
pick up a Wind of Nature early on as an
uh,
Irithel against the
is this the
Granger.
Fifth
Something's
match?
not right. Yes, you go for the Hostclaws. Yes, you go for the Berserker's Fury. I would have liked that it went for the Malefic Gun or even the Great Dragon Spear. You get that extended range, you get that extra mobility. One of the two. Wind of Nature, that just goes to show your mindset's already in the
कौन
defensive
सा
side. You're
गेम है
already thinking of a
ये
losing
फोर्थ
way and trying to make that comeback. Not against the
या
Granger,
maybe
who's snowballing about 80
asking
Sky Piercer stacks. Not the way you want to play
fifth
Eliminators. A
okay
little disappointing, but hopefully they can pick themselves up after this.
क्या
I
set
really
high
agree
set
with you.
high
I like the wind of nature. You actually described it perfectly. When you're going the third item, or even this third item, right? Third item, wind of nature. It's pretty
what
much
the
puts
hell
into
is
perspective
this
that
hello
you're going in
Molly
for that defensive. And I feel like
just
Prime was
doing a
aware of
watch
it when he
party
saw it,
of
and of
a
course,
tournament
especially that after this nerf, wind of
Wardom's
nature, it has a massive
underdogs
cooldown.
tournaments
You have to sometimes just save it for
Zohan
crucial
versus
moments. But once it was gone
Eliminators
early on, he was just able to. I mean, we
मेरा
saw the snipe
tournament
as well.
कितने days
Wind of
में
nature is
end
not
हो
going to save you
जाएगा
from that,
like
right?
box
So I feel
I
like
think it will take a week
this time around, Fate was
okay week
underperforming, and I feel like
gonna cook
also
now
the draft
okay
came into a lot of play. The gold lane did not get that much of a breathing room as it got for the hands of ZOHUNT, and I feel like that was the whole reason. That's why I really love the fact that you mentioned that
guys don't
Zohan
forget
had
to
a much
like
better draft this time around,
let's
and
go
I feel like
to
it really
100
puts into
likes
perspective that in those previous games that Fate had much more breathing room to farm in the goal lane and of course get into positions that he was comfort with and dish out the damage. But this time around he was just not there, and of course he also underperformed a little bit. Freddy, what do you think? Like in the next game, that of course in the
2
next
week
game, this
अरे
time around
तुम्हारा
it
channel
was a
वाला
little
हाँ
messy.
हाँ 2 weeks or
Matilda open,
maybe
nobody
half a
picked it
week
up. But into
4
this next
days 5
game,
days
what are you expecting?
My expectations would
hello
definitely
samosa
be,
sabji
a bit better from the side of eliminators. Of course, the
Okay.
draft,
no
the
Muli
one who
they're
understands
casting
them should be able to understand the fact that
they're
these players,
casting they are
what are they
casters
comfortable at? What do you think they are more, better at doing, basically? Do they
hello
want to go
Mutsutan
for the
Kikon
pickoffs or are they more team fight oriented? Do they want to go for the macro plays? I mean, of course, find a draft that works for you, basically. So, yeah, they have to figure it out right now because if they don't know,
thank
then of
you
course, Zohant are
Chinao-san
on match point. And
double
when you're
tap to
playing against an
like
enemy who is at match point, it becomes really difficult because the pressure is immense, and right now
no
eliminators
worries
have
no
to deal
worries
with it.
no
Absolutely. And
problem
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading straight into the game number 5 between
game
Eliminators
number
and
5
Zohan in grand finals, and the draft is in front of you.
I hope
And of course,
Zohan
this
wins
is the
this one
match pointer.
again
This is the most immense time, but at the same time, it's pretty proven that Eliminators, even at immense moments when their confidence feels like it might be shaken, they can bounce back. And I feel like this is the moment that they can shine. Previous game, it did not work out, but
like
I feel like
16
in
match
this game
then 8
around,
match
they
then
can.
4 then 2
They need to repeat what they
final day
did
1
on the
ha
first
ha
3
ha
games, have the better draft, and of course
don't know
execute
what
it
to
again.
cook
And I think
potato
they can make it a 3-2 and
hi Zenitsu
basically respond back. Maybe give us a game
first
number
round
6. If
forwarding
not,
second round
Zohan is going to be taking it away,
हाँ
and they
first में
need
तो
to make sure no
knockout
mistakes
होगा ना
this time around. But
knockout
let's
match
see. Finally, they're paying respect to
no
Win's
matter
Masha,
what
though.
happens I still miss your voice for it
Yeah, but
thank you joining my
a
stream
stable target, a stationary target, like of course the last game, the Eve easily bursted down even before the fight began. And after that, I mean, what can you do? Your Irithel is underfarmed, your Eve is already bursted down. Can't really do much at that point. So of course they lost that fight.
हाँ मेरा
I
गला
don't
सूख
like this
जाएगा सौरभ
Masha ban. Just
इसलिए तुम भी
opens
join
up
करो
the fact that eliminators are
I'm
playing
your
on
neighbor hello
a negative
Quicker
Yep.
note. They're respecting too much. It's unnecessary at this point. And Zohan ban out the Matilda. They take over the Hayabusa. That means they don't want. They probably gonna go for either a
जेट है
Harith
तो
or
उसका भरोसा
maybe
नहीं है
an Irithel right now. And Leon the Granger. Zushin being banned out. Kalea's left open.
Ilya
So
my
Kalea
sister
being
cook
picked
meal
up by
for you every day
eliminators.
wow
They're looking to
really
play for a pickoff style, which Art likes. So thank goodness now we don't have to see another Jawhead coming through. Although Jawhead's not a bad pick, it's just it doesn't work all the time. You can't
thank
pick it up
you
instantly. You
Chinao-san
can
for
pick it up as a third
joining
pick here.
every
Eliminators
day
can still
every
slot this
time
Kalea in the EXP lane.
Yeah, yeah.
Just go for whatever you're comfortable with at this point, because they have the Alpha, they have the Granger, they have the Lucas, they have Gatot Kacha, they have Hylos, they have a plethora to choose from. Even a Sicilian's good right now. Just go for the Sicilian and the Granger. You don't have to
I
worry
think-
about anything else.
Okay, they commit to the Phobius.
Point again. Point
Win
again.
has been actually,
There's
not gonna
resistance
lie,
everything.
Win loves the
But
Phobius
it's
so
okay.
much, and
If
I
you
feel
don't
like
want
he
to,
has
then
been
it's fine.
itching like this, like give me the Phobius.
Worry about
He finally
me.
got to it. I feel like this was an instant lock from his end. I understand
This
it, but
is
yeah, I do
acting
agree. I
so
feel like
weird in
the
his
Sicilian would have
stream.
been much better, but still, this
Acting like
Kalia
what?
can still be pushed into the XP, but I feel like considering how Art really loves the pick off, he might just pick it into a roaming position and give Legend something that can work around this Phobius. Of course, the CC still left out open. He can pick it up and just try to win out the lane because, of course, but oh, maybe, okay, they're gonna go Katot into the XP lane and force, get
This
the
guy
Sicilian
has been
into
streaming
the
for more than
hands
3
of Bid.
hours.
So this time around, it's going to be interesting. Bid is no longer stationary. He's going to be having much better time around against if there's Win
Hello,
trying to
Mobile
flicker
Legends.
in, take him down, and of course force him into a position he's not comfortable with. But let's see what Zohan's cooking up. Freddy, what do you think? They're going to go for Fredrin immediately, or they're going to wait?
I mean, they should not go Fredrin, honestly. They should not go Fredrin here.
Okay.
Because Sicilian and Phobia, I mean, you already have a
Hello,
Phobius. You
Joker.
put a Fredrin there. And now you're left with a Sicilian on the
What
other
is
side who's
this
just
red
free hitting on you, and
thing?
there is nothing that you can do about it. So
Hein?
I don't like
Where
the
is your
Fredrin right
kitty?
now for
They're
Zohan.
sleeping.
I would expect something
Okay.
That's a
else,
fake
and
CJ.
okay. That's
Not the
much
real
better,
one.
actually.
Much better or a little bit tough because Valir recently he got a little bit adjusted, right? His
More
ultimate. I'm not
drums
really
on the
sure if
Dogs
it's gonna
tournament.
purify the Kalia's pull. I think it does. Does it? I'm not really sure. I haven't played Valir against the Kalia yet, but still. Valir will be able to dish out a lot of HP-based damage to, of course, Kalia and Gatot. Gonna be able to force them back slightly, but of course, Sicilian has much better range, and once he comes online, he's gonna be dishing out more damage. And Sorar Moon still has the hero, so unless they ban out the Lucas, I feel like it's most likely gonna be a Lucas. If not, perhaps another assassin. But Hayabusa's banned out, so what are your options? I feel like it's just gonna be a Lucas. If not, because I don't think Suyo would be good in this game. What do you think, Cronus?
Nura, not a night owl.
Suyo.
No.
Nah.
Just best stop for a while.
Suyo. Lucas. I mean, Suyo can work out. You
Just
can get
best stop for a
Snowball and,
while.
of course, on their side. The Joy is a
Can
good
we
ban.
get 200
Fredrin
likes
is not
in
a
2
good pick.
minutes,
It's a good
Nura?
ban. If it
Can
was
we?
on the side of Eliminators, it could have been a good pick, but they have the Valir, of course, for Zohunt.
Yeah.
Here, Zohunt needs to lock down in
Just
a roamer.
7 more.
Just
7
go for a
more.
Tig.
Check my
That
voice
would be
reveal
really
in
nice
Discord.
here. But they still go for the Suyo. It's the only kind of jungler left. What are you going to go for? Alpha against
Let
the
me
Sicilian? You're
see.
going to have a hard time. Suyo has the only form of mobility and immune to try and get away from both Fate as well as Art. Or rather, Gatot Kacha as well as Kalea. So over here,
Where's your...
Suyo is good.
There
It's
is no
not
voice
bad. I
reveal.
wouldn't say that's a bad pick. Oh, no.
It was a girl talking.
This is the game changer. Clint.
Mr. Bolty. Mr. Bolty will be happy to see this.
He would be happy. He got the whole,
What the heck?
the cap and everything. Oh, talking about
Is that really a voice
damage
reveal?
weakness
Oh my
of
god.
Suyo. I feel like Eliminators took it very literally, and they're like, "Yo, okay, Suyo, you want a game?" And there we go. Sararmun, it's also one of his signature picks, the
Good night,
Julian.
Chanel. Take care.
I feel like Suyo's gonna be facing a lot of difficulties since he doesn't have the magic reduction anymore into his passive. There's Gatot, there's Sicilian, there's Julian as well. He's gonna be facing a lot of damage that he needs to be facing on. And the poke, don't even get me started. The Clint, it's gonna be an interesting one. This time around, I feel like Fate just
3 more,
has
guys.
much
3
better
more
timing.
likes.
I mean, much
3
more
more
comfort.
likes.
Not just laning phase, but I feel
What's
like
your
under team fights as
standard?
well. What do you think, Fredo?
I don't go to school.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see if this Julian works out or not, because with this kind of
Even Jenny is
composition,
like
of course, into the
super
backline, there's
tired.
going to be the Valir and the
Looks
the
super
Granger
tired.
poking you every single time. So I don't know if it'll work out or not.
Zohunts are in their head. Zohunt are in the heads of Eliminators. Let me tell you that. They already got in there, and now Eliminators need to find a way to make the comeback. They have a good draft. The Eliminators have a good draft. It's not bad. by any means. It does wonders. They have the extended range, they have the poke, they have a pick off, they have a single target burst.
Thank you,
They
thank
have
you.
everything that needs to
Thank you for
be
200 likes,
victory for their
guys.
side.
Hello,
But
Subham.
Zohunt
Min
just have the
Achihu.
mentality at this point.
Minute.
They have a
I
good draft. The
checked the
take was a good
Miawala.
pick indeed.
Hi, Jessica. Hello,
But
Toji,
I
please.
don't know if Eliminators will be able to withstand the
That's not
onslaught
CJ
that
Muli.
Zohunt have been
That was
bringing
fake
since
CJ.
game number 1. The comeback, and now they won one game, and then now they destroyed them in the previous one. So the confidence of ZOHUNT is high. They're looking to end this right here, right now. Will they be able to do so?
It's gonna be an interesting one, and we have both of the drops, and we'll soon see their spells as well as we head on. Both have decent drops,
Sunny
but
is
it's,
full of
you know,
energy,
just like you
really.
mentioned,
She looks tired
comebacks
to
after
me.
comeback, ZOHUNT is able to prove them
What
that
is she
they
doing?
will not go down, not easily. Instead, they're going to be the ones into the driving seat almost for basically 3 games, as right now we go into the match point, the possible match point for ZOHUNT if Eliminators does not, but there we go.
We go indeed, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of all ages, into the what could be possible final game of the night. Yes, you heard that. ZOHUNT are at match point in this grand final for the Northeast Underdog Tournament. 50,000 rupees up for grabs. Second place only gets 30,000 diamonds. That is a big difference. Will they want to get those Naruto skins? With the victors of this one will be able to do so.
Naruto skins on the line, guys, and of course under casting desk is Kronos, myself, Ray, and Fredo. But great pointer. If you want those Naruto skins, you better win it out, because you can't enjoy the benefits of tournament lobby always. Especially Zoraemon. Come on, I know you want those
Can you
Naruto
play
skins, alright?
Minecraft?
But
No,
yeah,
no, no. Hello,
so far,
Maximus.
look at the poke from Valir. Fredo, it's pretty clear that Valir is going to be pressuring a lot.
Who is
But
that? That's
is this a
Jenny.
deja vu of that game
Hello,
number 3
Cloudy.
where
This is the
Zohan
tournament,
was
yes?
actually leading the early game and Eliminators immediately came back?
This is a
What I like
tournament.
right here is both they have level 3 power spikes in the junglers, Fredo.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly the common thing between them.
What?
Oh,
Prime, he gets poked out way too much, forced to flicker as well, retribution forced out, and then they get the kill quite easily.
They know who to target this time, Fredo.
exactly. They do not want to face prime time again. So yeah, that's what's happening right now, and of course they'll be getting a lot of gold as well. Free
Nura,
hitting
who is
the red
that? Who is
shield
what?
and,
Did you organize this tournament? No,
completely?
no, no. It's just a watch party.
Almost. Mizo
Just a
goes
watch
in with
party.
the flicker as well. Sacred Hammer being used, and they catch him in place with
It's
those ropes.
the
Art is there to create
matches.
some space,
This match.
and has a Sakura skin already.
Yeah,
Eliminators
it's a
and
really nice
Zohan
one.
is playing.
I want to get it, but man,
Zohan with
I
3
do hate
wins
it. Someone
and
sponsored by the jokes aside, the
Eliminators
1-0,
with 1
one
win.
first blood, and it was Fade. I feel like Fade is obviously going to be targeted out,
After
and
you become
Clint
hell
having
girl,
much more
yes.
better poking game than him. It's
Okay, see ya, Molly.
until he
Take
gets a
care.
few more stacks, it's going to be, oh, do they want to commit? No, Flicker forced out onto the hands of Win. Turtle.
Nura tournament का नाम रख नहीं रख
you
नहीं
want to go in again?
रख
Yeah, Art is there.
रख
Mizo-san goes with the Sacred
Regina.
Hammer, gets 2. Cyclone Claws comes
नहीं.
into fray.
It's
Infernal
just
Pursuit is there.
mini
AOG connecting. They
tournament.
catch 2 indeed. Mizo-san as well as
Mini.
Win. They go through.
कोई नाम नहीं दिया.
Retribution on point from Mizo. That is
I will.
Dusty
I hope
indeed. He
that.
gets that
I hope that
Sarar Moon will be
Zohan
the
wins.
sacrificial lamb. They get that kill, and now ET will have to disperse.
Immediate response back from Zohunt, and into his turtle fight, they get the soup for themselves. Win on
Rabi
Terraphobia
रखो
is
तो
definitely showing why it's
कैसा
one of his
रखो?
favorite
But
picks
then
right now.
poster already.
Yep, of course.
I've
That's why he
already
wants to lock in, right?
posted
Lock in
the
the phobias,
poster,
lock
so
in the game.
maybe next time.
And with that, of course, able to provide the zoning and all the disruption of the backline. That's what I always say. With the phobias, that's what you do. For now, though, oh my god.
Art is not
Sakura
great.
looking really good here with that poke.
1-4-2 score, not much
छोड़
goal,
दो.
but yeah, already into the 3 minutes mark. 1K is pretty much. Oh, implosion.
Oh, they go through. Sanguine Claws is there, and they find the target, and that's gonna be the Sakura everyone's simping for right now. You can see AOG comes through from Legend, trying to catch Faden. He is able to get our harm, so using the flicker indeed. 1-for-0 traded, so ZOHUNT still ahead. I told you guys, ZOHUNT are in the heads of the Eliminators.
Talking about heads, do we have any pink head hero?
Hello,
Not skins, but do we have any
hi,
pink head hero?
Chant.
Like,
Bro
we
came
do
here
have.
to say I went to
Who
gym.
is it?
Who?
It's Sakura, right?
I think it's a skin, bro. Like, talk about, oh, do they want to go in? Oh, look at that.
Oh, you can see the tsunami slam. WrestleMania is already over, but it looks like they're trying to
King
wrestle once
wants some. What are
again.
you
But their
cooking,
heart
Jess?
gets taken down. A kill in the hands of Dusty Mizo. 3-0-1
Probably noodles.
for this Suyo. A Suyo snowball
Where are
is
you
hard
from?
to come
Kent.
back
I am
So
from Northeast
hopefully
Nagaland.
Eliminators have their plan set. Because they have late game. This is what they're
I
playing
am from
for.
Northeast
Will they be able to
Nagaland.
execute it though?
The Sakura slam was useless, you might say. But jokes aside, the turtle's gonna be coming up. Why did we not get a custom turtle though? It would have
Thank
been
you
pretty
for
nice if it was a different one.
subscribing,
But
Raywatch.
yeah, okay, Suyu is pretty far away, but I think they're just gonna be stalling it until he's
Thank you so much
gonna.
for
Oh, I feel
subscribing.
like Julian could have mentioned it out, but not enough information given. Let's see, Kalia gonna be. Look at that.
Oh, nice talk coming through from Legend on towards Win. Oh no, I don't know what he was thinking. He's
Can
definitely
you give me $1?
boy.
How
And
do
they
you
go
give
in
you?
for the AOG, and now they find the clock
How
back.
do you give
Mizo's
you?
is the first one to fall. Win is the next target as a Legend is creating the space. Sarar Moon along with Fate
I
and
thought you were
Bid trying
Assamese.
to take
No,
him
no,
down.
no.
Sangling Claws comes
I'm
into the
from
fray.
Nagaland.
Win should be easy pickings
Wait.
for
I am
Fate.
from Nagaland,
I don't
guys.
know what he was thinking.
Oh my god,
Mizo-san,
my back hurts.
not the miracle boy
Oh
that we
shit.
want to see.
Not the miracle boy. Yeah, his name might start with M, but it's not the miracle boy. But I want to see the items. Does Clint has the Sky Piercer as his first item? Like, genuinely. Yeah, he
Look at that.
got the Sky Piercer as first item. That confidence. I feel like maybe the rest of the members, Zohunt is in their head, but Fate, he's in a different thing. He's so confident that he
Nice,
went
nice,
first.
nice.
Oh, do they want to
I
commit?
want
No,
the
no,
red
no.
one.
They know, especially
Which
Art.
one?
He knows that he cannot
There
commit
is
to
no
Mizo-san
red one.
anymore.
There's
But
orange and pink.
that play, that was a blunder.
Yep, definitely. Blunders cannot be afforded anymore though, because both the sides, of course, Zohan slight lead, but it's very easy.
Oh, AOG comes through on towards Prime. They take him down quite easily.
I want the
Mizo-san once
horror.
again caught in
This
no
one,
man's
this
land.
one,
That's another
I bought
stack
it
into the
in
hands of Fate. That is 3
Night
Sky
Carnival
Piercers
when Jenny was
already. That's a
here.
30 stack,
We
and
got
he's gonna
one
start
each for
hurting a
both of
lot.
us.
I just
Kind of loose though.
realized that, okay, some poke, it's gonna be fine. I just realized
Is
one
that
of the first mages,
Gushan,
which is the
Bakti,
Nana, has
Bakti,
pink hair.
Bakaya?
And
Is
so
this
does Selena. How do you not remember that? Come on, but yeah,
Hanji?
mid lane, we see
Hanji.
a lot of HP being
Nura,
traded
tomorrow
off,
are you going
and
to
few
church or
recalls
not?
here
No,
and
I'm not
there.
going.
Next Lord,
Give
sorry,
me a
not
shout
Turtle is coming
out.
up in
Shout out to
15
Mythical
seconds.
Monkey.
Previous one was taken
Devil,
down
but
by
actually the
Eliminators,
devil is
first one by
watching us.
ZOHUNT. This one gives out the most HP and gold,
You're
and I
right.
feel like, of course, Dusty Mizo and Sarar Moon both won. Oh, look at that!
So lazy to
Oh,
watch
Mizo-san
this.
finally finds a target
Same
after expending a
here.
flicker,
I
but here
watch
they
this
get the
just every day.
shutdown on towards Fate.
I
He
get
couldn't
tired.
escape right there, and now
Not
instantly
tired,
you can
but
see they get the
I don't
tsunami
like
slam
it.
down on towards
Especially
Win.
I
So
hate
trading
washing
one
the
for
cooker.
one, but in the favor of ZOHUNT as they catch the goal laner. Fate is down and out. Now they will get
Mike,
their hands
oh,
on
Mike
the turtle
Duro where?
if they
Abi,
wish to contest.
Abi. Mike texting.
Oh, Prime?
Hello,
Prime?
1, 2, 3.
No, Bazooka.
No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But Cronus, I would love if you call it Sakura Slam. It would be pretty fun.
Sakura Slam.
Ain't no
Not
Sakura
Tsunami.
Slam coming through. I told you that he's a simp, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Ray is. Cheating on his wife right now. That's the juice.
Oh,
in.
Turtle goes
But at the
too?
same time, you can see retribution and not being missed out. Sarar Moon is able to get that indeed
ET.
quite easily. As
It
the
is-
rest of ZOHUNT,
Okay.
they want to take away this game quite now. As you can see, Art, tried to go for the title.
Noodles
slam,
bakay na
not
curry.
getting it
Too
just yet,
late.
but Prime able to pick up
Come
some
back
pieces,
from
able to
yapping
get
in
that tier
Jenny's
one on
stream.
the top
Hello,
side.
welcome back.
ZOHUNT evening out the
Welcome
goal
back
score
to the
slowly but
stream
surely.
B.
Yeah, they're trying to
Yeah,
use a
what
1
did
for
you
1 trade
yap?
on both ends. Not much goal difference when
Sign on the
21k,
grab and
22k
give
on
me the phone
Tsunami.
stand.
Sakura
Which
Slam.
phone stand?
Oh, Win forced to flicker
I
out.
don't
He
have
has
a
the
phone
infernal pressure to
stand.
buy enough time, but there's no
I have
backup
this
coming
one.
through. Faden comes through with the Searing Torrent. Will he be
This
able to
is
do enough
not
damage?
actually a
Mizo-san
phone
goes
stand,
in,
by the
that
way.
concealed play. Art trying to find him, and right now they get that Sacred Hammer coming through just
it's like-
to escape.
It's like
AOG
a
into the purple
paint
buff. They
stand.
catch Mizo-san along with Prime Legend. Buying
I
some
use
time
it for
enough
my
for a
phone.
jungler to make his way through. As you can see right now, they go for the tile slam. They
That
catch
one,
them.
which one?
Mizo-san, he can go for the
Still,
play.
your hair is
He
so
wishes not to
shaggy.
do so, not enough
Sales?
damage.
Can't
Press
help
just-
it.
Oh, goes for it with that flicker.
Oh, nice one.
And catches them off guard as he still pays the price nonetheless. There's no
Thank you,
damage
Mr.
present.
Monkey.
Shut down in the hands of Bid, who catches Dusty Mizo. So Eliminators have hit their power spike, but ZOHUNT just haven't yet.
अभी अगर फेस पे flashlight मार
if
के
it was some other
घूमोगे
mage,
तो
you
ना
know, like a burst mage, like a
I'll
veil or
I'll look like a
something, damn,
boot.
that would have been so good.
Boot,
But
boot.
Gara?
with a Valir, you don't get that. You don't get that with Gara. Gara doesn't burst.
No, the Gara is the veil. That's why.
Yeah.
Valir
Good
didn't get
night,
his
good night,
any
need to
skin.
go. Take care.
Come on, this is unfair. Justice for Valir, but jokes aside, that setup was pretty great, but the response from Art, that knock-up
Yep.
was there, and it's pretty clear why they were
Knock-up
able to win
was
out the team fight,
there.
and right now they're pressuring in, look at that.
Don't even care about the game. It's so
See
funny.
it right now, Mizo-san's forced to back out. He used the Sacred Hammer already. They are able to clear out the waves thanks to
Because
the range
all
coming
the
from
all the
Prime.
viewers are watching
But
from their main
Eliminators have
channel,
taken
not
control
here.
over
That's
the
why
river.
it's not fun.
Madara has entered the battlefield indeed. Will they be able to contest that one? ZOHUNT are trying to get that. Art has the tidal wave already. As you can see, Win is trying to create the space and Inferno Pressure come through, but enough damage. The range and raw burst and the true damage
My
from Fate
God.
is just enough to take him down. He went down in the blink of an eye. And right now, Mizo-san trying to enter and penetrate through the backside. Art goes through, and now you can see AOG being used as well. Art flickers forward. He gets the Tsunami
Mino
Slam
Capital.
down on towards Dusty Mizo.
Mi-
He gets
Mino
taken
Capital
down,
E
and he's
Vanam.
out of the battlefield
Oh.
as they secure Madara. And now Eliminators will be looking
Ah.
to push their way.
Yes.
Definitely
One
pushing
more.
their way in the mid lane already. And into the bot side, though, they need to take care of the wave
I was like,
management. They do
what
not
the
want to
heck?
waste this Lord away with the lead that
What
they
is this
have right
language?
now. So might
It's
as well
actually
take care of the
Lothar, right?
lanes, as they would like to take some turrets away at least
Where
with
are
this
you from?
Lord.
I'm from
But
Northeast
look at that,
Nagaland, India.
stacks. Oh my God, 44 already.
And actually,
this time, Fate,
Eliminators.
I mean, of course,
Eliminators
like
are
Ray just
dominating
said,
this
they
match.
got into the minds
Oh
of
god.
Eliminators, but Fate had
So
some other
we're gonna have
plans.
a
The
six
He wants to change
Skypiercer,
the fate.
match.
yep. He, of course, he wants a change of fate, and seems like Skypiercer got into his mind, before anything
Oh,
else. So yeah,
salah.
he's gonna Skypierce his
Naga
way.
Panda. Want some
Oh,
kuni
Art.
and
Tidal wave
pork.
coming through, and right now
I
he
don't
gets
want
a
a
tsunami
kuni,
slam on
I
towards
want
Mizo-san.
pork.
They're trying to get the connection, but he gets
Kuni
a
to you
nice
keep it.
explosion to the back line. He gets the Sacred Hammer as well, but there is no help coming through on their side as he gets a 2, and now they trade only 1. And finally, Fate finds a double, makes that a triple 3-for-2
Whoa.
trade. While it was looking dicey for Eliminators,
We're gonna have
Fate
a
pulls up. After a
match.
disappointing performance on the Irithel,
6.
he shows that he can indeed play that Clint.
Boy,
Yes.
Spirit, he got it from.
Come on,
I can't
man.
do it. Bolt is much better.
Zohan,
Bolt,
just
you
need
do
one
teach me
more
later on.
win, bro.
But okay, the Simizo finally gets the Malefic Roar, but until and unless there is, I mean, Mizo-san has been, like, except for that first blunder that he did under a
Hello,
turtle
son.
fight,
Hi.
after that he has
And
been trying to get at
no.
least 2 or 3 people into his implosion, but until they
Pork
can get
fat is
Fate
so
on
squishy
one
and
CC
juicy.
and take
Oh
him
my
down,
god.
I feel like
Only
the
when
chances of it
it's
coming
fresh.
back, it's pretty less. 12 minutes in, 5 minute stacks. Prime does have good enough
Only when it's
stacking
fresh.
on him. He's not behind, so he can bounce back, but the question is his team the AOG?
Oh, they get the. Oh no, it just misses completely. Nobody's there. They use the
Hello,
flicker
Nobody
on
here.
Heartsway.
Tukan,
1
Tukan,
minute for the Lord to come
Jather,
back up, but right now
Tukan,
Mizo-san gets
Jather.
caught out. You can see the second class there.
She more family
Nice
forgot
burst
about her
damage
son.
coming
No,
through
that's
with
because
the
you don't
enhanced
join my
sight
stream
as
that
they're now
often,
looking to
Sahala.
penetrate down the mid lane. He goes through as well. In exchange to get the knock up on towards Fate, and then Win
Yes,
second
but
class catching
we
Dusty Mizo. Win
मीठा है
goes through
क्या?
in front
हाँ.
pursuit, and now they get the kill still. As Fate is godlike, Art pays the price
There's
indeed.
smoked
It's a
pork
2
and
for
then
1 trade
fresh
after
pork,
Mizo-san
no?
went down early, and now Faden looking to dish out the damage from afar along with Prime, but they just don't have it right now. Eliminators are slowly looking to make that comeback possible.
I want to see the itemization because I feel like, okay,
think-
he is
Are
full
you
build.
gifting
He is fully
Naruto
built.
skin? Yes.
This is exactly what happened in the last
But
game
not
in the
today,
hands of
not
Prime,
tonight.
right? Prime was on 80 stacks, and now Fate is on 80 stacks. We don't really talk much about a clean snowball happening, but in this match, Fate is proving something.
Look at the burst.
Oh no, he gets the implosion, catches 3, but at the same time he gets to go down. Legendary Fate, nobody's gonna catch Mayo.
What tournament is
Straight
this?
on
this
towards
is
Faden.
War
He
Drums
can't get out. The
Underdogs
taunt is there, but the
tournament.
range and the true damage from Fate is way too much. Prime secures the kill on towards
Send me
Bid,
Naruto
and now the
skin
conceal
too.
into the Lord. So they want
You have
to
to
rush it
participate,
down,
bro.
as the Lord should be marching right now, immediately in towards the mid lane. As you can see, Eliminators
Masaday
want to
sing
call
na
it an
থাকে
end.
itu sing the
And
moi
you know, one of the
Muy
worst thing of
Saitama sih,
danger
itu
is
kan
that
nih.
to be on
Itu
the
kan
losing
nih.
end. Once you're into that snowball,
Itu
it's
kan
pretty hard to
nih.
stop you. But if you don't have
Asli.
it, this is what puts you. You're right now,
Indian
your head is
server,
against
yes,
a wall
yes.
right now. You have to bite the bullet because you cannot really defend. Look at
Oh
the
my
burst that's
god,
coming
look
in.
at
Oh
that
my god.
damage is nasty, absolutely nasty coming in from
Exactly.
Fate. And right now, he doesn't have the orange buff, but he has the immortality,
I
so he
hardly
should be
win
able to
anything.
survive. They
Same
don't get the inhibitor
here.
on the bot side. The Lord is already in the base, and
Same
Mizo-san
here. Same
is looking
here.
cool. Here comes the Tsunami Slam
Look
after a
at
nice
Nura.
4-man knock-up, but Mizo-san
No,
goes
I'm
through,
scared.
tries to get the implosion, but Fate is taken down low. AOG trying
I'm
to
scared
create the
because
separation.
Camera
Mizo-san uses
will look at
that
me.
conceal to try and get out of harm's way.
Finally found
It is an
F.
all-in
Satan
brawl
in
there. Aiden tries to get the kills as finally a double in the hands of Serar Moon. Make that a triple. Mid comes into the fray.
looks
Oh,
just
it
too
was.
fancy.
Catches them.
Yeah.
Mizo-san, the only one left standing.
Well,
What can a
we're gonna
lonely
have a
Tigreal
game
do
6.
in front
Game
of a
number 6.
cowboy and a vampire? Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, Eliminators are making the comeback alive as they take away Zohunt's dream of
GG.
getting that 4-1 or 4-2. Make it easy for Eliminators to try and make that comeback.
Oh my god.
This was needed for eliminators, of course.
Now
But
Cluster's
my
gonna
God.
gap
it's
for
needed
some
for
time.
fans as well to, of course, not end it on a game number 5 to push it into game number 6. And Zone still on the match point, but eliminators is bonding back immediately. Well, of course, the Clint being the surprise pick. Of course, Bolt is pretty happy about it,
Like the
and
feather
so
art
is
quality.
eliminators. And
Seriously, the
I'm
feather
gonna be
art
honest, like
quality sucks.
I
Yeah,
feel
to be
like
honest,
the
the quality
Suyo,
wasn't that good.
just the Mizo on the Suyo, he has not.
They were
It's not that he
lagging. There were
performed bad.
lags.
It was, of course,
And
he did
it
his
wasn't
absolute best.
smooth.
3-0 into the early phase, right until
Even though it
7
wasn't
minutes.
lagging.
It was pretty clear he was doing good, but it's pretty clear that he needed
Hi,
something else
Naruto.
because they were not able to catch Fate at all, right? The implosion were in a lot of the moments, except for
Who
that
won?
first time. A lot of the moments it was
Eliminators. We're
pretty
gonna have
perfect, but
game
the
number
Valir
6.
was. I feel like it was. I feel like they needed something else. So many times I feel like if they had some form of burst, they could have done something about it. And just like Kronos mentioned, I feel like they could have just committed to the Sicilian themselves. Like, why not just commit to the Granger Sicilian? I know, like, Win really loves to play that Phobius, but what can a lonely Phobius do? He was getting busted out in a split second. He got
Lonely.
Thanos stabbed so many times. Like, he
No
entered the
sweep.
team fight and
क्या
he
हुआ?
did not even
क्या हो गया
get the chance
तुमको?
to make one jump. He was gone mid-air, like poo, like that. It's crazy, and I don't think they were
Guys, how
prepared for
long
the
have I
Clint
been
either.
streaming?
I feel like they really needed the Sicilian. The Sicilian would have helped at least like to make sure Clint doesn't get too much into a comfortable position because Sicilian has the range. Valir does not. They made the mistake that Eliminators did, playing
Yep.
in a little bit of a less range. When you pick up the Granger, you need more range. Even the Farsa would have worked out. Honestly, they needed something else.
Well, I don't really know how to say
Yeah,
this,
200
but
likes complete.
of course, eliminators, right? Their draft, Valir did not have enough
Flowers. Oh
damage
my god,
actually.
really this time
But
Nura
other than
was
that, what
really
went
since
wrong,
she's
I feel
feeling
like
today,
was,
she's feeling
of
sleepy.
course,
To
the
be
goal
honest,
in this
very true.
time, I feel like
Very
the
true.
Clint was able to outpoke actually the Granger, which was forcing, the Granger. And that's the reason why, the Granger did not really work out because in the previous game, what happened was the Edithel, of course, the range is definitely there. You can actually, kite away from the bullets of the Granger. But with a Clint, it's hitting you, the double shot, it's hitting you every single time. And that's the reason why the Granger, he was out of position, actually was trying to gain advantage. Prime was trying to gain advantage, that first blood that happened. He was trying to gain advantage, but he was not able to do that because the Clint, he keeps hitting him with the double shots and that's the reason why, of course, that was just the downfall of it all. I mean, that's where it started, I guess, and that's it, I guess, guys.
Guys,
Yeah, I agree
if you
with that
haven't,
point as
if you
well.
don't, if
I
you
feel
are not
like
following my
definitely the
Instagram, then
Clint was
don't
one of the
forget to follow.
playmaker. I mean,
Okay, tomorrow I'm
just like
gonna
we discussed, right? Fate did not let Zohan
update
get into
a
their hands,
reel
and he
on how
played a
to
very confident pick.
register for
Even
the
his build
giveaway.
was extremely confident. He only
ठीक है?
had, of course, one recipe item, and he immediately built up the Sky Piercer. So he was confident and he really delivered it. And a lot of the times I feel like Mizo-san wanted to commit, but of course I feel like the mid lane was definitely a mistake. It's a good pick. Valir is no way in a bad pick.
Abundant
I love playing
floating
Valir
hotel.
as well, but I feel like they needed something else. Valir has the
Wow, so
poking, but they
scary.
needed range. They needed someone that could zone out Clint forcibly back so he doesn't get the position to dish out so much nasty damage because Tigreal and Phobius, they're the frontliners, they're getting disappeared. What is the
Bhakti,
marksman supposed
Bhakti
to do?
gayi. Bombardino Cocodilo. Acha.
And if you
Dish out the damage.
Yeah,
Marksmanship
Naruto
dish out the
skin.
damage.
RGID
But
is
again,
Nura Caroline.
no, but in this game it just didn't work,
It's
right?
Nura
Because the
Caroline.
CEO
Yep.
wasn't the best answer. I mean, it was a good
What
jungler, but
happened
it
to the...
wasn't the best. And just feels
Yeah.
like
You know,
Zohunt's draft
I don't want
is
to watch
hasn't been
because
good
I will
the
get
entire game
sad
except
if
for
I
that
watch.
one game where they pulled up with that Farsa, if I'm not wrong. So apart
Yep.
from that one
Hello,
game,
Skip.
there hasn't
Yeah, you're
been a
gonna
good
late.
draft coming out from Zohunt, and that goes to show that they need to work on their draft. And again,
True,
let's
yeah.
not forget they're playing for the mistakes of eliminators. I'm saying this time and again because
Yep.
4 games they were playing for the mistakes. They won 2, and eliminators took the 2. Right. The only one game where they
It's
played
Gullick
really well to their
63
own
from
pace and their
Hongdae.
own draft was the one that they won clean in a dominating fashion.
Re.
That was because it was prime time. But now, for this next one, I'm not really sure.
It's gonna
Yep.
be interesting, of course. Oh, look at that! Just like you mentioned, Kronos, the Winter Crown, making sure that even if Mizo-san desperately tries to, Winter Crown gonna be there, and he's just gonna be standing with the Bad Feast, not gonna be
Nura,
able
me
to
join VC
getting caught
now.
off at
I'm not in
all.
VC.
And of course, the
What do you
Kalia
want to
going for
talk
full
about? What
tanky
do you want to
build.
announce?
Clint going for full burst
10
and
weekly pass
immortality just in
giveaway
case. And I feel
from
like
your
the
side, Jax.
immortality did not even get popped off. He survived at 1 HP. Classic
Mouse.
builds on the
Yep.
other hand.
No. Mouse is
I just
from
feel like
and
Fate,
esports.
not sorry, Fate
And
Prime
esports, even
was
the
trying his
keyboard
absolute
is
best. He had good
from
stats.
the
He also has a Blade of
and
Despair as well, one of the most
esports.
expensive items in the game. So he was basically catching up to Clint as best as he could. But what can he, like, he was dishing out the damage, but the frontliners as well as the pickoff was so great from the hands of not just Art, as well as, except for 1 or 2 few missed AOGs, I feel like a lot of the times it was putting ZOHUNT in so many positions where,
This girl
because of
only
the
give
AOG, they were
Essie.
not able to dish out the damage. And
Essie.
Win and Mizo-san, they got separated from their team,
So
where
no
basically
any
the
no mainland
the
India.
damage dealers were separated completely in the back end, and they were in the front
Company
end
kya
fighting for their
and
lives as they got
esports.
Thanos snapped
And
away by the
esports
nasty
kaya
damage that came in from the
ANT.
210 stacks of the
I don't know.
Sicilian, and of course Clint
It
with
was
that
gifted.
80 stack Skypiercer.
It's like
Yep. Lot of
it's
gap.
been
Lot of gap.
it's been years
Again,
that I have this
Fredo, say it.
keyboard and mouse
Yeah.
now.
All you heard is 80 stack Skypiercer, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
ANT.
Because this
Twinkly
guy,
over his
no, I
head.
Gold
mean,
blinking.
yeah, I mean,
This
see, the
keyboard
way
and
Ray
mouse
explains
was
things, right? I
gifted.
mean, that's a coach kind of material, kind of explanation, right? I'm just a normal
Thank you.
caster.
CSGO
No, I
क्या
think
है?
you should keep,
Computer
brother.
question hi.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I did understand. I mean, the summary is, of course, Fate. He did play very, very well. That's the whole summary of Fate. But yeah, if you want the details, then of course you
Pro
can turn.
summarized
I mean,
like
yeah,
ChatGPT.
turn back, turn back and
Counter
listen
Strike. Oh my,
again.
मेरे से नहीं
But
होगा.
yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking of one thing the
मेरे से
entire
नहीं
time. I just
होगा.
wanted to forget it, and that is like Multi would definitely love the fact that the Clint was picked, but it defeated the team that he's supporting. So what would be his reaction? I was just thinking about that, but talking about his reaction later. This time ZOHUNT is on the
Oh my
blue
god,
side,
my
Eliminators
hair.
on the
What
red
am I doing with
side,
my hair?
and the red side has not favored Eliminators.
Okay.
चिड़िया का
Okay.
घोंसला जैसा
Let's
हो
see if
गया
Fate
है
can
मेरा
change that. But
मेरा
of course, ladies and
बाल.
gentlemen, this is gonna be the game number 6. Yep, game number 6. And 3-4-2. ZOHUNT is still on the match point, but Eliminators are looking
Someone
strong as
behind
ever.
you.
Their draft
Yeah,
has
that's
been
my other
excellent.
half.
They missed out a few times with few mistakes, and ZOHUNT was able to take it. But right now, they are looking strong as ever. Fate, especially after
Good
that
night,
underwhelming
son.
performance
See you
into that game
tomorrow.
on the Airtel, he's coming
I
back,
hope
and
this
let's
is the
see what
last
he
match.
has in store in his inventory.
Jenny
And see
कहाँ है?
what
Oh my
it's, of
god.
course,
Look,
intercasting
look how
players.
she
It's
is
Kronos, myself,
streaming.
Ray, and Fredo. Let's see what this game entails so far. The draft has been pretty honestly predictable. The respect to Masha, the Moskov, and of course the Zushin, as well as the Matilda. Matilda is not going to be giving the light of the day, even when she was opened, which was questionable, honestly. But let's see, Eliminators, what do they leave out? I think it's definitely going to be the Kalia band. So I feel like ZOHUNT is pretty hesitant on picking up the Lucas, though, because I feel like Dusty Miso hasn't played the Lucas, right?
म्यूजिक
think not.
करते
Yeah.
हैं
He
करते
has
हैं
not.
क्या?
I feel
I
like,
want
I feel
has
like
not.
it's
reverse it.
Hero
Oh my
Pool
God.
or Comfort. Maybe
It's
either.
not about hero pool, man. I've seen Dusty play a lot of times, the Lucas. But
So
the thing
why
is,
not?
with the
My
Lucas,
YouTube is getting
I mean,
hanged.
Eliminators could not
Okay.
pull off the Lucas.
Hello, Zenitsu.
So,
Welcome
yeah.
to the stream.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I'm not blaming Eliminators, but yeah, that's the kind of hero it is. It does not work against certain drafts.
True, true, agreed. But they give away the Kalia though. Gonna be good because it's gonna be Mitsu-san is also one of his specialty. It's pretty interesting that both of the sides have. Oh,
Ooh, nice one. I like that. Sicilian, just pick it up already.
come on, come on,
Or
come on, come on, come on,
even,
come on.
I wouldn't say Jawhead right now. Sicilian, or go for the Suyo.
I think they want to go for
Joy.
something else.
Joy better. Joy is much better here. Just
Joy
because
is
you can
much
get
better.
into words, yeah, you can get on top of the Granger, you can try and escape and dive into the back line directly. Hayabusa is still open though, so I'm not sure if Dusty plays the Hayabusa, but a Joy
he
would
played
really
once.
works wonders. Ah, I just said don't go for the Jawhead, bro.
Come on, Dusty. I know you're
Oh
listening.
yeah.
Okay, they picked up. They got
I
two pickups.
literally
Oh,
just
oh,
said,
oh, oh, oh,
yeah,
oh.
Whoa.
it's over. This is over. It's over, folks. Close your screens.
Jover.
Let's move on to the next game already. The chip
Zo
coming
Zo
through.
over.
The hell
Chip,
Jenny is
Granger,
showing.
Padang,
Yeah.
the wombo combos.
Hello,
Why they have the
girlfriend.
range? It all comes down to if Harriet can lane better than the Granger, of course. That's literally the win condition so far in the first phase. And looking at the fact that they've already revealed who's their EX laner, who's their roamer, both are single target. So they're probably going to go with someone who has AoE in the mid lane. So take out the Vexana would be absolutely amazing. But they take out the Fredrin instead. The Sicilian taken off the table. Yes, that's a good ban. But I think Eliminators might have to pick up the Vexana themselves.
Oh, she's eating.
Wait.
Hmm.
I don't really know why they
Vexana.
committed to Jawhead. I feel like they could have let it out. It's not much of a big deal. I feel like it's gonna be a mistake for them. It might just make it a score 3-3 because I really agree with you,
She's
Kronos. I feel
eating,
like
guys.
Jawhead was just not it. I mean,
It's just unnecessary. I think you're
There's
just taking it because you don't want
so what the heck?
Eliminators to take it. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
denying the pick, but
Talaga
it doesn't work. You
satme.
already have a pick off. You need an
Satme,
AoE.
kya?
Gatot Kacha was just right there. I don't know why they didn't go for it.
Nura,
Even
didn't
better,
you sleep
they
at the...
get
No, I
that
couldn't.
Alpha now. Alpha with the chip. I would have liked the
These days
Suyo, to
now,
be honest.
my...
Alpha
can't
Suyo
sleep.
chip combo is absolutely lethal.
Yesterday
But they went for
also,
the Alpha
I
right
had
now.
to...
Suyo, Granger is
I
going to be there
stayed
in the
up
goal
till
lane. They have the
4.
range. They have a team
Couldn't
fight. They have
sleep. I was trying
AoE,
to
true
sleep, but
damage.
then
Nah, bro.
I
You
wasn't
gotta
able
pick
to.
up what? They need a jungler as
Yeah, I
well
woke up.
as a mid laner. I don't see. It's gotta be something like a Vexana. Don't tell me you wanna go Carmilla in the jungle.
Mm.
it was right. I was thinking.
Joy.
Yep, they go Vexana. They go Vexana. They have to go Vexana, and they go Suya, of course, trying to snowball out of the situation. But we'll have to see. I feel like I don't know why they could have. Honestly, you don't want to go for Sicilian, fine. You don't. Fine.
Sicilian is
Take
banned.
Barca.
You could have just went in
Zohan
for
banned
Valen.
Sicilian.
Yeah, like you could pick up the Farsa. You could have also
Cook nahi
picked up
laga hai,
Farsa.
so
It's one of
soya
the
chips
comfort.
ka hai.
Yeah.
Farsa is
Is it
good.
cook
Eve
laga?
is good.
I have
Aurora
YY.
is
I don't
really
have
good.
soya chips anymore because
Bavaria is also
I ate
even good.
everything.
There's a
I
lot.
have
Lu Yi.
YY,
Lu
but
Yi's banned out, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot
I
that
don't
they
want
can
to
pick
eat
in the mid
now.
lane right now.
I don't want
Pharah
to
is
eat
even
one.
better.
I have bread
That
and
is just
butter.
perfect.
Nice.
Nasty.
Nice.
Honestly,
I
Now
could
we
have
have a
eaten
game. Now we
bread
have
and
a game.
butter.
Finally.
even I feel bad. Even
Finally.
I
You
feel like
just want
it's
to see it go all the way to the game 7.
Oh my god, these two.
it's so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so over. It's so over for ZOHUNT, honestly, because Eliminators they're going for, of course, this classic combo of bid on the farmers and of course ship onto the hands of Art, and it's gonna be really nasty because I feel like ZOHUNT does not have the proper
Sorry.
response for any
Shishi
of
incoming.
this time around.
Oh my
Even
god.
like why the
If
Jawhead
Shishi
against the
then
Badang,
had
it's just
to
gonna get nullified
again.
immediately. You're not gonna be do anything against it. If anything, you're gonna get punched
ये
back,
क्या
fisted
चल
back,
रहा
just like
है?
Volty likes to mention. There's not enough range either.
Farm is
The
big,
only
guys.
possible way they
Farm
can
is
really
big
bounce back is
by
like Prime going
meters.
Super Saiyan or whatever, like the language for the Leonins is. That's the only
I'm
possible.
sleepy night,
I don't
guys. Good night,
see
good
it.
night, B.
Honestly,
I'm
like
also sleepy, but
I
then what
supported
to do? I
Zohan
have to
making a
stream
4-2,
till the
but this time
last.
around, honestly, even I feel like eliminated too much of a strong draft against what Zohan has pulled up.
You know why he doesn't see it, Fredo? Because he don't got his glasses on right now. That's why.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, that's probably a reason. Or he's blinded by the fact that Zohunt has a Kalia on their side because that's what he likes to see. But yeah,
I like fish.
Hello,
Fish is
Remote.
yeah,
nice.
uh,
Welcome
coming
to the
back though to
stream.
the point. Oh, seems like Eliminators, they have a good draft, but do you think their mid lane does lack a little bit of damage?
I think the
No,
damage is
not
gonna
really.
be, yeah,
Damage
damage
is
is
gonna
gonna
be
come
even
here.
more. Yeah,
Yep.
because the Faramis second skill Ghostbusters, basically the more people that are closed up together, the more damage they dish out. And with the chip, he's
I
What is this? Like,
as the chains combos
I'm
like a
not
crossbow.
Remote. I'm not.
So is looking dire right now. It's like they're playing for from eliminators unless
God, what
they
is
get
this?
nice two pickoffs in the early game. Because if you ask me,
You
I just run
go
for
raya,
3
guys.
purifies with a flicker. Because right
Okay,
now, ladies and
finally.
gentlemen, you are watching, of
Final.
course, War Drum Games Northeast Underdog Tournament. It is the finals of the top dogs. As you're taking a look at two of them, yes, they are indeed ZOHUNT on the
Thank
blue
you,
side,
Remo.
Eliminators on the red. Mobile Legends 5v5,
Hello,
50,000
Neosis.
rupees, along with 30,000 diamonds on the line. As you can see right now, we are in game number 6. Will ZOHUNT take it all, or will Eliminators even out the score? Your casters, Kronos, Array, and Fredo to bring you the action, as let's get to see who will reign supreme.
Absolutely, Crow knows, and this game is obviously going to be an interesting one because time and time again, Eliminators have had the better, stronger draft, but it's pretty obvious this time around. The only possible way, just like you mentioned, is the mistake, playing around those mistakes, or if getting those early pickoffs. But even if they get those early pickoffs, if it's not Fate, if they do not disable
Hello,
enough, who
Malin.
has the Purify, so
Why
there's
am I
no
so
pickoffs
good
that's
at
going to be
Kalia?
coming
Oh
in
my
from Win.
God.
Okay, Win is already experienced on Kalia, that is a good one. But okay, but
Self-obsession
Mizo-san, I think they
is a
really need to coordinate
disease.
it because
Jax.
they need to take down Fate as much.
You
Ed
need
is
to
going to be
get
having a better time,
vaccinated.
but a lot of
You
poking
need to
in the
get
mid phase.
vaccinated.
Oh, you can see Mizo-san already taken on low, below half HP. He has the ejector right now, can force the occasion, but there is no backup. Faden doesn't want to contest. Faden doesn't want to bite the bullet, but at the same time, you can see Win gets the clear on the XP side. Art is there as
Oh my
well. They're
God, I hope
trying to
Zohan win
find
this
a
match.
pickoff as they are looking to suppress Mizo-san as much as possible.
Absolutely.
both the junglers will be able to get their level 4 though quite easily. No problems, but let's see who gets the
No
first blood because that
problemo.
will be a turning point. And of course, Art is looking for something.
Yeah, he's looking for something in
Win, win,
Legend is
win.
there.
Oh, shut
No,
up.
Win is gonna be the target.
Shut
Oh, he
up,
never checked out.
Jax,
He's gonna
shut
help
up.
and the heal coming through from the kit of Kalea. That's right. Sakura Simps are gonna be smiling for that one, but you can see Mizo-san gets the ejector on towards them. Nice Terrify Chain CC combo to get Legend indeed
Wow.
just before the turtle, so advantage ZOHUNT.
They get it, and one kill. But it's a little bit of, what do you say, a deja vu from that game of CEO where Zohan did,
No,
obviously,
I'm faceless.
Dusty got the 3 kills
I'm actually
in
a
the early
devil.
phase, but later on, it just did not work
Whoa.
out. Oh, Win, a lot of poking.
I mean, it looks like she's dealing a
I
lot
love
of
this
damage, but
song.
she isn't,
Taylor Swift song.
Legend
Yeah,
got
she is.
bursted. But yeah, anyways, 2-4-0 into the board, and they're looking for more mid lane.
Oh, mid lane's gonna be the one that's under siege. Faden has the clear. ZOHUNT are looking to try and take this game away. ET do have a nice team fight composition. Any single team fight in their favor, the tides will turn around.
I love that you said, because Kalia's second skill is tidal strike. It matches the
My
rhythm, but
dad is the
anyways,
chef.
Kalia so far has been winning
Zara,
out the
you
late
too.
because of Surge of Life, the passive, the healing is there. Do
Yes,
they want to pick
Zara.
off? No, the Faramis uses up the
You're not
Purify
sleepy?
immediately, so that is one ultimate used up, but at the cost of the Purify. So I feel like Mizo-san, if the communication is
Mizo-san?
really right,
Who's
they can commit to it.
Mizo-san?
But top
Oh,
lane!
Zohan.
Oh no,
Oh.
they go with the fist break, fist crack combo.
Yeah, I
they
love
get win
Taylor Swift.
finally after a long,
love her.
hard fought time. And now with the
Tournament
short
lobby
being dropped
ka
down as well, they are
Oh,
trying to
oh.
go
kia
ahead.
Bot side, bot side.
Simha
We see
VC.
in the bot side, the
Mm,
target is going to be Fate.
Have
He
to
realizes
ask
that gets
someone
out
for
of
that.
harm's way. Doesn't
Funny,
want to
kasi
risk any single thing.
can't apply now
Yep.
because even if I apply now, they won't
I
give
mean, the
me.
fate of Eliminators lies in the hands of Fate right now, so
What's
he
the
does want to make
score?
sure, you know,
3
doesn't
2.
want to get caught out like the
Zohan
last time he
3
did.
and
And of course,
Eliminators
he's on his
2.
Granger pick right now, so, you know, much more responsibility, wants to prove that he is one of the top Granger
Lana
players
Del
as
Rey.
well.
Yeah, I love her too.
Bro wants to be the Granger main, like, but yeah, jokes aside though, the next hurdle is gonna be spawning in 4 minutes. Oh, with the mid lane, it's dicey.
Faden goes down. Here comes the Spear of Alpha, but at the same time, Mizo-san is able to buy time. He flickers out, and so does Legend, and they catch him off guard. No, he doesn't, but still pays the price. He was just, whoa, 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 and then he dies indeed.
Yep.
Whoa,
Oh my
whoa.
god. Pendulum of woes happening here in the
Oh my
caster's
god, I've
desk. Of
never
course,
streamed this
these two
late.
teams keeping us on the edge of our seats at all times, not letting Kronos rest, not letting us rest as well. But now,
Oh my
seems
god,
like Art
Remo.
has some other plans.
Relax.
He has other plans indeed, but Prime drops down to the mod force, but you can
Don't
see at the same time they come in with the Nether Realm and the shortcut. Dusty Miz is
He
going to be the
feels-
target. He should be taken out quite easily. He has the Blade Surge, and Ferrar Moon cutting his path off, but here comes Win. He has the title strike. At the same time, they go for the ejector. Win is the target with that Tsunami Slam, and the Eternal Guardian being used as well, but Fate has the damage. He has the bullets. He will shoot them down as he gets Mizo-san, and the rest of ZOHUNT will have to
Mizo-san
run away
is-
as ET got what they came for.
Exactly, you know, and this is what I was talking about. They got a few kills at the early game, but is it going to be mattering because they have the teamfight composition into the hands of Eliminators? Art and Bid is just going to be shining too much. Okay, looking at the itemization, good. Finally, Vexana does get the glowing wand, so a little bit of anti-heal, but look at that. This is a
Hello,
difference
got
between, you know, Fate
violated
as well as
in the what the fuck?
Prime. Fate likes to
Raven,
go for the
hi
Sky
Raven.
Piercer. Like, he likes to rush it immediately, but
Your
Prime
voice
obviously
makes me
likes to go
fall
for
in
the
love
third
with
item.
you.
So that's a little bit of a
Aw,
difference that I like to point out. But oh,
that's
he's
very
going
sweet.
for fleeting time, isn't it? Yep, fleeting time into the hands of the Chip. Why do I forget this raccoon's name? I call him Raccoon, Rocket the Raccoon, but yeah, jokes aside. Flicker, not in the hands of
Oh.
Win. What?
That just reminds me of something, but oh, look at that other side. Win. Fish crack, but yeah, he's able to escape. Liquor
What
force
did it
out
remind
though.
you?
The Rocket Raccoon thing, you know, that in the Avengers, the Marvels thing, I
Yep, that's what I'm
actually,
talking about.
yeah, I never actually had that resemblance in my mind, but you finally put that picture now, I can't unpicture it.
Yeah, but guess what? The picture comes down with a shortcut as well, and they all come through, and Legend goes with the fish crack, fist break combo. At the same time, you
Chronos,
can see Mizo-san
caster,
can't really do
casting,
much. Went in for the ejector play with a flicker,
commentary.
gets caught out, and
So
now
good.
Art is there. Legend flickers forward once more. As you can see, they come through with that Nether Realm. The dive is online from Eliminators, and they're slowly starting to take the game away from ZOHUNT. And now you
Not
can
a
see they go on
keyboard. I'm a
towards
human
Win. The
being.
target is him. He has to focus and get out as he
I am a
flickers.
human being.
And now the turtle is up. It's the third turtle of the game. Now will they be able to get that in their hands?
Free turtle soup again and again as Eliminators basically secures all the buffet for themselves, and they're beefed up. 3,000 gold lead. Concealed in the mid lane though.
Oh no, but the Spear of Alpha Kanesi finds 2 and 3. But at the same time, Zaman Force drops down.
my
Prime is
God,
dancing
Dawn.
around the land of Dawn, and they get the clapback shut down onto words. Sarah
Yeah,
Moon
long
as they
stream
get
tonight.
Legend in the process as well. Bid is down and out, but he comes back as Fate is there, using the Death Sonata to kite out as Art. Ever so patient, waiting for Legend and Sarah Moon to come through, and he can drop down the shortcut. He's trying to go through right now as he has the skills. He definitely has the crash course. Doesn't want to commit just yet. He can drop it down. I'm just waiting for him to do so. No, he just wanted to get that buff and get out.
Makes sense though. He's not
Oh
going to
my
be using
gosh.
the ninjas as symbol. I
Stop
call
it,
but
Jax.
it's ninjas because of course it's allowed to collab. Oh, mid phase though. Do they want to commit?
Oh yeah, you can see at the same time they do pop in the Nether Realm and Zaman Force drop down, but you can see Legend buys enough time, everyone taking
Oh
down low,
my
but you can see
goodness.
fullback coming through and the Spear of Alpha connects as well. They got 3 in the
Fate.
process, and
Oh,
now they
shit,
trade
shit.
2. Faden in the back line can only run away as Fate has the Death Sonata. He could get him at a single point, but they get the clear indeed thanks to the help of the Eternal Guardian, and now using the Synchrovision, Prime is trying to find the clear, but they will get that tier 1 in the mid lane. ET find an answer and get that 2k goal lead back again.
This has been brawl, isn't it, Fredo? Because the last 2 minutes, it was ZOHUNT trying to take down, but then again, Eliminators like clap back immediately. This game is pretty much, honestly, pretty good pendulum, but it's pretty clear it's favoring on 3,000 gold lead into the hands of Eliminators.
क्या चल रहा है?
Well, suffering and entertainment in the
Zohan का
same way, these players are, making us
बर्बाद
suffer, but
हो
of course
रहा है,
entertaining
क्या करें?
everyone out there with this level of
अभी वो लोग
intense. Like
मदारा
this,
को
this is
मारेंगे.
so good. But of course, it's good as long as it lasts. But after that, you'll be regretting if you lose out that 50k prize pool, right? So yeah, they're playing for that right now, and both these teams really serious. Fate.
Oh, they get that fist break, fist crack combo, but you can see in the
Oh,
back line,
shit,
Art gets the
Vexana.
shortcut down on towards Fade and forces the flicker out. At the same
Hi,
time, Conceal comes
Insta.
through as well. Crash Course is there, and they want to get the
Just
Terraform towards him.
mocking
Fade is the target.
Insta.
Eternal Guardian gets
What
taken down. Dusty
the-
Mizo's there coming through, trying to find the clear into the wave. But at the same time, you can see Win is there with the flicker. Tries to get the title strike with the Tsunami Slam, and he finds it. Zaman forces drop down as
Oh my
they're trying to do
God,
the
please
damage.
don't
Spear of
die,
Alpha coming
guys.
through, and
Oh,
Prime will have to
shit.
run away as Mizo-san is left for dead. And Legend comes through with the play once again, and he finds Win in the process. The Lord is up. Seems like Eliminators want to call it an end, and they are confident and rising high.
kill
Who they will
Pierre,
take
please.
this Lord. It's 10 minutes in the game, but it's feeling like
Are
a
you a
long one
time
already.
traveler? Because I see you in
You
the
are
future.
right on point about
Oh
that,
my
because I
God.
just did not realize it's been 10 minutes. I felt like it was minimum 15, but yeah, it is a pretty long game, but pretty fast. Oh, the assemble on bottom
Yeah,
lane.
I don't log in.
Prime. Oh
If-
my
if,
god. They knew he did not have the
If
purify,
I
and they
you
just
see
made
me,
good use
if
of
you
it.
see me online after my stream,
And now they're pushing
that's
down the
not actually me.
structures.
Jax. Sad.
Look at the minions pushing up top side as well. Lord
Yeah,
marching down as well.
Q-Nate.
Just all they need right now is
What game
good
is
lane
this?
management, and they can actually make it happen.
This game is
Because the farm lead as well. It's decent enough, and we can take a look at the Sky Piercer stacks of Fate right now.
Mobile Legends.
I think he has around what, 60? Oh no, 40. Okay.
40.
564 though. On to that.
Bro, it's
passes.
too good. Look at the goal. Just one more item.
I think it's gonna be a Rose Gold, but oh, look at that.
Oh, nice title strike coming through. Tsunami Slam is there as well, but you can see the Nether Realm helping them survive. He goes for the fist break, fist cat combo. They get 2 in the process. Triple kill in the hands
we're
of
gonna have
Fate.
game number 7 again.
906 KDA on this Granger. He is unstoppable. 80 Sky
Oh my God.
Gets
Because
himself
this
the
is,
Maniac. Misses
Oh
out on the
my.
Savage, but he is a savage indeed.
I guess
Eliminators
so.
make the comeback 3-3. We are
I
going
guess
to a game
so.
number 7, folks.
We
My
knew
God.
it was
Hello,
coming. We knew it was coming. We tried to
FJN.
deny it, but it was the inevitable after all. Game
Game
number
number 7,
7.
guys.
These teams are here to give us, of course, ZOHUNT
This
first,
tournament, this
first
is
one to get to the
War
3-pointers,
Drums,
but Eliminators immediately
underdogs
bouncing back with
tournament.
1 from 3. Right now the score has been equalized,
think
and this
I
leads
could
us
spend my
to, of
whole
course,
life looking at
the
you
main
first.
cinematic.
Oh my God,
The
Remo.
history maker. Game number 7 is going to be on the history of India forever. Of course, this is a special one, and let's see how
I am
Eliminators
becoming
and
an
ZOHUNT
owl.
try to figure it out. Right now, it was
My
really
mom is
clear
gonna
that
scold
for
me.
a few minutes that ZOHUNT was into the hands of Eliminators, but it's pretty clear the sides have been switched. It is 3-3 right now, and Eliminators are looking strong as ever. Better draft
Sometimes,
overall.
you know,
They
I
have
feel
been
like
nailing
they
it. ZOHUNT has
intentionally
been playing
extend
around
the
the six,
game.
but Eliminators are right now awake with caffeine. Maybe
I
Prime
feel
is
like
on the
that,
other side,
okay?
but they are the one with energy drink right now, and they're not going to be sleeping
All is
until they
cold,
get that
yes.
50,000 cash prize and leave ZOHUNT with 30k. And I know Kronos, you love to make that Prime drink joke as well as the thick of it. You know, I remember it very clearly.
Bro, you
You
gotta wait for it. I
never
was
say
gonna bring it
before
out in the
1
last
a.m.
final game. You kind of ruined it now. Oh my God, it was prime time the entire time, but not yet. So I mean, now I can't say the thick of it anymore. But I got another
You
one up
can.
my sleeve. Don't worry. Don't
You
worry. Don't
do.
I've
worry.
been
That's why.
casting for
That's
like
why. I knew your
6,
sleeve is
7
like very
matches.
big. Mine one is just small though. But
You know.
That kind of energy they have.
Ah,
You know what
okay,
they say
now
about
that's
people with big sleeves?
Jeet kaya, har
nah.
gaya.
what do
What
they
is it?
say?
What is it? What do they
Is
say?
it something that we can say here?
Yeah, you gotta have a
No.
big coat or a big shirt.
Okay.
Your
Yeah, I mean,
question
we're wearing
always
shirts.
accurate.
We're wearing shirts
Okay.
here.
He's
Mm,
wearing the coat.
Okay.
Makes sense. He's
oh
got a
yeah.
bigger sleeve.
Okay, so we're going literal meanings here. Okay, fine. I was thinking it's something of a double meaning, but yeah. Okay, that's it then. But yeah, let's talk about the game, guys. Let's talk about the game.
Hey,
I mean,
but
what went wrong? Yes.
what went wrong was Ray said he has a short sleeve. But yeah, what went wrong in the game is the fact that ZOHUNT
Ay,
were waiting for another mistake from Eliminators. But it just didn't
Yep.
happen. It just went completely wrong in the draft. As soon as he saw the chip against the Herod, and they were forced on the
wow,
Vexana,
Janito,
going
she
on a
stopped
jungle
streaming.
hero that's not the best against an alpha. I mean,
Just one
Suyo is
more
good, but
match.
against an alpha, he kind of gets countered. If the alpha has a good
Oh,
snowball, and
do
that's what alpha
prediction in
had,
our tournament too. Okay.
with that Faramis on
Okay.
top,
Score is
looked
3-3.
like a cake ready to eat.
You
Hey.
got me
Lulu is
hungry,
that
bro. It
BK
is
Kokor.
midnight. Do
Where?
not mention cake. I need a different kind of cake right now. But yeah, jokes aside, though.
Okay.
What? You've never
This
had
guy.
different kind of cake?
He said he needs a different kind of cake. But okay,
Yeah, one
let's
that
leave
can
it.
fill me. One that can fill me because I'm really hungry. I'm pretty empty right now. But
What did he say?
Fredo's
I mean,
Fredo's losing his
okay,
cake.
let's keep it at that, Ray. Let's keep it at that. You don't want us to get cancelled, right? Of course. At
Why
least
would
no.
you
I
get
mean,
cancelled over cake? What is
no,
this
not
culture?
by,
This
not
is
by.
insane.
Man,
You're trying to get me
okay.
canceled, Ray. I
Yeah,
know.
I'm thinking
You're
about
trying to get
Kronos, man. I'm not thinking about
Why?
why.
Bro,
Because
bro's trying
he's
to get me
okay. I don't want to say it anymore, but yeah. Okay, let's talk about the game, guys. Come on, man. Let's stick to the game. Let's stick because once we start diverting, Ray takes us all the way to his Delulu land where we cannot come back anymore.
Alright,
So
they
yeah,
were so bad,
let's
but
stick to the
waiting
game for
Great
now. So
for it
yeah,
to end.
talking about the game,
Take
Harriet,
watch
of
the
course, the
stream in
chip
your
pick was
shower.
so good from Eliminators, and I mean the thing is, people have forgotten that Art himself is a most probably you can say the best chip player out there.
Sus.
Sometimes on par of one of the top global as well, you can say. So this guy, don't give him chip anymore. And I mean, in the first two games, Zohan tried to out macro, but he cannot out macro a chip. On top of that, put on a Faramis as well. So all those engages coming in,
How are
just
you
totally
surviving
nullified by
that?
that Nether Realm. And that's how Eliminators were able to win those team fights as well. And Legend, oh my god, his sets were so good, especially those Swiss cracks at the right time, just not letting people escape. Right after the enemies use a dash, he goes in with that, blocks their path, and of course, after that, Fate is just free hitting.
Absolutely. And look at the
I'm
item
from
gold
India.
and level difference between the
Northeast
gold laners.
Netherlands.
Like Prime, he's level 11 with 2 items building towards
I
the third.
expected
He doesn't
this,
even have the third
what's with
recipe
this
item.
high,
On the
high,
other
high?
hand, Granger is fully built with 4 items, fully stacked with the Sky Piercer, 1006, level 14, and got the one of the most expensive items, the Blade of Despair as well. He was basically full building towards what I presume it was a
Why
rose
is the
gold to make
life
sure he
like
does
shorts
not get
or am I
bursted out.
tripping?
So he was basically full build. The gold difference was
Because
pretty
it is
intense in this game around. It's
live
pretty obvious.
stream
Look at that.
tour.
29,000
And
on the other
or
hand,
has
it's
the only
28,
lives.
38, just under 11 minutes. I feel like Eliminators had what they wanted completely into their favor, and this time
Actually-
around they were just
Actually,
everything went smooth to
I
their
had
end,
to turn
except
off
of
my
course Zio tried to capture a few kills under early
lights
game, and in
because
mid phase we did see
my
some
mom
brawl between both of the teams
is
trying to
sleeping.
go for neck
That's
to neck,
why.
but it was pretty clear that it was Eliminators who were able to come out on top. Maybe not neck, they were grabbing a little bit even above because they
And
were
speaking
ahead.
very low.
Yep. And once again, the same thing continues. Fredo was busy looking somewhere else, and he did not pay
Where?
attention to what Ray said.
No, it's not that Fredo. I mean, I was paying attention to what he said, but it's just
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah, I'm
so
from
bad,
Kohima.
man. It's just so bad sometimes with the jokes, but
Me
it's
when
okay.
I cringe.
See, he's even
All
trying
right.
to pose right now. He's even trying to pose. What can we say? But nonetheless, it's okay. He can be in Delulu land, like you said it. But you know who are not in Delulu land anymore? Eliminators after making that comeback possible. So right now, if you ask me, Eliminators are looking to take it
I can't tell you my
all away,
color name.
ladies and gentlemen, because we
Oh
are
my
in the
God.
draft phase for what is the final game indeed.
It-
Game number
there-
7 in this best of 7. ZOHUNT were 2-0. Eliminators made it 2-1. ZOHUNT made it 3-1. And then
Good night,
Eliminators made
Mr.
it
Right.
3-2.
Night
And then
to
now they
utas
made it
ako.
3-3.
diet.
Momentum on their side. They've figured out
She,
ZOHUNT. They've
she's gonna
cracked
scold me
the
in the morning.
code. And now ZOHUNT are backed into a corner. Let's see what can they do.
Good morning.
Coming in with the
Good
fresh
morning.
bands though,
Yeah.
we're seeing a Masha and Moskov this time. The two side
Again and again.
laners who ZOHUNT did really prioritize in the first few games, but this time around won't get their hands on it.
Mhm.
Bombardino.
You know, after 2 games, Moscow has been permanent ban, and after the third or
guys, I
fourth
don't-
game,
my battery is
I might be
dying.
swapping them, but the third or fourth game, Masha has been a permanent ban, and it's actually working out in favor. And right now, from the last 2 games, Louis has been their third and main permanent ban. So they're really paying respect to all of the mid side laners, and it's really working out favor because I feel like ZOHUNT is running into I don't want to call it hero pool issue, but it's just
Oh
that the
my
draft
God,
has
I
been
think we
falling
should
in a little
close the
bit short
entries
without
because
these heroes.
dear,
They did do one game
many
good. It
teams
was with the
registered?
Farsa, but I don't really understand why they're not committing to
One,
it. They are
two.
really not prioritizing the mid laner at
One,
all. They're
two,
prioritizing
three.
the flex pick, which is good, but then they also
That's
commit
one,
down, double down
two,
again with the
three,
Jawhead, which I feel so unnecessary
4,
against
5.
Padang. So I feel like they are making those few, not just for you, it's a really big mistake on the macro play because, of course, the draft
7,
decides so
8.
much of the game. And I feel like ZOHUNT, if they do not
Mm.
remedy that mistake, Eliminators is the one who's going to be walking away with that 50,000 cash while they have to take the diamonds for the
9.
Naruto skins.
10, 11, 12,
And
13,
talking
14,
about Naruto skins, it's definitely Serar Moon from Eliminators who likes them the most, right?
15,
Because it seems like the
16,
first 3
17,
games he was just out there telling
18,
guys, I
19,
want to try the
20,
Naruto skins first
21.
before we lock in.
Okay, Padang this time around into the hands of ZOHUNT. Does it change anything? Because Eliminators, they cannot really pick up the Jawhead again this time, of course. They haven't really been picked up Jawhead, but look at that. The refusal of picking up Sicilian from the hands of ZOHUNT. Is it going to be punishing
is it
them
showing?
again and again and again,
1,
Kronos?
2, 3, 4, 5,
I don't know. It's
7.
Okay.
it's fast. The draft is going really fast right now. Eliminators. I'm kind of tired, guys. I'm kind of reeling after a nice long. It's gonna be almost 12 hours to me casting the entire day. So at the
14,
moment,
15,
let me tell you that Granger
17.
is a good pick. It's very high contested. They don't want it in the hands of Prime, so Fate gets it. He's been doing quite well. Phovius is good in the front line. They have the poke composition, and I like the brilliant pickup of the Joy coming in through quite early in the first phase as well, because you can dive into the back line. They need someone to stop them. They need a Tigreal right now. They ban out the Gatot Kacha. I think
Three more
Tig
slots
would have been a
left.
much better ban, just because you can prevent them to dive upon the back line. So at the moment, Herith being taken off. Irithel should be going out here as well, because an Irithel and a Joy could run circles around Eliminators.
should have
So they
done
have
Nura,
the
but
pick
she's
off.
so-
They need to
What
find
is
someone,
that?
and that someone is probably going to be someone, maybe a Beatrix in the gold lane right now would work as well. Even just ban out the Irithel. If Eliminators don't ban it, no, it's over.
Okay.
Irithel coming through, ZOHUNT win. I can see it happening already. The draft is
What if
already
they
in their
pick up the
hands.
Clint? What if they pick up the Clint just to...
They don't need the Clint. Just to get out, just to outrange them. Why do they need the Clint? Just pick up the Irithel. You counter the Granger in lane. You can run circles around the Phovius. You can run
Give me
circles
all
around the
slots,
Sicilian.
Kache.
Maybe they're waiting for the last pick to see if they can flex it to the
I'm
Clint.
very
But they pick
confused
up Bid's
because it doesn't really
comfort
show.
hero in the hands
pick
of Maiden.
number.
That is gonna be the
I'll have
Eve.
to
These last
count.
what can it be?
Nice.
Tigreal. Has to be a
And
Tig.
some of them,
Yeah, I
some
also
of the
agree.
players just
No,
registered
no.
for
Jawhead is
themselves
good.
only. Like
Jawhead is good. Jawhead is good. Jawhead is good
One
indeed. You can
player,
lock down the
so-
Joy, but the Joy should be your sole target and no one
Yeah,
else.
yeah, that's the
have
issue.
to
Yeah.
remove them.
That's why I feel like Art really likes to prioritize a little bit on the other targets. His only target should be the Joy. Just chase down. She doesn't have. I mean, she has dashes, but once the
You
lock-in
can
is
go
done,
just
you're
take on
okay.
it.
He commits
Oh,
with the
don't
Julian
go.
again. 100% winner though. Only picked up once. That's pretty insane. But let's see what Clint or Aethel Let's see. But yeah, I feel like money's on Airtel probably. It wins out on lane unless Zohunt
has
tries
to
to
be.
be like, yeah, unless Zohunt just tries like, you know what, we're gonna counter them like how they counter us and picked up the Clint because what happened on that previous game. But maybe they will be walking on thin ice. Let's just see. Last pick. It's for Prime. It decides their
Oh my
fate
god.
against fate, and it's the infamous Beatrix
Thank
that
you
we all
for
know.
subscribing.
I told you.
Oh my god.
Yo,
This one, guys, this one.
Infinity.
That's a classic.
Infinity.
I've seen it before. I've seen it before.
I've played these games before.
Yep. This one's a classic, guys. This one's a classic.
One of the most famous marksmen.
I would have
Yeah.
liked the Hylos instead of the Phobius right here, but it's okay. They left the Hylos too. I don't understand why these teams don't like to play the Hylos. It's such a good hero right now in the current meta. But it's okay. They are going with the Jawhead. You can lock down on the Beatrix. You can lock down on the Joy. You can still throw away that Tsunami Slam girl, Kalea. But I think the prime target should be Joy. If Joy
Absolutely.
gets a double kill early
I
on less
am
than 4 minutes,
tired.
it's Zohunt's game to lose.
Hey,
Nura,
let's
but
put
for
our money on
this
that.
circle
Let's
or
see. Dasimizo, it's all
Kini
on your shoulders right now to get that
automatically
early game, and of course,
active
give the
हो जाएगी
competition for Prime to be
जाएगा
farming up. Beatrix on theory, of course, it's going to be performing well against the Granger, and you will, of course, you're also one of the marksmen that has that highest
उसको बोल
attack
दो
in the
रिश्ता अच्छे
game,
से
along with
करो
Granger as well.
हो
So
जाएगा
it basically comes down to the performance and execution. On the other hand, Jawhead, of course, needs to mark only one person, and that is, I mean, you can mark the Beatrix as well, but your main target is going to be Dusty Mizo. On the other
that
hand,
was
we
you
have
who
Mizo-san
went
in third
viral
roaming
for that
position, win
video
again on that,
yes
of course, Kalia. Let's
oh
see
which
how it
video
all
by the
plays
way
out. I'm really curious to see the spells because I do want to see a few
from
purifies here and
Hindi
there, especially I feel like Fate. He should definitely be getting the Purify because I feel like he is also their main target for the hands from Zohunt. Onto the other hands, let's just see as we dive in into the last game, Kronos.
Final game, ladies and gentlemen, 50,000 rupees, along with
50,000
30,000
rupees
diamonds for the runners-up, but they definitely want to get the 50,000 in
50,000
their pockets.
rupees
10 apiece for 5 players who are playing in the Northeast Underdogs final
so they're gonna like
of the top
they're gonna
dogs.
like
Indeed, it is game
50
number
50
7. A winner takes
one player
all.
gets
Everything on the line.
10,000
Eliminators
each
on the blue side. ZOHUNT on the red.
I literally
On
cried
to the casting
laughing
desk. You just heard him. It's the chef and MPL caster
you
Kronos.
you will
Thank you for
see
being
more
here because, of
coming
course, this is
in
going to be the
days to
final game.
come
And, of course, Fredo
let you
joining me
enjoy
on to the casting desk, giving you those analysis and legends. So, classic rotations, nothing much. Mizo-san providing the information, but this game around, a lot of primary targets for both ends. I love the purifies from Bid as well
okay
as
last
Fade.
match
They are
guys
paying
last
respect to, of course,
match
Kalia and Badang. Don't want to get caught out. But Faden, with those poking already into that early game against the Sicilian, and that's what he needs to do. Make sure the Sicilian is zoned out, Fredo.
If they leave this Beatrix unchecked, though, I'm pretty sure Prime can make it work.
Oh my goodness, Art is forced to flicker out. Already titled Slam coming through from Win. As you can see, that is
Bro is looking
not
at 3
what Art is
screens
supposed to be doing right now. Because the
for
way
real
that it's
for
going,
real
Zohunt definitely have the upper hand.
real.
Bid forced to recall and
Oh my
cancelled
god,
as
this is
well.
for you before I.
So far,
Okay, thank you.
so good. Fredo, Ray,
Yeah, this is their last match,
it's
so
looking spicy, man.
after this, I'll go.
Definitely,
It's
of
looking
course.
spicy.
Game number
Into the
7.
goal lane, though,
Trick or
it's
treat.
going to be really depending on Prime right now for ZOHUNT. Because, I mean, you did say that it will depend on,
Is
of course, Dusty to get that
thing?
early game, but
Where's your
I feel
face?
like
No face.
it's not possible because you cannot go in because they have a jawhead. The ejector will
क्या क्या
definitely be
protein
there
खाना
if he
पड़ेगा
tries to
और
go in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why
You know,
it will depend a lot more on Prime.
absolutely. And you know, one more thing
Yeah,
is that
like all of
Phobius
my
against the
friends
Kalia matchup, Kalia has
need to see
like her
you, but
passive
we need.
basically triggers a lot
Oh,
of the, of
I
course, the
I
passive
did
from
a
Legend, which is
posted
Phobius. I
part
feel like
2
Win needs to take that into
I
counter
did
because
post
if
the
he gives
part
out too
2
many bombs to the hands of
last
Phobius,
week.
he's going to
You
be dishing out
can
damage
check it
and
out.
of course
Thank you so
sustain
much.
out too
Go
much for them to
Finity.
handle. So they need to be aware of it. Look at that, he
Legend,
engages up.
Infernal Pursuit comes through. Win is there as well. He takes him down low. He can go for the title strike. Tsunami Slam at any single point, but you can see the turtle's going to be the target. They get the
RWM.
Not a happy new year.
but at the same time, you can see Legend going through.
Nothing, just
And then they
healthy.
reset the turtle. Retribution coming in the hands
Healthy
of
is
Dusty Mizo, but
expensive,
Legend buys
so
some time, but he goes down indeed. Mizo-san is the
Hi,
first target, and
Panda.
now they trade 2 for 2 in the hands of
Prime.
course, a Bid as well as Legend. And now Prime trying to run away. Art right now caught in no man's land. He has the smart missile, no ejector, but you can see Dusty Mizo has the electrifying beats and doesn't want to commit yet. They
Yeah,
don't
but-
get that kill. 2 for 2 trade.
Yeah, but-
Turtle in one of the team's hands. I missed out, to be honest. I think it's Dusty
It was
Mizo.
Dusty Mizo. Yeah. Dusty Mizo was able to force back Sarar Moon, and he's still fighting. He's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hungry.
okay,
But
okay.
of course, you
You can check
you
it
need to save
out.
your hunger for later on. But top lane.
Fate has to go out. No flicker. Purify coming through. You can see Bennett trades there, taking out low. It's an easy kill coming through, and that is why. Wait, why did he go? He had to go for the Purify to stop that tidal Tsunami Strike, but it's putting him in a difficult position now, and that's why you can see that
Itu.
ZOHUNT have a better draft right now.
Okay, interesting. Pero what do you have to say? The score is 2-3 right now.
It is definitely 2-3. Oh, who's getting caught?
Oh, he gets him with that death Sonata. Mizo-san goes down.
Revenge kill immediately. A full-on revenge kill if I've ever seen one. 3-4-3 score, 3-3 on the main score as well. Pretty interesting. Oh, Art, does he want to commit? No.
Oh my god, my stickers are so
Win though, I
funny.
feel like Win. I feel like Win should perhaps take down Sararamon. I feel like since of course he has a retribution, but of course at the same time that enhanced does give him the immunity, so maybe that's a bad decision as well. So Win this time around, he's caught in a pickle. Who does he go for? He can go for Fate to make sure the Purify is baited out for
What the
Mizo-san
heck,
to
Sora?
land those hits. So I feel like that is the best
Do you
best
remember
possible
me?
decision for them to make. But let's see, mid
I
lane
won the
gonna
last giveaway.
it's gonna be a bone of contention
What
because the
the-
turtle's gonna be coming out
I
and
don't
it's
know,
already there.
sorry.
And turtle soup, it's looking delicious for both teams. Let's see who gets it. Joy was the first one to get it. So
Which
Ramon
community you
already starting
belong?
it right
I
now.
know our
Let's see,
community.
Mizo-san, can he
Make
find the
sure
angle?
it's your legit game or
Because
because many videos went viral
already
on
being
IG
baited out, but at the same
and
time they go
viral
in with the
low.
flicker play,
In
trying to
here
get someone
in
title strike
YouTube
is already
Shorts,
down from Win. RWM comes through, but you can see Art is there,
I don't
flickers out of
post
harm's way, Legend goes
YouTube
through, finds
Shorts
himself
that
a
much.
double
Like I'm
kill,
not
but
consistent
Dusty
like
picks him up
Instagram.
indeed, and now
That's
Art
why
pays the
it
price,
doesn't
double kill on the hands of Faden, and he's
go
controlling the
viral
game
at
so well
once.
with this Eve.
My
Eliminators need to find the answer. Their backliners are still alive.
my
though.
highest
Dusty
YouTube
trying to get the invaders towards the
Shorts
orange buff.
views
Sanglan
was
comes
like
into the play.
24K.
Dusty picks it up quite easily.
which is
Grand
quite low.
Theft Orange indeed.
I'll have to start
Yo.
posting in my YouTube Shorts
Nice
as
one
well.
there. Nice one there, and they'll get
Have
some
to be
towers as well,
consistent.
and another GTT, yeah, Grand Theft Tower as well happening. So that's like a lot of stuff going in the favor of ZOHUNT right now, and Eliminators don't seem to be getting
In
anything
Shorts,
on
it's
the
your
map.
legit game. Or oh
So-
wait,
Look at
wait.
Mizo-san.
Yeah, it's my game. It's my game.
Oh, of course, Mizo-san, great positioning, but
Top lane
will he get the backup?
or mid lane?
Dusty comes
Oh.
through, and there's the concealed play as well. They find a Bennett's Rage comes through, and they find a Bid. Sicilian down and out. RWM baiting out the Purify.
Win.
Flicker from Legend. Win is so low. He's trying to survive. He flickers out with the title strike. That is really well played coming through. But you can see at the same time, Art has the ejector, wants to commit, and you can see the enhanced
can't
sword
leave this
from
seat
Serrano to run out
anymore.
of harm's way. But Dusty
You-
Mizo trying to
you
go with the
haven't
electrifying beats.
taken
Fate
shower
has
yet,
the damage,
Jax?
and Dusty has to respect it.
That was a so close
I don't-
call if I've ever
thought
seen
it
one,
was
because I
raining.
feel like in all of those games, Win has been caught in a lot of tight positions, but this time it was the most
Which means great.
nicest
Sort
escape.
of
Okay.
ho.
Looking at the itemization, Beatrix goes in for the anti-heal, and of course that extra 8% damage base against the high HP base, which is the Art as well as Legend as well.
Sora
Even
Team
Solomon,
Classic,
because he's going to be having the concentrated energy, so that does make him weak to the passive of the Deadly Blade. But let's see, 4 members into the mid phase from the hands of ZOHUNT, the third turtle, 2 into the hands of so far
I feel like
ZOHUNT,
I've seen you on Instagram.
let's
Just
see.
came across your YouTube channel.
I feel like they need to focus
Uh,
down on
I am from Northeast
Prime a
Thailand.
lot, but it's not happening. Finally, it happens.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
go with Ejector
I-
along with the unstoppable force,
I
but
do have an
Benestrates come
Instagram
through and
account,
Art pays the
Nura
price. RWM
Gaming.
drops down,
Wait,
Legend
That's my
trying to go
Instagram
with the
account.
internal pursuit, but at the same time you can see Fate, he catches the back line. Prime is down and out as
Do you
Dusty gets his hands on the
collect
turtle.
or
2 for
don't?
1
My friends can
trade
help you.
as
If
a
you don't,
Fate makes
it's
the
fine.
rotation.
Oh
Collect
You know,
my
Fred, I feel
god,
like
finally it happens.
in
Finally it's
YouTube
happening, Ray. It's happening.
or
He goes
Mid
through,
lane?
electrifying beats, Sarar Moon and Hand Sword to get out of harm's way, but Dusty wants that
Nah.
kill. He finds the
yeah,
rhythm, he
come
gets
on.
that one, and Faden getting the poke on towards
Guard
mid, but
over
meanwhile
there.
on the bot side, you can see Fate
Thank
using
you,
the
Remo.
Rhapsody to kite away mid lane under siege,
Metal
unstoppable force on towards
ban.
Fate, and Legend should
Wag
go through with the
kung
internal
saan
pursuit.
level
They
ka
finally
mamaya.
get the
Nasty.
shutdown. Fate is down and out, and Art
Hi,
wants to commit on
Kami.
towards Mizo-san, but not just yet. Infernal pursuit continues from Legend, but Dusty Mizo with the back
Yeah,
line,
I do
trying to get
collect.
bid as he gets
I do
himself a
collect.
mega kill
Bang,
with the
bang,
electrifying beats,
beat.
and now gets out of harm's way quite easily. ZOHUNT 2K
Oh,
goal
God,
lead,
patay.
trying to pull out an upset
It's
against the
pleasant here.
Eliminators.
7-11 score. And you know, Cronus, you
Mhm.
mentioned that if Dusty Mizo gets that 2 kills in the early game, it's gonna be this could be the ZOHUNT game. And so far, it's not really early game right now.
JCC?
We're gonna be moving to the mid phase, but it's pretty
What
clear he's
is
not gonna be taken down
JCC?
anytime soon. Or I might have cursed it, jinxed it, sorry, but 404 into the hands of Dusty Mizo so far. Okay, 360
Dusty
stacks, that is
Mizo.
good amount. Okay, they're all ready.
Are
Mid
they-
Oh
lane.
my goodness, title strike comes through at the same time. Tsunami slam expended. A Legend goes down. Art goes with the unstoppable force. Gets the ejector on towards Win, but RWM's dropped
I
down. But you can
hope-
see the
I
back
really
line.
hope Zohan
Dusty!
wins.
He goes through. He hits that electrifying beat. He
Minute,
catches
patahan.
Fate, and now Art goes
Take
down.
Jack,
Faden
you
is
go
down and out
Char.
as well. 5-1-6 in the hands of Faden. Oh my goodness, how are they doing this? The entire time, Dusty is just trying to cast the back line, and who's gonna stop him?
His name may be Dusty, but he's the one sweeping eliminators under the rug
You
right
do,
now,
but you do it
completely
first.
dominating the
Sure,
game,
why
7
not?
to 4. Basically twice the kills, and it's all because of Dusty Mizo. 504 into the KDA, take it to Lord easily. And Fredo, does
Hanggang
this
Koima.
mean that eliminators still has a chance to bounce back, or this does look like a ZOHUNT game?
Well, it's looking ZOHUNT right now. Of course, that's only because, of course, Faden's he's in complete control. Like, they've been able to check
Yeah,
Prime out.
he-
They've been able to check, of course, Mizo-san win, but Dusty and Faden, they're getting left unchecked a lot. And we do remember that Dusty
Jax,
didn't
Jax.
die even once, right?
Gonna-
And it's happening once
Jax.
again. And it's happening once again, and there's
gonna
nothing that
end up,
eliminators can
just
do
say.
about it.
Even
Their
your
draft does not
girlfriend
allow
is
them to
here.
actually.
Look at that.
No, title strike, Tsunami slam, Sarar Moon and Hand Sword, but Dusty Mizo goes
Wow,
once again.
yeah.
He's a monster
Our
indeed.
newest-
Gets himself a monster kill, and he gets out of harm's way. The electrifying beats does the damage as the Lord is marching on the top side. ZOHUNT are pulling up
You're
in the
the
final
devil.
game of the
You're
grand
the
finals of the
Shaitan.
top dogs in the Northeast Underdog Tournament.
Madara walks in from the top lane. There's a concealed play. We might see an engage, but no.
Yeah, you can see they come through. RWM's dropped down. Art is in no man's land. Will have to pay the price. He's able to
It's
get out
gonna
by
end.
ever
It's
so
gonna
slight
end.
HP. Bid has the range. The bat impacts are coming through right
Yeah,
now.
Madara is
It is a
low.
late game composition from Eliminators.
what the-
They're down by
the
6k
capital of
in
Thailand.
gold.
Acha,
Will
acha,
that
acha.
be enough for ZOHUNT to take it away?
We'll have to wait. We'll have to
No.
wait because I think they do have a chance to bounce back, but at the same
Okay,
time, Dusty Mizo
streamer.
is on a different
Hello.
frequency. His
are
rhythm is
you?
unmatched,
Long
and
time
eliminators
no
do not
see.
have any kind of response to it. But oh, 5-man.
Oh, unstoppable force. Ejector on towards Dusty Mizo. He's the target. They get the shutdown. Eliminators find the engage, but you can see at the same time, they get the damage on draining 3 only for Dusty. The ZOHUNT are now on the hunt indeed, as Mizo-san with Prime and Win. Faden can drop down the RWM at any
Bangkok
point. He has the flicker forward already, but Fate has the damage. That Sonata could get that kill. He doesn't come in just yet. Fate right now
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
gonna
protect the
end
Holy
anyway.
Shield on the bot side. Eliminators take 3 just to get
Wow,
1
so
out of Dusty
caring. So
Mizo.
caring.
Fredo, what do you think? Was it worth it? Because committing 3 for
Uh,
just one guy.
Well, it
Very important
depends
guy,
on
though.
what. Yeah, the most important
Minta.
guy actually. You know, the one with the most bounty right now. So, I think it's not. I mean, if it was at least, just two
I
down,
don't
I think
like
it
the
was worth it. But
minions.
3 down, not worth it.
Minions.
But I still feel like, the fact that Bit and Fade were the ones who were alive, it makes it worth it a little bit more because these people, they were able to get a lot of
Figure.
farm out of that. And yeah,
Oh my
I think
god.
I need to take a look at the items to understand, where Bit and Fade
Nura's
are right now.
commentary is
These
better
guys,
than
they
theirs.
stepped up. So look at that.
You're
Look,
being
Winter Crowns
sarcastic.
being bought, of course,
You're being
because
sarcastic.
Aliyah will be jumping in anytime.
I love how Badang as well as Mizo-san and Win, they have basically the same itemization until the third slot. They were in sync, but no longer sync. But oh, look at that art.
Steel play coming through. He went for the unstoppable force ejector, but it's cancelled out because they knew
When
they could
during my
He's
tournament, I will do it
trying beats. He's
for
trying to catch
sure.
some. Winter Crown comes through. Fate's trying to survive. He has Nets without him. Dusty Mizo doesn't let him go away. Fate and Legend down and out. Traded for Mizo-san. And here comes the rest of the cavalry. ZOHUNT are looking to finish them off. 3 left standing, but Sanguine Claws has enough range.
I'm doing
Win
fine.
is able to
Thank you
survive.
for joining my
ZOHUNT turn their
stream
attention
after
in
like
towards the Lord. 13
years.
minutes into the game. Mother
On
is
the
definitely
run by
going to help them
Minicom.
end this game right
Give.
now.
When
And
I
they
will
have the opportunity,
lose,
considering the
I will
top lane
lose from your
inhibitor
account.
basically doesn't have any HP left. It's standing as a thin thread.
Shukara
It's gonna
Mora.
get snapped away. And once Madara is inside, because there's no holy blessings anymore, unless Eliminator is able to divert the Madara into the mid lane, try to just buy out a little bit more time. I feel like Zohan, this could be the final push, but at the same time, I feel like Eliminator
There,
is
okay,
willing
it's
to
too
throw out their
loud.
bodies to perhaps defend out this lord at any cost, as long as Granger as well as
How
Zillion
about now?
stand. I feel like they are willing to throw
Chop.
bodies, but look at
I
that.
don't need it.
Oh no, they
Till
go
I
towards
was
Wind Tidal
something
Strike.
new.
Is that Tsunami Slam not
Together.
yet committed? Find a kill.
Now?
Find one for himself. 3
How about now?
Sarar Moon secures the Holy Crystal. Now the pickoff is not available for ZOHUNT, so good defense could be possible from Eliminators, but nobody's going to be able to stop Dusty Mizo because he can go in with the red.
How about now? It's good. Okay, okay. I can't talk loudly because my mom is sleeping. Okay. Hello, Broshan.
I mean, look at this guy, okay? He says he cannot play assassins, but the ones he plays, liar.
Guys, don't forget to like the
He's a
stream.
goddamn liar.
Oh my god, unstoppable force right now on towards Mizo-san. He uses the fist break.
Bugs. Hello, Kelly. Welcome to the stream.
I'm gonna tell you, it's
Hi,
not the fact that he
Neolands.
can't play an assassin, it's the fact that nobody's there to stop him. Apart from the ejector, there is no
Hello, hello.
CC to stop
Welcome,
Dusty.
guys.
All I
I'm
can
so
think of right now
sleepy.
is that meme. Who's gonna stop me
But
though? Like iShowSpeed says, because that's what Dusty feels like. Who's gonna stop me though?
Exactly.
can you make your life horizontal? Yeah, tomorrow. I can't make it now. How many hours? I think it's 4 hours. 4, almost 5. Your horn, what happened? Zohan is gonna win, guys. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Zoo. Easy. Finally, it's over, and Zohan won the Northeast War Drums Underdogs tournament.
Of course, I'm as well.
The team I was rooting for.
It does happen this time around. They won't be runners-up. They
Yeah.
will be champions. They will taste
Guys,
the trophy. Of course, there's no trophy, but of course, there's
I
money. And now, of course, it's going to be
will stream tomorrow.
But if you
Thank
think
you so
about
much
it,
for
last
staying.
season, they were
It's pretty late, so you guys should also sleep.
But this time around, they bounced back to get the runners-up. It's still a progress for
You
them.
guys should also sleep.
Absolutely.
But in the end,
Good night,
they
everyone.
did lose it out. So yeah,
Take care.
things did not go
Take drinks.
their way this time
And
around. Of course, they did try
stay
their
hydrated.
best.
Bye bye.
Sailor Moon tried his best, but